What is up, everyone? We are here covering the Enders Zone Evolution 4 happening in Madrid, Spain right now. European Tekken Cup action. I'm K-Wish and I'm joined by Bobsy. How are you doing today, Bobsy?
I mean, it's an early morning start for us. Yeah, hearing my voice, but you know, we've had an immense week from Tekken. You know, it's like been the 30th anniversary, had the TWT finals, but the grind does not stop.
Never stops.
Gonna bring you some more. This Tekken, like I said, it's gonna be top 8. We're coming from the Iberica region.
Yeah.
I had to get that right. And man, these tournaments have not failed to disappoint.
I feel like every year, European Tekken Cup just gets bigger and better. We're hearing this is the third iteration of it.
Number 3.
And, you know, I'm really excited to see how this one plays out, really and truly, because, you know, one thing I really liked about European Tekken Cup is, like, you know, Tekken World Tour's just finished. And I feel like normally when that happens, it's like, okay, well, we're done. You know, that's all. The Tekken's done for, like, the year. Then nothing else, you know. Might be some good off-season tournaments here and there, maybe a Master Cup or something. Really, there's nothing really big happening Tekken-wise where everyone rests and recuperates. But we have European Tekken Cup as, like, sort of the premier off-season event, really and truly. You know, sort of runs alongside towards the end. And we have the major events coming up. Another major event here today, you know, taking place in Spain. Got a big top 8 for you guys here today. And, you know, I'm excited, you know. I feel like Spain is a region that's kind of had its ups and downs in terms of, like, their top player level. You know, there was, like, a time where, like, you'd say Kuiper was just the best
100%.
player. There's no one that was really competing with him in Spain. But now I think their talent's really exciting. You know, I think Tibetano is probably like number 1. Going to see him in the top 8 later. You've got Oracle, you know, playing Shaheen, Lain. I feel like their talent's really been growing. But we have some other big players happening. Going to see in this top 8 as well. See, they've got Tibetano versus Pikah. Pikah representing the Benelux region. Sin versus Lancelot. You know, not someone people might be familiar with going into this, but maybe will make a name for himself today and walk away with a few new fans. Then loser side, you got Fakepotter versus Ginga. And I was actually looking through the bracket. Ginga lost his second game.
Who did he lose to?
I don't even remember. I don't even think it was anyone too, you know, prolific, but lost second game. Then crawled all the way into the top 8, had an amazing run. And then Lain Vs Battosai. So you've got some French in there, got the Italians. Obviously, you've got a few Spanish flags. And then you see the players representing the Benelux. Number 1 and 2 in the Benelux region for European Tekken Cup is Pikah and Sin. So they're really going to be competing against each other to sort of hold those points and finish and qualify for Gamescom next year.
Yeah, and he's talking about the leaderboards as well, because obviously each of these regions have their own subsection for their leaderboards. You know, Tibetano in the Spanish region, or Iberica region, sorry, and is number 1. You got Lain there, who is, I believe, he's joint second. That could be. I feel like with these players here, there could be a lot of topsy-turvy within their leaderboards. You saw Battosai, I think he's joint second. Lancelot is 6th, and you know, who knows, a big finish here could really swing it in their favors on their leaderboard. You know, if you're talking about just the French one, Jod way out in front, I believe. So
leading the pack.
Yeah, so it's going to be a thing where they're going to be kind of like playing to kind of catch up, keep with him, and playing for that second spot. You mentioned it before, the Benelux region as well. Sin kind of way out in front. You know, probably may want Pikah to, you know, his fellow countrymen to, you know, take a little slip.
Pikah to, like, you know, fall behind a bit today.
Yeah.
You know, we have, you know, Fakepotter from Italy there as well.
That's a big one.
That's one where, you know, similar to Jod, Daniel Mado is far and away.
He's far gone.
You know, I think 700 plus points leading the region. So I think, you know, that's a battle for second place, and Fakepotter will really want to try and get a good performance.
I think we
qualify.
even said just from his position at the minute, he's kind of guaranteed second, because Evil 46, I don't believe he was here.
So Evil 46 isn't at this tournament.
Yes.
He's at 220 points. I think with Fakepotter getting a guaranteed 7th, I think he's at 240.
Yeah.
I think so. It's like right now guaranteed second place. But obviously you want to improve on that. Just 20 points the difference. You know, especially with small major events still to happen. You know, it's not really a safe position to be in. Anything can really happen from there, especially, you know, in Europe, because I feel like our results are never consistent. You know, we don't have anyone that's consistently taking that number 1 spot, which I think makes our tournaments really exciting.
100%. I've always said that about European Tekken in general. It's like, even some of I think we was talking about it, me and Spag at EGX, where I was like, this top 8, if he was to play this top 8, literally not even just tomorrow, literally a few hours later, the results will probably 1 to 8 will just, I wouldn't be surprised if it just flips. Right? It's that anyone, I feel, on EU Tekken can beat anyone on a good day. It's sometimes it just comes down to you know, are you prepared for it? Have you mentally prepared? Have you been prepared in the game? Because I feel like, especially now with Tekken, I think we've all got to a level where we all know the game. Right?
Yeah.
So it's not like you go into a match and like, he doesn't know. Like, no, they know. They will punish you. But it's about now, are you prepared? Have you got that mental strategy?
Yeah.
It's all those other kind of like external factors outside of just playing the game.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing with Europe as well. I think because we're playing each other so frequently as well. You know, for example, at Egypt, winner semi-final, once I was me versus Jod. You know, we're playing each other in ranked all the time. There's so much experience there as well. I think that's what has kept Europe's level quite high in this game as well. I think to the fact that we can literally, like, I could boot up ranked and in one session play Jod, Sephi Black, Tetsu, Joker, Goseidon. These are so many players that you're seeing in top 8s and master events and challenger events in the Tekken World Tour, and it's like that level of experience against such high level competition all the time. So, you know, iron sharpening iron type thing. And I feel like that's why I feel like, for example, like people mentioned NA as a region as well. I feel like that's why it's a bit more harder for them because the players are kind of spread out. You know, geographically, it's hard for them to get that same high level, you know, gameplay as well. Now, obviously, one of the best regions in the world right now, obviously, is Pakistan. They're playing offline all the time, long sessions, first of 20s, 40s, 50s. I feel like that's a really understated. Just the ability to play each other, you know, have high level Tekken games just all the time. You know, I think it's something that really goes understated.
And you've even seen it before. I know he's not here today. Daniel Mardo, who actually goes out to these camps and actually trains at these camps.
Everywhere.
That guy, he is the world warrior, the world traveler. But you can see, even, I know, kind of don't want to take away too much from the EU Cup, but we saw him at the World Tour Finals, Daniel Mardo, and I just want to give a big shout out because the way he played, you can see that he's really now becoming like a proper student of the game. Before he was a bit shaky in those first twos, but one of the things I really did notice is like he seems to just come in with a set strategy, really, and kind of like it kind of reminds me a bit of like Jimmy J Chan, where he kind of like plays the game, like and plays against what the character can do. Because you saw it against Kaisuke where he was just ducking. And I really feel he came in with that strategy that, look, I'm just going to duck here randomly. I'm going to make you really think about the moves that you want to do. I'm going to make you think about throwing out a hell sweep. I'm going to make you think about, you know, throwing out electrics because both of them can be ducks. And then it kind of really, I feel, messed with Kaisuke's kind of what he wanted to do.
It kind of tunnels you into doing a certain option. And then from there, you're prepared to move forward, and then that it messes up your opponent's game plan just from limiting their option to this. And it's like it makes it so easy to I've done this, and now you have what 4 options that can beat it. That's what I have to look out for now. Excellent.
Yeah, this is a weird story. We've got some downtime to talk. I remember years ago, right? This is Tag 2 Tag eras. I was playing Dinosaur, UK Dinosaur. Shout out to Phil, and he was playing. We were just messing about playing casuals, and he was playing Kazuya and Horang. Don't know why, but yeah. And I ducked from full screen, right? And he came up to me. You know what he done? He done a hell sweep. But I stayed ducking and I blocked it. You know when Dinosaur gets that whiny voice? It's like, why would you duck there?
Why would you
I was like, bro, I was ducking. Why did you hell sweep? But it's that kind of thing where you just come into that kind of mental mind frame where you just like, I'm going to do this and let me see how you're going to adjust your game around it. But kind of to circle back to the point, I think we got a little bit off tangent, but you know, these training camps really do improve the play, and you see the levels. So you're talking about, the offline, seeing the Pakistan thing in Europe as well. We've got a decent enough connection to connect with everyone. So I feel like, like you said, we've been really sharpening up and really exploding as a scene and getting better and better.
And looks like we're going to get our first game of the day sitting down right there. Again, so we are, just running the top 8 today. Yesterday was amazing. Had a lot of matches. I want to highlight, Ginga's performance. Literally losing the second game of the day, then crawling all the way to top 8. That's no small feat right there. I believe that's Fakepotter. So that's going to be Ginga versus Fakepotter happening right there. Interested to see the characters. Like I play a lot Ginga quite a bit online. Loves using the Lee. But I've seen other characters as well. You see Fakepotter there. Is he going to be playing some Heihachi today?
Oh, Heihachi.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he is a Kazuya main.
Yes.
But I think back in Tekken 7, one thing about Fakepotter is I found his Heihachi was stronger than his Kazuya. So I don't know what his. I thought we were about to get to the game there. I don't know what the decision will be here today.
Does Ginga play Eddie as well, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think so. I kind of, in my mental, kind of went into this. Like I thought maybe we was going to see the Eddie versus Kazuya match, and it's one of those matches where I feel it's changed a lot because I remember I'm not a specialist in either of the characters, but in my mind, it was always like back in the day, it was like those matches were kind of hard for the missions because you couldn't really get like a good float and a good kind of pickup. But I feel like now in Tekken 8, I feel like 13 in this match is the magic number. Okay, now we are going to go straight in.
Oh, and it's going to be Eddie versus Jin. So that's not the characters I said on either side. So Fakepotter. So not elected to go for the Kazuya. Probably expecting the Eddie. I wonder why.
But you know, I was saying 13 would be the magic number because it kind of shuts down a lot of Eddie's stuff. You know, if he goes into like the Negativa, the 4-3, you know, down back 1-2, I feel so good, especially as a mid punishes like back 3-3 really well. It's something that will deter you from doing it.
Yeah, and I think with Jin as well, you know, you can like launch negative stuff is really important. You know, back 3-3 hop kick. You know, that's something that Kazuya can't do, something Heihachi can't do because electrics are high. So let's see how it's going to play right now. Not the best start right now though for Fakepotter. Ginga taking the first 2 rounds of this first game.
Yeah, definitely not. I wonder. I probably going to suspect we may see a character switch. It doesn't look comfortable. Right, 4-4-2, just like that. He is now engaged. Okay, engaged is straight back at you. What's the mix up? Okay. Nice. Pushing him towards the wall. A little bit late there.
Not what you want to be, especially against Eddie. Now this is a full mix-up. Goes for the hell sweep. This could be it. Goes double low. Tries to go low again. Doesn't work out. Fakepotter has a lifeline. Zen 4.
Okay, that's punishable. I don't think Eddie may be able to get punished. It's like a bit of a distance, but nice. Duck on the hell sweep, and that's going to be the round. Keeps the combo nice and simple there. That looked like 3 rapid-fire rounds. And it's one of those things that me and Spags have always said that sometimes you just got to stick with what you know. And it didn't look like the gym was really ready. Yeah, he's already kind of going
I thought
for
he was leaving. I was like, I don't want to do this.
But I don't think the Kazuya, like I said, is that bad in the match. And honestly, we're talking about back 3-3. Even though it's -15, I feel like Kazuya's down back 1-2 is a move where, because it's a heat engager, it's like you don't really want to. So okay, let's talk about the negative of 4-3. I played Eddie a little bit, and sometimes I'll just throw it out because you know I know it's punishable. It's -13. I'm not gonna get it worse, but I guess a move like down back 1-2, say like you know that's a heat engage. You don't want to really give him heat. You give him the opportunity to recover health if he's got the grey life. So yeah, I feel it's a move that can really dictate what Eddie wants to do. Yeah. And you know, forward, is it 4-4-3, the low as well? Yeah. Eddie, because you can launch it.
It's a full launch in it.
Yeah.
Right?
So
does Jin, but you know, I feel like Kazuya's, you know, we're seeing more options as well. One thing I wanted to highlight as well is we saw the high power crush heat engager there from Eddie, right? And one thing they actually showed in the season 2 trailer is characters getting new heat engagers. Yeah. And all the characters they showed though, they have the high power crush heat engagers. Okay. So that makes me wonder: are they gonna be taking those away, changing those? And like, okay, no more high power crush heat engagers. We've replaced those other ones. I don't know, but speak of it, there is the wild thing too. But drops the electric there. Fakepotter not playing his best, but gets another launch. Should take this to the wall.
Yeah. I don't agree with breaking it. Unless he can get to the other wall.
Let's find out.
Yeah, he can get
first back 3-2, perhaps. Yeah, gets the other wall, doesn't break it though. Down back 4, 1+2. Nice challenge there from Ginga.
I love the pressure again. That 2-1, and the thing with 2-1, even though it is minus on block, like he still kind of stay stuck in the mud.
Yeah, the pressure. Oh, no launch there on the forward 3, -14. Went for the wild standing 1 punish as well, and for the full string, didn't get it, but Fakepotter starting a lot better this time around.
Yeah, definitely that talk must have done something.
Yeah. Just starting off on the front foot, and he slowed down the game quite a bit as well.
Yeah,
you saw Ginga kind of running away with it, full offense, and just letting the full string.
I told you, that's what I'm saying. With Kazuya, I think it deters. Okay, nice, gets the ground and crouch low.
Gets heat back as well for that. Nice, stays down, back 2-1. And there's the heat smash. Going to be 1 round apiece in this second game.
Yeah, I wonder why he stopped with the Jin though, but let's see. Down 2 to start off. I'm sure that move is going to get touched in season 2. I'm more than certain.
I just feel like the tracking is the big thing for me. You know, I feel like
it can't hit launch him.
I feel like for me it's the tracking. You know, if I could move around it, I'd have less of an issue with it, I'd say. But we're not on the balance team. Fortunately for some, unfortunately for others.
I love the sidewalk there. Okay, jab. Now in the very back position, going to get the wall spec with the down forward 1 string.
No, I think this should put Fakepotter. No, breaks it. So no longer in the corner and gets away as well. Not the worst thing for Fakepotter. Forward 3.
Going to spend it to make it safe. Okay, out forward 2. Just didn't want to do with any of that pressure.
Oh, that forward 3. Had to take the mix after that. Had no health to rage out or power crush to interrupt. And just like that, Ginga now on set point.
Yeah, probably want to see a little bit more side step left. Okay, he started to do it now, the side step left, but still just the messing about with the timing of the 4-4-3, still catching him. Nah,
Ooh. Do you think that was a range thing there?
Yeah, it looked a bit rangy. It looked like it was tip-top range, but I'm not an Eddie main. I don't think there's any Eddie mains out there apart from John Ding. Someone tell me. Where's this knowledge?
We'll find out.
Whiffed.
Oh, and now this has to be a guess situation. It's going to be the Hell Sweep, and Ginga going to take it 2-0 there over Fakepotter. And I feel like that, the way that ended there at the end, love to see the handshake between the two. The way that ended there, I think that's classic Eddie in this game. You know, heat smash when your back is to the wall. You just have to guess. Yeah. And I feel like he was getting hit by a lot of the mids. But there was, I feel like Ginga closed out with Hell Sweep in the first game as well. So I kind of feel like it's literally a guess situation. Not really much you can do to mitigate that, and close it out 2-0.
I mean, that's the thing with Eddie. I felt so when Eddie did drop, I did play him, and I felt one of my analysis of the character was that he is a risk taker. You have to kind of sometimes just just throw it out there. And that's just not my kind of like archetype. I tried to kind of keep it safe, but you see, he played it very well there. You saw he went for he was kind of mixing it up, and the way he was actually messing about with the timing of the 4-4-3 as well. Because I said it before, side step level. Spag actually told me side step left is the way you want to go, and you saw him actually, side stepping left, but just changing it, just delaying the forward a little bit, getting the free, just mixing up the timing will catch that stepping.
And I feel like that's something that makes Eddie pretty strong as well. Because again, I think forward 3 is a very important move in Eddie's arsenal. And like we do see a lot of sidewalk left to try and evade it, but you can dash to realign. And then when he's in heat, I feel like the biggest issue is the heat smash tracks the left, right? You need to go to the right to beat it. So, and that's a very damaging heat smash. It will also give you like a wall break, wall blast as well. So I feel like that's something that really makes the character in heat a bit of, you're guessing all the time. But that's kind of Tekken 8. We got a lot of guessing to do. Because again, it's the first year of a new game. There's stuff to tweak. There might be
100%.
things that they might not want to be the way they are right now. I feel like I'm really excited to see what Season 2 brings to the game. I think it really shows a lot of where the balance ideas are really starting to go. But big shout out to Ginga. Lost his second game yesterday.
He's on a big run.
I know, sitting up close to closing out in a top 4 position. One more game to finish top 4. After losing the second game. I don't even know where he sits.
That's what I was about to check, because if he, potentially, let's say he was do the wildest thing and win today, go on a crazy run, he could really shake up the leaderboards. I know Tibetano's kind of guaranteed points, so I'm not going to do the maths, but with Oracle dropping out in 9th place there, and Lain can still, they may even run into each other. Like literally, a good run from Ginga can really make a huge wrench in that
in the leaderboard. Because again, finishing, if you guys don't know how European Tekken Cup works, the players, it's very similar to Tekken World Tour. You're collecting points throughout the season. This is a major event which awards the most points.
So it's 550 for
and Ginga's currently sitting at 6th place in the Iberic leaderboards, around 60 to 80 points.
Something like that, yeah.
So and Tibetano's way ahead at 440. Then you've got Oracle and Lain around the 200 mark, right? So a good performance here from Ginga, and if Lain kind of falls off a bit, could also, I think a top 3 performance here would propel him into that top 2 position. Obviously, still more major events to happen, still more dojo events to happen. So obviously, it's not the be all and end all today, but really getting those points in majors really kind of sets the tone for the rest of the year, because we're seeing in other regions, right? UK and Ireland region, for example, we've got Joker and Gosain at the top. Gosain number 1 with 900 points, and then second and first in a major he has, right?
I think an important point to make as well is that it's capped, so you takes the top 2 positions of your major, so it's not like you're gonna get unlimited points, but so it is capped. So I think that's an important thing to kind of tell these guys as well.
Yeah. Because you see, Gosain, that his major points, he has first and second in the major, right? He's basically the maximum points he can get just from majors. He needs to win another one if he wants to get those points, right? And then Joker's in second place. Like also, those two are quite so far way ahead. They both have, top 2 major placings, and they're so important. I think Tetsu right now.
Tetsu, this guy.
What?
If you look at his standings, he's like 1-1-1-1-1. Like, he's won 2 majors, so he's like maxed out. Like, so if you see him in the tournament he's just playing gatekeeper, trying to we'll get that cash as well.
Yeah, I think if you look at the DAC region, I think Tetsu has. He is probably like far and he definitely has the most points.
1,220.
He's over 1,000, but he has the most points in the entire leaderboard. 1,260. Like I feel like no one No one's close to that. I think the closest is Gosain at 900, right?
But the craziest thing is, right, in that region, Nino's also won a major. So if he wins another major, he could be really, he can kind of match his
there's
points.
nothing that anyone else could do. I think Tetsu and Nino are basically like hoarding the points, you know, for the DAC region, right? But like I think Tetsu might be the only player who's just 100% qualified. You know, at this point, I don't know if anything could really happen to knock him off that perch. I think Nino's the only one that could do it, but there needs to be someone else to then move him down to third, which I just don't know can happen at this point. Because, you know, we had Kira in the tournament, for example, who is from the DAC region from Switzerland, but he didn't have the best performance, and this is a major weight, and the majors are starting to dwindle down. There's less and less happening. So I feel like it's really important to be able to get those points now. You don't have to worry about them. You know, you won't be scrambling around for dojos later on before games come.
And even talking about scrambling around, we got the LCQ this time around. So even if you guys are competing and you don't make it, you definitely still have a chance to make it into the final bracket. Because I think it's 2 places from the LCQ.
From the LCQ.
And you know how hyped the LCQs are. You know how stacked these LCQs are. LCQs always bring out the best Tekken. I always love watching the LCQ. It always feels like there's a lot on the line, a lot at stake. And it's just like, even though you've won this, your journey's not over. You're getting put in with the big boys that were already qualified. So
I mean, we just had a big LCQ, you know, Tekken World Tour
100%.
finals just happened, right? And I feel like what made that one quite interesting is you had players like Ulsen and Morgold in that.
Just even the whole dynamic of how it was done, like, because we had the regional, the global leaderboards on Monday, the regionals, and those guys who qualified and obviously didn't make it through to the top. Was it top 16? They actually went into the LCQ as well, so the LCQ just became inflated.
It was the most stacked LCQ you ever had.
Yes,
because we had players. We had where was Olsen leaderboard this year? Was he second?
He was up there. He was definitely up there.
Second on the leaderboard this year in the LCQ, and he didn't even win it.
Oh, no.
You know, I think that just showed. I think it was an amazing LCQ. I think one of the craziest we've ever had. Because again, I felt the Tekken World Tour format this year, obviously with the European Tekken Cup, talk about Tekken World Tour for a second, it was different. You know, we had the regional leaderboard alongside the global leaderboard. You know, we had the losers of the regional globals going into the LCQ. There was so much going on. You know, I felt they did a good job balancing it. I wonder what we're going to see next year, you know. Are we going to keep things exactly the same? Are they not going to let those players into the LCQ anymore? Does the regional leaderboard get expanded to more regions? You know, I'm really excited to see what because again, I think in the trailer for the next Tekken World Tour, this is the biggest Tekken World Tour ever, or something like that, right?
I need to rewatch that trailer actually. I watched it once, but I need to, because I'm even just talking about when you saw like the kind of like new moves, because you know us as like diehard fans can read stuff and just look at it frame by frame. Oh yeah, something's changed. So I actually need to go back. Did Feng have like a new?
He has a new Heat Smash animation, right? It looked like the same startup, but it looked like his ender was different.
Yeah,
you know. So then could because again, just a trailer showing cool stuff. That could end up being a nerf at the end of the day. Yeah, you know, maybe it doesn't go as far anymore.
Bro, I'm about to say that thing will wall splat you from postcode to postcode. It's cool.
Because again, I feel like the Heat Smashes that have like a cinematic animation, like they don't really wall splat. Like, because Leroy's is like that, Eddie's is like that. You know, they still break walls, but they don't wall splat. So maybe they've taken away the wall splat. Maybe it's a variation of his Heat Smash, the same way Jin has it, where you push a different button, and then so that's what it could be. But back to the Tekken World Tour, in the trailer, it's the biggest Tekken World Tour ever, right? So what does that mean? More regions, bigger prize pool, who knows, right? Obviously, they're not going to say, like, this Tekken World Tour will be exactly the same as the rest. Obviously, you know, there's the marketing in that as well. But I do wonder what that does mean for the next Tekken World Tour, you know?
It's always exciting, man. You know, like we said, this is the first game. This is like the first game, the first year. It's like the kind of like prototype, just to see how things are going. You know, the first World Tour for Tekken 8. So, you know, we've seen how things develop. If we taking the blueprint from Tekken 7, you've seen how things always got greater, bigger, and better. So I have no doubt that things are going to progress in that kind of manner.
I mean, speaking of bigger and better, right? Like, we got our first guest character for Tekken 8 announced.
Ooh, yes.
You know, Clive Rossfield, you know, from Final Fantasy 16. Looks like he might be the flashiest character I think Tekken has ever had.
100%. Like, I'm not even gonna front. I'm not familiar with the Final Fantasy kind of stuff, so I didn't actually know who the character was. But it was interesting to see them add a load of these kind of like something that's not really conventional, that you don't really see, not like conventional to like Tekken from how I know it. But it's one thing that they always kind of really do good. The team is that how they really bring these kind of like different aspects. So I'm just interested to see how it was, because I think did it have like a dev talk or something like that? And I've seen clips floating about.
At least 2 parts out. I think the 3rd part comes up today.
Oh, okay, so there's multiple. I have to catch up with them, because I saw he had like a bar. Is it like an install? I don't know what it was. I saw
the
like
Zantetsuken bar.
Okay, so explain what that. Did you know what that is?
So what happens is it's like a bar that fills up when he uses. So in Final Fantasy 16, there's something called icons, which are the summons, right? When he uses a specific summon, he gets stuff. He gets a meter added to the bar, right?
Okay.
And when it's at number 5, he can do the Zantetsu again, which was the like slash and then the other slash happening, like the Judgment Cut. It's a slash and it does like a bunch of damage. I just saw a clip of that on Twitter, and I was like, that's doing a lot of damage. He has to build it up. I wonder how fast it gets built up. I haven't watched the full dev talk yet, so I really need to sit down and watch that.
Yeah, I need to.
You know, because again, the character's coming out soon. Was it the 13th?
No, 13th has already happened.
Was it the 14th?
16th. We're on 15th
Oh,
today.
Oh yeah, it was 16th, 17th. I think the 13th, 14th was the Game Awards. 16th and 17th is because it depends on like your time zone. So it's gonna be 16th or 17th. Yeah. It's like a global release, so and that's the early access. So it's gonna be like 16th, 17th, depending on where you are. Make sure you check that.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. This is one thing that I've done for this Tekken 8 is just actually just explore characters that I've never played before. Cause I was playing Lily, I've been playing Zafina. These are characters I've actually never touched, but it's like, you know, I just want to kind of like learn different architects and see how the character works. So definitely this is one. I saw like a glimpse of his like move list, and it looks kind of like similar to how Noctis was, where he's just using the 2 a lot, the 2 button. So I guess there'll be some kind of familiarity if you played Noctis in the past. I'm not saying it's like going to be the exact same character. Yeah. I'm sure it's not going to be, but it'll be interesting to kind of see. Especially I've seen the mechanic where is it like he's floating, like, but it looked like if you go for a low, it kind of like
it's an auto low evade parry type.
I don't know why you go for a low if the guy's off the ground. That's a you problem.
Maybe it's like a super fast start, but like Leroy's Hermit stance, right? You use it on a read.
So we got at the minute we're gonna have a little bit of downtime. You know, the Spanish guys are out there just trying to fix the stream, but you got us.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like you guys can even tell. You know, I feel like they were enjoying, but yeah, they will be fixing the feed right now. I think it was a bit choppy. I'm not too sure. So they will be fixing that. So we have time to talk about Tekken. We got Tekken 8. We got Clyde Rossfield. We got Tekken Motor. We got Season 2. Like, there's so many things to talk about right now when it comes to Tekken. I feel like we're in such a good place. When it comes to the game, right? Because I'm interested to see what this means for the future, right? Because again, I feel like Clive, if you just watch some, like I'm basing this mainly off this trailer, right? You know, when you see the stuff he's doing, this might be the flashiest stuff, the biggest things we've ever seen really come to Tekken, right? You know, I feel like Noctis, obviously another Final Fantasy character, wasn't doing as much. We saw like a few spells here and there. We saw a few this, that, and the other, but we didn't see the summons, and the stage as well looks amazing.
Yes, the stage,
you know,
is something. I think I saw a couple of people comment on the stage saying how it really looks.
It looks ridiculous. And I'm really
did I see something where the dragon kind of like breathes on fire and it like blasts you up into the
sky?
Oh
yeah, so on the first part of the stage, one of the wall blasts is actually the Phoenix icon. So you hit the wall and then Phoenix just blasts down at you, and then that is what creates the wall. Because more in regular wall blasts now, it's just the wall exploding, right? When this one you have like Phoenix like shooting down at you, and then that creates the wall blast, right? Like I feel like getting that kind of interaction in the game, because I watched the first part of the dev talk and you really can see like the care and effort they've put into
100%.
You know, making sure that, because I feel like the relationship, I'm sure there must be a very good relationship between, you know, the Bandai Namco and Square Enix, especially the Tekken teams and Final Fantasy teams, anyway, because of, you know, how often we're seeing, you know, this is Noctis then Clive again, and we watched the dev talk, like such a good relationship they have, and there was a lot of care making sure Clive comes to the game as faithfully as possible. You know, they've added the icons in the game. You got Ifrit and Phoenix. You got Clive doing some of the stuff that Clive has in the game isn't even in. They were ideas created by Bandai Namco. You know, they were like I think his outfit, I think it was the 4th outfit, that was created by Bandai Namco, and then the Final Fantasy team were like, oh, can we use that? They're like, yeah, sure. Okay. You know, so it's this.
So it's proper cross.
Yeah, there's. I feel like there's such a good like relationship between the two.
I feel like, just in regard, like if you take it back a step, the way they've always done kind of like guest characters, so even if you go back to like Akuma, the way they kind of like took their own spin on it, but kind of kept it as faithful to Akuma. Because I played old Street Fighters, right? So it was like when I came into the game, I kind of like, it was like I felt like at home a bit, where I was like, okay, cool, I kind of know how this character works already, just because they kind of kept it faithful, but it kind of still felt fresh at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that they're really good at doing. I'm going to take Heihachi for an example here, whereas Heihachi, well, the most recent character until next week, it's weird because I feel like he's such a different character, but at the same time, he's still a really recognizable character where, you know, like his twin pistons, everything's kind of changed, but you're not kind of like going into it where you're just like, say like an Eddie, for example, where you're just like, this is a completely new character, but it kind of felt like he's like a really refreshed character, a really different character. And I've actually had a lot of fun messing about with Heihachi. I love the whole kind of like just frame holding back two and you get the golden one. I just feel that those kind of like little details or little intricate things like really kind of make a character. I love the downfall 1-2 kind of like holding it, getting that gold spark, you know, at the back two, and kind of like you get more recoverable health, the more just frame you kind of do. I think those kind of little intricacies show that they're really like taking care of when they're actually bringing these characters in, bringing these kind of like new ideas in, because I think the last time we saw like a whole thing like that was really probably Tekken 4's Jin. We know how that ended up, right? We know how that ended, but it seems like they're really okay. They've kind of like brought it back, but they've kind of like done it in a correct way this time.
Yeah. Actually, you mentioned that. I feel like Falcon Rum as well from Tekken 7. He had his charge kits, right? We did 3 to the 4 hold. That was the wall splat on block, and he had quite a few things like that as well. Now, because you just mentioned that as well, and I was thinking he had back to 1 charge as well. Like he had quite a few things where you hold like that as well.
But it's more like a just frame.
Yeah. That create just frames as well, right? And I think it's great you mentioned Akuma as well, because I feel like if we take balance out of the discussion when it comes to Akuma, if we put that to the side and how it was playing against him, I feel like if you look at how it was implemented in the game, I feel like it was a success.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he was a 2D character that's supposed to be seen in a certain type of way, hasn't really been brought into this realm before, and I feel like they did a very good, faithful job at doing what they did with him. You know, I feel like, again, we're not going to talk about how the gameplay side of him, but like, you know, you look at him and the way his moves looked, and I think they faithfully represented him well in this game, or in Tekken 7, right? So I feel like that's why. I think as well, I feel like it's a good showcase for like if they are looking to do more guest characters, they go, listen, you know, we want your character from blah blah blah. Like, look at what we did. You know, when we brought Clive to the game, like, look how faithful he is. You know, I feel like the devs can put their trust in the technique to bring something, you know, good as well. One thing I found interesting is I haven't seen the dev tool yet, but I saw screenshots where you can actually customize Clive the same way you could customize like a regular character. Okay. I don't know the full in depth of it yet.
So
but like
shower on the head.
if you could, they'll change the shirts and add in glasses. 'Cause I remember when Noctis was in the game, you could only change through these preset outfits and change the colors of them.
I didn't even know that. I don't go into those kind of things.
You couldn't like actually like add or remove like individual items. The only thing you could do was just change the colors of these preset outfits, and that was it. So I was kind of expecting the same for Clive.
Okay.
Then I saw the screenshot of that, and like, oh, you can actually fully customize him, and I found that really interesting as well, because normally like devs get protective of their character. We don't want you to like make Clive shirtless and but like, you know, they're giving they're trusting the Tekken player base to run wild. I guess.
mean, that may not be the smartest thing I've seen. I think. Do you remember even when we was at Red Bull? I don't know how you lot found it when we was doing the pin drop and you lot put the donut in. Bro, the game's not even out and you lot been finding foolery.
I mean, there was a donut, and I feel like, you know, where did those go? You know, you eat those, right? So try and, you know, that was just putting 2 and 2 together, right? But I am excited to see because I feel like the first year of this game has been interesting. There's been a lot of discourse and discussion, and this is good, this is bad, etc. So it's what you expect from the first year of a new game.
100%. This is why I really I think people really need to ride home with this thing, because Tekken's, you know, if you're talking about historically, it's always been a thing where it's released on the arcade, and as a kind of, I guess, the Western world, we call it the Western world, never really got to experience that whole kind of first like 6.0, 7.0 kind of game, right? So it's like we're now experiencing that. So I think we should kind of like be grateful that we're along with this process to kind of help the game develop. Yeah, like there's some things that need a little bit tweaking here and there. I can admit that. I'm not going to shy away from it, but it's like we're kind of like privileged to kind of like go through this journey with the game from the jump, because this is the first time we ever got the game from the jump. Everyone's got it at the same time. So I think people really need to remember that going forward.
Yeah.
But like I said, I am excited to see how this is going to turn out, where it's going to go, the directions. You know, we mentioned it before about season 2. How, you know, are we going to see more installs for characters? Because, you know, it's one thing that we're kind of seeing a lot more, like these new characters. You know, we saw Eddie with one. Now we've seen Lydia. I think all of the
every DLC character is a stance character with installs.
Stance as well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't. Oh, yeah, because he actually does have the stance.
His Warriors instant stocks.
Oh, yeah. So I wonder if this is going to be a thing, maybe going forward, season 2, maybe some of the older characters are going to maybe have something, you know, unique about them. And I like it.
Imagine by season 4, every character is going to have a transformation. So you know how Kazuya goes into his devil form. You know, when Clive goes into he does like he's like semi-prime form, which makes he transform to like a half.
I love the way you had to describe that.
It's like a half. He's like half Ifrit, half Clive.
Is that the wolf?
That's the Ifrit is the big. What even is? I don't know what Ifrit. He's like a dragon, I guess. I don't know what Ifrit is.
Oh, he does have a wolf though.
Yeah, he does have the wolf. The Torgal that also transforms as well when he goes into heat. I feel like by season 4, everyone's gonna transform when they enter heat, man. You know, Lily's gonna grow wings. Alyssa's gonna become like 100% robot.
Upgrade, yeah.
Jack is gonna turn it. You know his railgun. Jack will become his railgun.
just a walking railgun.
When he goes, that's what's gonna happen. Why everyone's gonna have a transformation when they enter heat. You know, because again, I feel like I liked kind of because one thing I remember watching when I was watching the trailers for Tekken 8 is I feel like a lot of characters had diversity and they were they were really letting the characters' personalities shine through their movesets and they're being unique. And you know, Ling was using hypnosis stance. I remember watching the Ling trailer. Oh my gosh, he's using hypnosis stance ball. That's really cool. Then I played against and I was like, oh my goodness, like why have they done this? Like I do wonder if are they going to start homogenizing the cast over time as well? Because again, all DLC characters, they were stance characters with stocks, right? Yeah. You know, even Clive has his Zentetsuken stocks. I wonder, are they just going to start? Are they? Because again, at the start of the game, they didn't have the icon under the right.
Because I think
Brian had Snake Eyes. Because I think part of the reason they did that at the start, because Brian, when he did Snake Eyes, you customize the arm aura, and you actually couldn't see it sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
But now they have, because Claudio has the Starburst icon now. But at the start they didn't have those, and it makes you wonder. Like they went back and they added these. Is it something they're adding? Because over time, more characters are going to be added. You know, getting their own kind of stocks for something. You know, as far as I'm going to get like flamingo stocks. You know,
what's that when he's in flamingo
I don't even know what that would do. But like, you know, more characters are going to get stocks added to the game.
Do you think they'll just have a picture of a flamingo just underneath the bar? Like, he's a flamingo, be aware.
But like, I don't know, like, is this something they're going to start adding to the game? Because again, there has been a layer of homogenization, I think, when it comes to Tekken 8. You know, characters starting to get more and more similar. You know, we're seeing everyone using stance, everyone having stocks. I feel like towards the end of Tekken 7, we start to see it as well.
I definitely feel like Tekken 7, one of the things that they kind of did do, I wasn't really the biggest fan of, is when a character had a weakness, it was kind of like pasting over that weakness, being like, you know, say for example, Bob never had like that
15 frame launcher. Gave him a forward 4.
I blame Liu Kang for that.
He asked for it.
100% blame Liu Kang for that.
He asked for that fee. He said, I remember there's a tweet Liu Kang made of like all the changes. He was like, down to 1 to be safe, give him a 15 frame launcher, something else, and everything he asked for, Bob got that buff in the next patch. I feel like someone needs to talk to him.
I mean, it's Christmas season, you know. Like, naughty or nice, it's probably been nice. Shout out to Ruka. Shout out to everyone that's kind of participating in Tekken 8 all year, man.
I mean, you mentioned that as well. I think Steve was an example, because Steve, his biggest issue is saying 7 was he couldn't make comebacks. You know, he didn't really have the strongest lows, and he's a really counter-heavy character. He needed to overextend. So what they do, they gave him a 14-frame raise drive launcher with Sonic Fang, right? Which was plus on block, right? So I feel like it's like that you did see like just weaknesses patched, and because again at the start of Tekken 7, I think like season 1, you could say, you know, you had like wall carry was like a trait of a character that was unique.
Yes.
You know, and I think as the time went on, as the game got played, you really got to see less and less in that. But what we're going to start to see more now, you know, is we're going to see more Tekken. You actually see Lain and Battosai sitting down there. It's going to be Spain versus France.
Yeah, this is actually the loser's side as well. So coming in. We said this before about Battosai. You know, he's currently like joint second on the leaderboard. He's only had his two master plays have been 9th and 13th. So whatever happens here, he's gonna net like a nice
some kind of
points here. This is gonna be an interesting. So he's gonna go for the Dragunov, and Lane's gonna be going for the Elisa. It's a small stage, but you know, normally with Elisa, it doesn't matter. I was about to say her movement. You saw like the single backdash there. Elisa probably one of the best movements in the game, and it's really gonna be a test to see how he's gonna shut down Dragunov's offense. Maybe just using that lateral movement.
That's a great side set there, but back 4-3 because it was floated, no heat engage or wall spat there for Battosai. Wow, the Shushan went under the down forward one there.
Second, baby.
Yeah, big life lead right now, 4-2-1. Looking really good right now. The running to Lain taking the first round, looking strong right now. I mean, that Alyssa, I think a character that some say is like a consensus top 4, top 5 character.
Yeah, I agree. Like, when you start talking, I think she's kind of really complete. She's got a lot of pokes, great pokes. Like I said, the low, the downfall is annoying as hell. She's got a little bit of knowledge check right there with the Rail standing free. And I just love the pressure that he's really putting on Battosai, because it's like, I've always said this before, don't want to get Dragunov started. Just really disrespect. I'm talking about disrespect. Knowledge check while standing free. What are you going to do? Nothing. And this should be the round. Keep it like nice and simple.
I like it. Spends it, does the heat as well just to guarantee the kill. Because again, there is scaling added, you know, to those wall blasts and wall breaks in these stage interactions. And there, one thing Lain, so what I realized this recently, something about Lain that's quite funny, is whenever you down jab, he always hop kicks. And that's like a very consistent thing. I want to see if it happens here today. It's like a very did he not? He didn't do it there.
That's
he did not do it. That's the commentator's curse right there. If you say something's gonna happen, it doesn't happen. Or maybe he's changed his ways. But either way, the forward 2-1 heat dash. Lain takes the first game, and looking very good in this loser side game.
Yeah, the thing about one thing we should say is that. Battosai actually done Lain a huge favor, because Battosai actually eliminated Oracle in 9th place. So it's like he done him a favor, and now he's like, I'm gonna repay your favor by just knocking you out here. But both, like I said, I think both are second on their regional leaderboard. I said Lain's joint second. So Lain, whatever happens today, kind of will pip Oracle, as you just said before, finishing 9th position, so he's gonna get more points. But it's definitely from the way that match went, is Lane's on ultra aggressive mode, not letting Battosai, not letting that Dragunov get started at all. You saw Koshmir giving him a word of advice here. I mean, if I was Koshmir, I would say to him, look, son, when you get a hit or something, you just need to keep it frame tight, because you saw him disrespect with the hop kick. I can't remember what it was on hit. But it's like, you know, sometimes you just have to play. You have to dial it back. You have to keep it back to that simple tech and just keep it super frame tight. Make Lain respect you. Because at the minute, there's no respect being shown. Yeah.
And I feel like, again, I think like, people would sort of have the mentality of like, oh, he's just mashing, or he's just this. But like you say that you have to make him respect you. Yeah. If you're not giving him a reason to respect your frames, why is he going to do it? He's not gonna do you a favor and respect all your plus frames, right?
It's crazy, because it's something that I learned from a champion, so I'm going to cross-pollinate with it. Was Problem X. He was actually one that gave me this information. Like, bro, like, you just got to make them respect you. Keep it frame tight until what you expect them to just respect you, because for no reason.
Right. You know, and just like that, Lain again, stuff on the front foot again. You know, this could be looking like a 4-round straight. Gets the full counter string on the back 4-2-1. Looking for another. Really fishing with that back 4.
Love it. A little bit of flash stocks there. Downfall this time finishes the string. Goes for the heat.
Let's spend it right away. Heat smash. What's the mix here? Goes for the low. One more hit. Does it. Another low. Lain 4 rounds straight to start this losers bracket campaign.
I mean, it looked like, okay, this is something that he needs to get started. Just get that momentum. Take him to the wall.
Oh, no, he wanted to get the clean wall for the running for wall throw, but it's looking like that's not going to matter too much. Plus frames into the throw. No break for Lain. This is like, it could be the round for Battosai. One more hit. The down 3 string. Good work there for Battosai. Gets his first run. Gets with a perfect as well.
And like I said, Tekken is all, I always said it's momentum based. You know, all he needs is that one round. And again, disrespecting. He needs to keep it frame tight. Do not let Lain disrespect.
Oh, just as you say, gets it with a hop kick there. Lain should take this to the wall as well. We can see the heat burst. Yes, we are. Keeps it very simple. We might see the chainsaw soon fully charged. Back 4-3, no duck. But he's been a lot of back 4-2, so you understand why he's not gone for the duck there. Heat burst. Nice. Going to flame out of the air. The sidewall could be here, though, for Battosai. No. Gets away from back 4-2 into the sneak 4. Heat smash. What's the mix here? Does nothing into the back 4-2. Nice delay timing there from Battosai.
I really like it because obviously he had the rage as well. So he may have hit rage up because Lain has been disrespecting so much. He probably thought, oh, this guy's going to rage art right here. But, you know.
And then power crush. A bit unnecessary there. Battosai put himself in a bad spot. Here comes the destroyer down 1.
Oh, just look at the chipping away. Okay, puts him back, but still has a lot of heat to work with. Probably see a heat smash soon.
Oh, reverses the tackle. Okay, this is very good for Lain right now. Still has the heat to use.
Yeah, probably.
4-2-1, spends it. Now Battosai, huge look he needs. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's guaranteed, right?
Yeah, and he didn't duck because he was expecting it. Should have. Oh, and just like that, Lane's gonna take this and go to set point. My advice here in that situation is always just duck anyway. You know, you never know if they're not gonna mess it up or not. Just, I feel like at the moment he just takes his hand off the pad like, oh, this is guaranteed. I'm dead. Right, but no break on the tooth. The throws are really working with Battosai right now.
Something that he needs to kind of pick up on ASAP. You know, he needs this round. Probably save it for the back pocket until the end of this round where. Okay, nice step, but nothing from it.
Nothing at all from it. Lain, heat is winding down. Probably going to spend it as a 4-2 on the chip damage. Tries to heat burst, but Lain goes low. All right, heat burst going to work this time. Lain says the life lead. Heat smash Battosai back to the wall for Lain.
I love it. Lain playing a little bit of defense. A down jab
again. There it is. I told you. There it is. On the down jabs, Lain loves to do a hop kick. And it ends up actually being... Well, Gerson gets really excited with that one.
I mean,
I don't know what that means. Does that mean for something for the standing for the leaderboard?
Well, he's definitely gonna move up into second, like differentiating stage from Oracle, but he already done that. But just to kind of reel it back right there, I feel that that whole match just came down to disrespect. Like you said, the down jab, because the down jab on hit, I believe it's like +8. So something, so it's really advanced. Like keep it frame tight. If you don't know what standing for, I don't even have them. Probably wouldn't be able to get a hop kick out. You just hit him out. So. Something that he needed to do was make Lain respect him. Sometimes in game, like I said, you got all these fancy setups. You're on plus range. You expect people to, you know, just stand back and hold. Okay, man's +8. I ain't gonna do nothing. But no, I really feel like more so in this game, it's like you got to know how to respectfully. Because I know some of you guys challenge wildly, bro, out there. Some of you guys be doing the wildest buttons, like. But sometimes you have to really think about, okay, tactically kind of like disrespecting and when what you're gonna press right there, and you saw right, it worked. The hop kick worked, and it was on Battosai definitely to stop any of that from happening.
Yeah, I mean a good showing there from Lain. I think Battosai has a lot to look back on there, move forward, and I think Lain as well. I guess someone who seems to do quite well against the Dragunov, because you remember earlier this year the mix-up, beating low high.
Oh yeah, that was like in round 2 as well.
Yeah, that was quite an early game. So I think definitely someone to you don't want to play Dragunov against Lain.
I think it's one of those things. Like I always said, I feel like Dragunov is, for me personally, is top 1 in this game. But the thing is, once you're top 1 and you have that kind of like you're always gonna run into a Dragunov, like no matter what. So I feel like even though he's at the top, he's one of those characters where people are more and more prepared to fight against him. So you don't.
You've got the target on your back, Because I feel like that's something I sort of in Tekken 7. That was sort of my mentality as well against certain characters, right? Like, you knew they were good, you knew they were strong, therefore you have to know how to deal with them. I think in Tekken 7, I was really good at dealing with Leroy and Falcon Realm.
You was good at dealing with Akuma too.
Oh, actually, yeah, as well. Yeah. I feel like that was, because it's like, these are some of the best characters in the game. You're going to see them at some point. The Akuma ones, I think, was more because Super Akuma. I was just tired I was tired of losing to Super Akuma. I just had enough of it, right? But yes, like, I feel like, and again, that's a reason to learn how to deal with the character, right? Because he was the best player in Europe around that point. It's like, at some point, if I want to win a tournament, if I want to win a major, I'm probably going to have to beat him. So it's like I need to know how to deal with this character in particular, right? I feel like that's something that's quite important. I feel like with Dragunov again in this game, like he has been, like he is consensus top 5. I'd say you don't see him outside top 5s. I don't think everyone's put him in top 1 still. I think I've seen Jin start to take the spot. I've seen Yoshi start to take the spot. I've seen Nina start to take the spot on some people's tier list. But again, Dragunov is still in that top 3, top 5 position. You just have to learn how to deal with him at the end of the day. 100%. I feel like the only thing that you can do, like, yeah, we can say he needs to be nerfed, this, that, and the other. And I will say that because I do feel like he's been overpowered. Like his QCF4 sneak 4 has been like nerfed like 5 times and still might be the best move in the game.
That's crazy. You said that it's been touched like many a time, but that move is still
might be the best move in the game. But I think all we can do at this point is just learn how to deal with the character. you know. And I think Lain is someone who probably takes that advice to heart. We've seen him do so well against some of the best Dragunovs in the world. You know, again, at the time, Low I was playing against, he was mainly playing the Dragunov, not really the Sheen or the Steve. It was mainly Dragunov around that time. Again, being one of the best characters in the game. So you just have to know how to deal with them. Again, I feel like I've had that same philosophy. Like in 7, you're dealing with Farquhar, Leroy, Akuma, etc., etc. These are the best characters. You need to learn how to deal with them. If you don't, you're gonna end up losing a major tournament at some point.
I feel like that's the best mentality to have. I think is one thing I remember Anakin said. I can't remember when he said it, but he's like he feels like a lot of people look to external excuses, be like it's not me, it's the game kind of thing. But it's like, you know, if you put it on yourself, like you said, you know, learn. If you can, okay, you face this problem, innit? Like if you learn how to deal with it, kind of thing, instead of just being like, oh, he's overpowered, it's whatever. But I feel like that's definitely the right. That's a champion. That's why, you know, you be qualifying for these things. You be playing out there in top pays. This is the mentality I feel that people need to have. You know, I'm always one that always says that Tekken, yeah, it's played on in the game with the moves and stuff, but it's also there's like another additional side to it, the whole mental game. Like you said, I mentioned it early on. We were talking about Daniel Marduk, you know, having this kind of like game plan, having just a mental mindset when you're going into the game. And I feel like that's something that will kind of like differentiate you. If you're like a say like you're a player that knows how to play the game, you're at a mid-level, you go to your local event, you maybe just fall outside of a top 8. I feel like that probably may even be the missing key, you know, like, you know, having this kind of like mentality of right, okay, cool, I've got this problem, this is how I'm going to deal with it, instead of kind of like, it's just a game kind of thing. And I really feel when people start to catch on to that, you'll improve it. It's one thing I think it's an element to really improve your gameplay, and you'll see a lot of these top players actually doing it. It's becoming a lot more of a mental thing.
I mean, I suppose like a lot of performance people as well, like performance coaches, etc., etc. And one thing that the main thing, like, a lot of thing I hear back is like, you know, at the end of the day, the only thing you can control is your own performance, right? So it's like when I do like analyze my games and watch my tournament games back, the main thing I'm looking out for is like, what could I have done here to make the outcome different, or what should I have done here? Because sometimes it's a case of like, yeah, like, you know, I just lost to Nina and tournament, but did this right. But there's always like a moment in a match somewhere where something has gone wrong to lead to, you know, where that you saw why the characters overpowered this and the other. It's like, how do we stop? How do I stop Nina? How do I stop Dragunov from getting to that point? And if you watch the match back, at some point, there was a moment you had an option to do something. You either didn't know what to do or you weren't ready to do it.
And the thing is, Tekken 8 is the best game to actually learn about that. Because if you're even playing online, you've got that feature where you can actually literally go to that exact situation. And then, like, I'll spit real game. I remember when the game first came out, you know, Paul, when you activate the heat and you've done that back to the charge 1. But I remember I played someone online, bro. He licked me with like 6 times in a match, bro. I was like, nah. Because I just didn't know what to do. I was like, do I stay grounded? No. Okay, I can't roll. What do I do? Do I wake up? I got scar break. I didn't know. I was like, bro, I ain't playing no more. We're going to this practice right here. I'm going to this exact situation. I'm going to learn it. You know, and obviously I'd kind of learn, okay, you could, it's just a 10 frame right there. But it's like just that kind of thing, innit? Like, having it gives you the ability to actually, you know, go back and work on these things. Now you know.
Yeah, I feel like I really sing the praise of the replay system in this game.
100%.
Like, I feel like there's no reason to have a question unanswered in this game. It's kind of how I look at it. Because normally you have a question about something because you're hit by something, right? And it happened in a game. Normally online, that replay is there. You know, I really sing the replays of like, it's like replay takeover is one of the most insane things I feel like I've seen. Like, probably one of the best features.
100%.
You know, Tekken 8 has had. It's gone to other games, but I think Street Fighter has it now. I think they do have it as well. Yeah. You know, I feel like, you know, that was really a bit, I mean, I feel like it didn't start with Tekken. I feel like it was something that was in like an older Guilty Gear or something.
Yeah, I think that's where it originated from.
Where it originated from, yeah. But I feel like this is the first modern fighting game to sort of bring that thing back. I feel like it's just such a ridiculous thing that I feel like not enough people, you know, use really and truly.
Yeah, you definitely. That's like I said, it's there for a reason, and it's, you know, like one of my. I'm just talking bare history. Like one of my English teachers, like, she spat the realest stuff to me. She was like, in life, you get out what you put in. So if you put in the work, if you're not using that feature and you're complaining about stuff that you don't know how you get it, then because you're getting out what you put in. You didn't put anything in, you're getting nothing out. But if you go in, learn these things, learn these kind of situations, like I said, to kind of mitigate these damage, and even getting to this point, like you said, getting to the point where Nina's just being mad oppressive and learning why using this system, you're putting all that work in, you're gonna get out what you put in, bro. That's the way. It's this physics and that kind of stuff. I don't know, bro. Like, you know,
He was learning physics and English.
Oh, no, bro, yeah. You know, it's mad when I think about how many years ago I was at school, bro. We're not gonna talk about that.
I really do feel like it's my number one piece of advice to anyone when they ask about improving in this game is just watch your even if you're not going to use replays, just watch your replays back anyway, because when you're sitting in that objective viewpoint, when you're not having the input, you can see your mistakes much more clearly. And again, when you have access to the frame data right there as well, like you could see it in this situation. Oh, he was only +1. I thought that was like +5. It's like, no, you wanted to match that, you could have matched that.
Yeah, it's like one of the things. What's that move Huang has where
Black Kite, the right forward, down forward 3,
and it's like just +1, but it looks like
it looks really plus because the animation.
It's like I only saw it and I was like, oh, why am I not challenging here? There's only +1. There's only a few things that you can do in this kind of situation to really entrap me down. So I was like, you know, like I said, little things like that, just going in, seeing what's what, and being like, okay, cool. Now I know the options. Now I can build from this. And now if I come into this situation again, I kind of can work out a game plan. I can be like, I can disrespect here. Okay, he's +1, so he may want to throw out a jab after. Okay, maybe I want to throw out something like that. Low crush is here. Like, and that's when I think Tekken becomes exciting and really like a full-fledged game when you can start playing that kind of like mind game with people, where it starts getting a little bit deeper, where you know that I know this, so I'm gonna do this because I think that you're gonna do. Then it becomes like I'll be trying to explain this to people that don't play Tekken. There's like, you just play fighting games. I'm like, yeah, but there's so much. It's not just me going there and just pressing buttons. It's actually me kind of like trying to deliberate a plan. It's like, for me, the way I play is like chess, in it, where I'm like, okay, cool. So someone does heat burst on activating on block, and I know they're +1. And I'm the only thing that I know they can really check me with is like a jab. So I'm like throwing out something, maybe a little bit slower, but it's a true high crush. It's like there's a reason to why I'm doing it. Like, I've labbed this, I know what's what, and that's what I really enjoy. And then when they start to know that I know that, then they start to try and do something to counter it, and I'm trying to think, okay, what are they gonna do to counter what I'm trying to counter them with? And that's when I feel like Tekken, it just, well, I think that's just fighting games in general. When you get to that kind of level, you playing that kind of mental mind game.
But when it comes to I guess we obviously will understand it more because of how much we play the game, watch the game, commentate the game. You know, I feel like it's really, it's just that level that they get at right now. But yeah, that was the first round the losers done there. So Ginga and Lain moving forward. So good showing for Spain. And obviously we still have the winner semi-final, which could be Tibetano versus Pikah and Sin versus Lancelot.
I mean, we said it before. You know, you got two Yoshimitsu's here. You know, Yoshimitsu.
No surprises at all to me.
I mean, do you feel Yoshimitsu? I feel the more and more I'm seeing it, I feel like apart from Farzimi just randomly brought one out, like I feel like Yoshimitsu is just like an EU character. Like, this is where we see it's like the most consistently.
I think he is seen mostly in Europe, I'd say. I mean, we have players who didn't even play. Pikah, for example, did not play Yoshi in Tekken 7. Is now, you know, gone to the character. You know, we've seen, like, and we have Kane and Trench.
Oh,
we have Koshmir, who we saw, you know, doing some coaching earlier. We have Sin. Did I mention Pikah?
Yeah,
so Pikah, Koshmir, Sin, Kane and Trench. Kyoko Manji plays Yoshi as well. Like, we have so many. I think we have so many Yoshis, you know, in Europe as well. I feel like they have quite a few in America. So you've got Triza Rapper, you've got Mason, there's some Jumanji. You know, I feel like Yoshi is quite a. I feel like I feel like because I think he still has the reputation to be like a hard specialist character. When I feel like in this game it's not really the same, right? I feel like
100%.
I feel like he's a lot more pick up and play, but I feel like that's the same for a lot of the cast now.
Yeah, because one of the things I've mentioned this before is when Tekken 8 first came out, I wasn't in the sense of where I'm just gonna like master a character. What I wanted to do was trying to get like a broader understanding of the game, because I felt one of the things I really felt is that there was a lot of uniqueness with kind of every character that I picked up. So I was like, okay, let me pick up Yoshimitsu. Yoshimitsu is a character that I've always, like you said, thought you had to be like a specialist and know when to flash hit, know when to spin, kind of like learn how to use the evasiveness. It's just something that I just felt like I didn't really have the time to do. But he was a lot more like, I wouldn't say pick up and play, but he was definitely more accessible. 100% a lot more accessible to me. And I loved it. I felt like it was a very interesting take. One of the things that actually really made me like be like, okay, sold. I'm gonna do these characters. The whole uniqueness of actually gaining back real life in the combo. Like I think I was when the game first released, I was watching Kane and Trent stream a lot, and I was like, yo, that combo right there. I was like, yo, that life right there. I was like, he was making it look cool, and I was just like, damn, this character's recovering life. You know, even just the uniqueness of the combos when like you just flashed in no soul stance and starting kind of like change the combo a bit where they get spun up higher and you get life back from that. I was like, damn, this character has some kind of like source to it. So I was like playing him, and obviously kind of turned out to be a stronger character than I actually anticipated. It's a lot of, I feel like obviously as time went on, I played it right at the beginning. As time developed and people started seeing like, oh, this character's actually really good. And one of the things that are really good is the spin. Spin to win. And you know, one of the matches we're going to get coming up is you're going to see Tibetano versus Pikah. Now, these two played, I believe, it was Brussels Challenger earlier in the year. Tibetano took it 2-0, but they could have potentially both been playing different characters. I know Tibetano did have a Claudia, or he kind of still brings up.
Did he play Claudia? It was Brussels. He probably played Claudia then.
And then Pikah may have been playing Nina back then as well. So even though it was 2-0, we may see a completely different Asuka versus Yoshi. And one of the things that I was actually really interested in this matchup is how what I would do if I was to strategize. So say we was talking about this whole mental mind frame, and if I was Pikah going into this match, what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, I don't think Asuka has she's got options to kind of stop the spin, you know, but like forward 4, I believe doesn't have the range. It's like one of those weird ones where it kind of spin out. So he's gonna have to entice Tibetano to doing forward 3 or running 1+2. And the thing with running moves, right, is that you're pressing forward. Like, and I know this may sound mad simple to people, I may blow people's mind, but when you're pressing forward, you're not blocking. So I will put him in a kind of situation where I want to try and bait out the spin and kind of clip him with a down forward 2 coming in. So this is me giving you game for free. Like how no, this is real talk, because people don't come in with a mental strategy. So if I was Pikah right now, that would be my mental strategy, to kind of bait him to use the homing moves, to get him to use press forward, to clip him with down, try and time it. Okay, I'm going to clip you with down forward because you're going to want to chase down this spin. So I'm going to be spinning probably at the beginning of the match and really make him think, okay, I need to go to these moves. But I've already got the counter there where I'm trying to bait you to do those moves so I can clip you while you're pressing forward with the down forward 2. And that, my friends, is mental Tekken.
I mean, I wonder if he even goes for the Asuka, right? Because I feel like Claudio is one of the characters that does destroy Yoshi, right? I feel like we saw it earlier this year at the mix-up, you know, Oracle's not but we saw Oracle versus Kane and Trench. Oracle is a Shaheen main through and through, so main Shaheen, but then he went to Claudio, a character I've never seen him pick in tournaments. He kind of really...
Oh, he wiped the floor.
Okay, I didn't want to be on set.
He did.
But yeah, he kind of just destroyed Kane that game, just mainly just off back one side, set forward.
The thing is as well, I think I don't know if I commentated that much while I was in the crowd, but I was shocked because I was just like, Kane and Trent plays Claudio anyway, but so he could kind of know. But just sometimes it's just the way Oracle played. He came with the game plan. I think I spoke to Kane after. He just said, I was just ready for the Shaheen. Like it was such a he wasn't like mentally prepared for that. But like he said, he's a character that does really well against the Yoshimitsu there. So yeah, no, I didn't actually. Well, my mental maths just went out the window. He just destroyed it. Yeah, he just flipped Claudio.
Then again, I feel he could also go with the Asuka, because I think Tibetano has played Asuka in some matchups where Claudio would be the very clear favorite.
Yeah.
So I think he's just kind of like that's just his main character right now, right? So I wonder what the decision would be there as well. On the other side, we're gonna have Sin versus Lancelot. That's expecting Yoshi versus Lily.
Yeah.
Right there, which I think is an interesting matchup, because I think Lily is a character who's known to have like weaker tracking. And I feel like Yoshi, a character that, because Yoshi's sidestep is like one of the worst in the game, right? It's not one of the best. However, he has a spin, which is like the most, but he can like sidestep and spin to create extra evasion as well, right? So it's really on Lily in that situation to, again, I feel like that's the thing about Yoshi. When you're already sitting down about to play the game, like you already have that stack on you. You're thinking about flashing, you're thinking about spin. Because again, if we go back to the Battosai and Lain game, you know, you're mentioning that Battosai needs to keep a frame tight, Lain's challenging all the time, you need to, right? Against Yoshi, you have to go that extra step. For me, right, like, say you're +5, you can't do a 15 frame move because of the threat of flash. You're going to have to do like a jab, 10 frame, keep it as safe as you can. And then that opens you up to getting spun. And I feel like that's what makes the game quite interesting when you play against Yoshi, the fact that he has all these options to sort of change the game on its head, turn the game on its head.
You should say it's interesting you say that, because me and Rukang had this, we argue about this all the time about Yoshimitsu, and I get that he is a strong character, but I always said that I feel like approaching that matchup, you shouldn't approach it like a Tekken match. You should approach it like you're fighting against Yoshimitsu, so kind of like know your options here. So just like playing mental maths on Tekken, like Lily, I know her jabs and maybe her down for 1 is extremely plus. Like it's like +8. So I believe in that kind of situation. I know I tested it out last night, so I went to see down for 1 into down for 1. Yoshi can still kind of spin out of that. I don't know how fast spin. I didn't work on the activations, but I was kind of saying that in that kind of match, you probably Lily's gonna want to play like the smaller Tekken and just get those like really the +8 situations, a really high plus, and really just lock, because she'll have a lot with +8, very plus. You have a lot more room to kind of work with to keep it tight, to make sure that you can't get a flash in. Maybe just jab into jab, but obviously that opens you up to maybe getting stepped or ducked. But that's Tekken. You got to kind of read the room and kind of like read with your options. And you know, if Lily wants to make a big read on a spin, she's got the is it the 3+4, the like full screen homing when she's done like that. If you've got a big read, and obviously that's a heat engager, so that's huge. You're gonna get some life back. Gonna go into heat. You know, that's gonna open the feisty rabbit stuff. But you see here, well, let's go back.
So you see Pikah walking on the stage also, Tibetano sit down. But yeah, again, I think going into this, you know, Tibetano versus Pikah, you know, mentioned that their game in Brussels, that could have been 2 completely different characters back then. You know, since then, I think Tibetano's really been committing to the Asuka, which I think is a decision. Because I think Asuka's a good character in this game. I don't think she's bottom 5, as some people say. But even if she is bottom 5, I think the average strength level in this game is to the point where bottom 5 isn't really a bad thing.
I mean, we've seen bottom 5 in Tekken 7 rank 2-1 with Bears.
But now Kuma is arguably a top 10 character now.
Well, you know what? If we're going by history, when Ranchu's won with the Bears, the next season,
they got enough to
even when he won, you know, bottom 5.
Dude, this is what worries me though, because in that World Tour specifically, you know, that was when Galanda won the LCQ and Ranchu won the finals, and Katarina and Pat were the Bears, because they were the exact same besides Rager. Katarina and the Bears both got nuffed, and this year Ranchu won and Edge won the LCQ. That's so I'm sitting here a bit worried now, but he did win it with Shaheen, so that is why that's my cope.
That's your hope.
That's
hopium.
That's my hopium right there. He won it with Shaheen. It wasn't Huarang. So that's my hopium really. But again, I wonder if we like what season, because I'm interested, because I feel like I was speaking to Gosain about this. The Kore gaming video where he was like which a lot of people sort of bubbled down to the entire thing, saying we should never nerf, only buff, which wasn't the point of the video, but I feel like people have sort of come to that conclusion based on the video where he's talking about, you know, it should be buffs, make things more exciting, and I feel like people have sort of adopted that mindset now. We shouldn't be seeing nerfs, it should be only buffs, right? So I'm excited to see, because I feel like during Tekken 7 there were characters that were quite, you know, crazy, but we just saw mainly buffs to lower tiers instead of the nerfs to these characters. So I wonder what the balance philosophy is going to be, because we have seen some nerfs to these characters. You know, Dragunov and Nina got nerfed in the last patch. You know, still damage nerfs. The back 4-3 nerf for Dragunov, which I think was an amazing nerf to Dragunov.
Oh yeah.
The back 4-3 nerf, like, because that second it was practically homing, even if you step the first hit. That's something I want to see extended to more of the cast. You know, like Lars is 1-1. I think Huarang's down 3-4 can be a perpetrator of that as well. But you know, forget about that now, because again, like I mentioned, Tibetano likes to pick the Asuka even matches where I think Claudio is favored, truly being that Asuka warrior. Let's see if it's going to pay dividends for him today. Does it? Oh, okay.
Buff Yoshi.
No, don't say that.
Okay, gonna block that. Back to the wall. Nice bait on the flash as well. That was very unfortunate. He done the kind of right thing because he was towards the. Okay.
Huh? Was that a heat burst? smash trade. I think that was.
Yeah, it just happened. Nice. I think that may have
That
been a
might be
punish.
that.
Yes.
Get the wall blast. So that
As
might
well.
actually be a punishment back three. Back threes on minus 19.
Something like that. It's very high. And this is going to the wall talking about very high. Oh, this is a bad situation for Tibetano.
New tactics.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Nice punish there. Yes, goes low. Forward two guaranteed. I got you. That was the low there. Very nice start from Tibetano taking the first round.
I mean, Pikah showing that he had the knowledge right there, but just fell short at the end of the round.
When you jump there. So after that throw, I think it's actually 0. I think the situation there, I think is completely 0. But no break on the rainbow. Another throw, 0. Rainbow also 0 on break as well.
That's one thing I need to really look into is like, oh, that.
That was very nice bait. Every time he gets a full launch as well with the down forward too. Can he take this to the wall? It's very close.
It was very nice and very risky as well, because if that was blocked, we know about flash. And spring kicks, they do not go hand in hand. And that was
smash.
Nice. Heat smash. Gonna finish the string.
No need to finish that there. Gonna be blocked and launched in Pikah. I knew he was gonna go for the rage art. I could just tell.
I mean, I'm one to sometimes. I think that was a bit too much of a risk. I know that was an unnecessary risk to me. He didn't need to finish the string. I think he didn't really weigh up the risk and reward there. That was.
I think it's something you want to do early in a set, though. You know, just to let them know it's there. So. Because again, the second and last hit are both punishable, right? Yeah. The last hit being launched. So you kind of want to set the tone of like, I want to get at least these first 2 hits off and try and make it safe. So I feel like doing it early can set the tone, but did end up losing the round. Nice wake up there from Tibetano. Good low parry from Pikah. He might be able to take this towards all Yoshi's wall carry in this game. Quite insane, but no.
Still have the heat, needs to be careful.
The heat smash does nothing, and there, we're too fast for the heat burst. Pikah. 2 rounds to the good. 1 more round to take the first game.
It's kind of been like a Tekken game. We haven't seen him really utilize a lot of the kind of like spinning out situations. They've kind of just been slugging it out at this kind of like 0 to 1 range. Team with the running 1+2. Okay, heat smash successful. Just have to install as well. No duck there, but it's a risky duck.
I thought 4-2-1 actually is going to be a heat engager next season as well.
Yeah, I saw it in the trailer. Where's that wall? There it is.
It's looking really good right now for Pikah. Tibetano wakes up into the bad breath. Oh, new tactics.
Frames. No, baits out the flash again, but no capitalization.
Oh, goes for the big low. Nice break on the regular throw. Back spring wave. 4-4-2-1, but no.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, and I feel like that's. No!
Oh, no! What's going on?
1+2 from Tibetano. Oh my goodness. I feel like the rage art was a call out on spin. But then he charged it. Pikah tried to spin away again. And that was a bit of a situation.
It was messy.
It was very.
That was messy.
You know, in a game that's Tibetano versus Pikah, it's kind of what I expect. I expect messiness. I expect the down 1+2s. I expect the whip, but no proper punish from Pikah.
2-3.
This is not good. Heat burst.
Just locking him down.
Sidestep 2. The hop knee from Pikah. No respect, but Tibetano still has that Naniwa Gusto active. We might see a wake up into that instant running 1+2, but that's huge damage for Pikah. Got a lot of health back as well. Nice break on the throat.
Nice.
He's going to charge it though.
Spin out? No,
yeah,
this time he doesn't spin out. Okay.
And one more hit. Nice block on the low. Tibetano, he tried to go for the punch to the back. He did not get in. Pikah takes the first game. You know what Tibetano gets up. Pikah's pointed somewhere. Is that Lain?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I believe that's Lain.
And then Pikah's talking to. I think that's Sin now. I'm not sure. I saw the jacket. Yeah, that is Sin. So interesting start there from Pikah. I have to say, I think that was close. That one definitely could have gone either way.
That was definitely one of those ones where it was. They were just slugging it out. Just keep it, call a spade a spade. They were just slugging it out. None of them wanted to give any kind of room. They just wanted to run any kind of game on. It literally was one of those matches where it just came down to someone had to win.
I mean, again, it's kind of what you expect when it's Tibetano versus Pikah. Really and truly 2 very, very messy players, I think.
I mean, that round with the rage art charge and the spin out and then the spin didn't punish and then you got down 1+2, it's just like, that's something you can't really make up.
So I'd say for the people at home, the best way to deal with Asuka's rage art is when she does it, wait for a bit to see if she's going to do it straight away or not. Sidestep, then block. Because when you sidestep, they panic and let it go and it becomes still becomes launch. So. Yeah. That's kind of the best way to do it. Just do a little side step and then block. That's what's helped me the best about doing with that rage.
That's one of those things actually I had to lab myself because I remember I was just like, I thought you had to throw.
There was so much misinformation
Yes.
around about this stuff. People were like, oh, you just have to throw it. Oh no, just do a rage out back. Oh, like there was so many answers to it, but it is a mix up, I guess. But nice heat smash and wake up there from Tibetano. Pikah in the corner, but that is too slow of a move to attempt on Yoshi. And Tibetano going to lose his life for that. First run going to
I think that's the first kind of like spin attempts we've seen from Pikah, and it's been kind of successful. And that's one thing I kind of expected, but nice delay there, catching the flash down forward 2. All right, you're going to get the bounce there.
Tibetano really pulling out the flashes very well. That's the second one we've seen launched as well this set.
Yeah.
He smashed
That was
able
a call out for the spin as well, though. That was a call out. That was definitely 100% a call out for the spin, but it doesn't matter. Going to keep the combo nice and simple there, getting the second round, one apiece.
I mean, these two, this is one of the closest games we've had so far, but nice. Gets the count hit, launch the wall blast is there. We're going to see Pikah use it. I think he tried to, didn't get, but is that guaranteed in the back? I don't know.
I expected a 10 hit in the back there. Nice. Doesn't work. A little bit too slow there.
Back one getting the counter hit. And there's the heat burst. And the spin sidestep too. I think he tried to catch him there.
Yeah. Okay, helicopter.
Sidestep 2, spends the heat, gets away.
Down for 1.
Down for 2. Tibetano, but nice rage out. Is it going to be
hit?
airborne? No, it's not. And I feel like the first hit of Asuka's rage out does so much damage. I don't know if that's just a placebo effect because she charges it. Not placebo, I don't know what I'm looking for there, but because it's charged. But either way, Tibetano.
No, placebo, I guess. Like, you think it, yeah.
Oh, look at me. But either way, Tibetano working on a game point of the second.
I swear you done like 3 can-cans in a row right there.
That's Tibetano gaming is all I can say. Really true. There's another can right there. And look for the unblockable. Nice patience, but the 4-2 catch him on the ground. Running 1+2. Heat smash so many plus frames. Guess goes low. 4-2. Not going to kill when it's the down forward 1. And I feel like that's kind of how these two are going to play. I feel like they're very much, you know, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Yes.
I feel like these are both the unstoppable force with how they like to play Tekken. They want to be in your face. They want to force their offense. They don't really want to be doing a lot of blocking. And neither do the characters, really. I feel like it kind of complements their game style.
You know what's really crazy about that? Is that even though Tibetano kind of like kept that same kind of progression, he still kind of changed up his game plan. Like, he kind of like changed up the moves that he was using to be aggressive with. Because we didn't see the can-cans before. I'm sure I saw it was like 3 or 4 can-cans on block in a row. He was like can-can, can-can, can-can. But like we've always said it before that Tibetano, he has he has a really unique play style. Like Tibetano doesn't play like anyone else. He plays like Tibetano, and I love right there. He was able to kind of like change up his offense, right, and put these things out there, and he seemed a lot more comfortable in the like the scrambly exchanges here. So it's on Pikah to kind of like change it now. I said before we didn't see that much of the spin. We saw a couple spins that were actually kind of successful, and I want to see a lot more of that evasion. Like, he can't really use a flash because Tibetano, even though he's being very, very aggressive, he's showing that controlled aggression where he's like, okay, I expect it. There's a gap here, so I expect you to put the flash here. He's been actually launching them.
Yeah, that's a huge thing as well. It's actually getting full launch in the flash as well, because it is very fast. It is hard to whip punish or block punish. We're seeing a lot of that from Tibetano. One thing that just crossed my mind, which was quite fun, that was quite funny, is if we saw this game in Tekken 7, this would have been a geese mirror match.
Oh yeah,
that's interesting, isn't it, when you think about that?
Oh yeah, when we were talking about characters done faithfully, we kind of forgot to mention Geese as well. I feel like he's been forgotten about.
For good reason. Stay away.
Let's go nice.
Down forward 2. This is a float combo though, so Pikah needs to adjust, and he does. Not going to go for the balcony break. But this is Tibetano in the corner right now.
Gonna get a punish 1-1. Oh, that's unfortunate.
But I feel like with the balcony break and the scaling, he needs to get the wall. If this is gonna, I know he's gonna get anyway. To be fair, but no, doesn't get it clean. But there, the Manji kicks to close it out. Pikah getting the first round of this final game between these two.
See what Tibetano's gonna adjust head. No, that was not the right adjustment. This is definitely gonna go to the wall.
Yeah, we're gonna see the wall blast. So is he gonna keep it? Nah, yeah, he elects to keep it. Right? Yeah, this is not where you're gonna be against Yoshi right now. Sidestep 2. We see that a lot from Tibetano. The heat burst into the immediate sidestep 2. But nice gets the wall splat. And now spins out the throw. New tactics into the heat burst. Trouble on both sides. Down forward 1 gets the wall splat.
Nice. But the combo, okay, kept it nice and short.
1+2 heat dash tries to can, but the second hit doesn't connect. Very unfortunate for Tibetano, and Pikah now moves on to set point.
I think that's one of the things that happens when you sidestep right and it has kind of off axis. That happens more time or not, but Pikah was ready.
It happens a lot with Jun's cans, I know, when you play against Jun. But the second, if you block the second hit, was only -13.
Okay.
That's the best punish you can get. The second hit whiffs, but the heat smash, it was airborne though, so he's not going to get the full wall splat. But this is real trouble right now for Tibetano. Blocks the not the best punish.
I expect to say the 2-3 there, and it just seems like Pikah's got a lot of control. Tibetano needs to kind of slow the game pace down. When I say slow the game pace, just bring it back to him. 1-1 does not have space, but flash just like that.
And now nice block from Tibetano, but no punish at all. It looks like he's really letting this slip. This is trouble. One more hit does it. And the low with that, Pikah's going to take it 2-1 over Tibetano. And I believe Pikah is Spanish as well, right? Like that's he was born in Spain.
This guy speaks like so many languages. Like
4 languages, I'm pretty. At least 3.
Definitely.
Spanish, French, and English. At least 3. So technically that is a win for Spain, even though he's residing in Belgium right now, and that is a win for the Benelux region. But technically, we've only seen Spanish wins today, right? If you want to call it that. But again, we see the Belgian flag. We'll respect that, and that's a win for the Benelux region. And again, I think it's funny seeing Sin coaching Pikah there, because Sin will be coming up in the next game versus Lancelot, because again, these two are number 1, number 2 in the Benelux region, right? And at the end of the day, all friends and hugs, but they will be competing against each other, especially if Sin wins this game. They would literally be competing against each other, playing in the winners final in that first of 3 action.
It'll be interesting to see if they do get to the winners final, who's going to coach them. Are they coach each other?
I mean, Tetsu and Sefi did that once, which I thought was quite funny when they played against each other. So, we might end up seeing that. But yeah, again, because I feel like this is one thing about, Tekken and fighting games in general, the esport, which is interesting because, as much as you see teams, for example, like you have KDF, you have Falcons, you have DRX, right? You have the teams, for example, and also you have just friends who sort of operate like a team, Tetsu and Sefi, for example, at the end of the day, it's just a single player game. And as much as the players like to coach each other, help each other, there will come moments in time where you probably have to play against each other in tournament. At the end of the day, all that friendship, that camaraderie, that has to go out the window. You have to forget about that for a moment. I think I know more about that than anyone else. The amount of times I had to play Joker.
I mean, yeah, you two have run into each other.
We played like 3 different continents.
Regional final. Yeah, I think it was a joke actually. When I used to see, I was like, I think you even tweeted that, like, you two just seem to always find each other somehow.
We played, I remember at the start of this year, there was the bars going in Pakistan. I had to play, me and Joker played second game. And then the week after that was a Master in Ivory Coast, and me and Joker played winners semi-final in that as well. But then we didn't play for a while. We didn't play until crossover. We didn't play until Germany. And then we played again in Mexico. And it's just like, I'm not going all the way to Mexico to play against Joker, man. Like, can I play against someone else, please?
Sometimes it's written in the stars. It's
actually written in the stars. And again, we might see that again with Sin going up against Pikah again. Both of them representing the Benelux region. Both of them want to do well. Both of them Yoshimitsu players. We do see that camaraderie between the two. I think Sin has... One thing I see about Sin quite a bit is he seems to have that bit of kinship, fellowship with other Yoshimitsu players.
I think that's a Yoshimitsu thing. I think they all kind of like band together.
I feel like gym players do a lot. You know when they band together? They downplay. They get together in their little groups, in their circles, like, guys, we need to downplay. Like, I think gym players, they have like a cult of downplay. Where they're like, okay, guys, we got to work together. They talk. I feel like they're definitely in constant communication with each other. We see the coordination between...
having meetings. Like, what's on the agenda today? Downplay.
Okay, on today's agenda, we're going to talk about how Up Forward 2 needs to be safe. That's how they sort of get together, and I feel like we see a lot. Because they also say the same things as well. I feel there's definitely a level of coordination there.
I mean, that's how it gets. You need to all work towards the same goal. Like everyone needs to strategize. We need to all.
Everyone needs to maintain the agenda. Maintain the agenda is the highest priority when it comes down to that. But our next game is going to be Sin versus Lancelot. Expecting Yoshimitsu again. Yeah. But this time they're Lily. This is one thing about European Tekken tournaments. I feel like there is always a lot of variety in our top 8.
It's always been like that. And I think even if you look throughout every EU kind of like major, the top 8, every ETC, major, the variety of characters has been, I think we may have nearly gone through the whole cast. I'm sure I've seen Lydia's there. I'm sure I've seen Bears.
I mean, so first ETC, that was the one. Super Queen one. It was Super Queen versus Sephi Black, you know, grand finals. With a lot of Steve players now. It was Doug from Paris and Frizen. I think Sephi Black group was him and all the Steve. It was him, Doug from Paris, Frizen.
Was there one more?
And I don't think that was Steve, but it was someone else. We had both of the two, you know, Steve players.
I don't know why I thought there was 3.
Was Deadeye there?
No, I don't think. Deadeye wasn't the second one, but I don't. No, I don't think it was the first one.
But like, you know, we had, you know, Miguel versus Akuma grand finals. And last year that one was Tetsu versus Joker. That's Claudio versus Feng. And you had like, you had Bambino in that topic with Kunimitsu, which is actually quite a bit at that point. Kira with the Eliza. You know, I feel like in Europe we see. I mean, in this topic we've got what? We've got Asuka. Well, Asuka, Yoshi, Lily. We had Jin Tenhi, but Kazuya from Fakepotter. We've got Eddie, Alyssa, and Dragunov.
Dragunov, bro. You always got to sneak on a Dragunov.
Dragunov's always there. I feel like I can't remember who did it, but someone did like a tier list. It was formed as a tier list, but a list of all the top 8 appearances for every character in the game. And obviously Dragunov the number 1, you know, in terms of that.
I guess that's a testament to Atif as well, because you're talking about globally.
Yeah, globally, yeah.
Yeah, because you know he's been. We spoke about it like before, and I didn't actually realize he's been so consistent, but consistent in the wrong way of like coming second. I didn't realize it like until I actually put it down on paper. I was like, wow, second at Evo, second at the finals, second at EWC.
It wasn't until second at the finals where I really noticed it. Like, oh my goodness, like he's been so good this year. But it's like something has just gone wrong for him, which has ended up him being on the loser's side. Oh my goodness,
that looked like such a manual combo. He looked like he delayed it on purpose just to get the last hit. That was some Yoshi tech right there.
And regular throw not broken there. And I was like, is this gonna? Oh, there was a chance that could have bound there, but wasn't fast enough. And the 3-1 just throws it out.
Yeah, I don't like he's spending the heat just that quick,
very fast.
Yeah. It wasn't even like he was pushing him Yoshi towards the wall either. It was like mid-stage. But hold on.
Okay, wake up while saying that's some classic Lily player shenanigans right there.
Drops it.
For the root of evil, punish that and nice gets the full damage there. Sin taking the first round, but Lancelot keeping that one close.
Yeah, definitely has something to work with there. I would have liked to see the rage out in that combo somehow, just kind of take it. But
I think he tried with a jab into rage out there, but it whiffed. Maybe wasn't close enough. Maybe the wrong combo.
Okay, sweeps to the legs, just pushing Lancelot. He needs to get away from that wall. I like it. Using the lateral movement. Lily does have great lateral movement.
Nice, and Douglad one string there, fully guaranteed in the back. Now, so 3-1, looking for a whip punish, doesn't get. Now, since heat is about to go, so spends it on the heat smash.
He goes, oh, nice. Just a little delay there, gonna get a punish.
No punish there, no punish right back. Both these
I believe that may be the wrong punish, right? Isn't her 3 maybe 15 frames? I don't know.
Either way, it doesn't matter because Lancelot with the 3-1 takes the second round. 1 round apiece in this first game between these two.
Nice. Lancelot answering back. Like I said, this is kind of important to both their leaderboards. Sin wants to, you know, differentiate himself.
I believe Sin is in first place for Benelux, right? I think around 400 points. It's Pikah the one that's really one to fight for the second place. Sin might be a bit more safe. And nice the low heat smash there. And the root of evil, this is looking really good. But Lancelot down the corner against Yoshimitsu. Sin being quite patient for the situation. But the low sweep, that's what happens when there's no sword for Yoshi. And that was such a good bait there from Sin. Knew Lancelot would go for an option. Nice patient on the wake up though. Nice spin.
Yes. Good catches.
Catches out of the air and goes straight for the rage. Doesn't he dash and does it straight away. I think that was such a good showcase of Sin just baiting Lancelot, expecting. I think Lily players in general like to be very active in their defense.
Especially at the wall. I think that down forward, was it the up forward 3+4?
Yeah, where they jump in,
I think that's what he caught with the down forward one. But like you said, he just was patient, you know, wait for that hop here. I'm going to duck here, but I'm going to let you. And that's what I was saying. Sometimes, you know, Tekken is aggression, I get it, but there's a time and place to, you know, hold the brakes.
Especially, like, I think the calculation there from Sin as well being that, you know, Lancelot's back is against the wall. You feel like you have to do something. Another regular throw, not broken. And just like that, no duck there. That could have been huge.
I'm not going to lie, I don't think I would have broken that regular throw because he dashed up like full screen and done it. I would have broken. I was like, what's this guy doing?
Oh, a big count hit. This might be the round. Guaranteed low there. Sin taking the first game 3 rounds to 1, looking so good right now. And it's gonna fly off into the distance.
I mean, he kind of looks mad. Whoa, maybe it's early morning as well. But you know, he was bringing out some Yoshi combos and stuff that I actually haven't seen. It looks like he's been into the lab. Like that combo where he like delayed the, was it the 3+4, the run? I've never seen that. And you know, he's going for different routes, combos, so getting the guaranteed grounded hit. Stuff that you don't really see. Normally you see the Yoshimitsu go for the, was it the forward 1+2, so it gets the flip overs. It puts him in that Oki kind of situation there. But you know, in the situation, knowing that the low would kill the unscaled damage, really showing that he's a character specialist, man. That's just, you know, we said this before. Yoshimitsu in this kind of, oh, you got to give it a shoulder. What was vibing? Vibing to what?
I don't know. Is he listening to the Tekken soundtrack? He has headphones on his neck.
Oh yeah, it must have been the headphones. When he took it off, he
yeah,
stopped.
his. Oh no, wait. Now he's looking for something. I don't know what that was.
Oh no,
I
it's
think
a Yoshimitsu thing.
I think yeah, those headsets are for the.
God.
Whoa! There's a lot going on here.
There's too much going on. This is Sunday morning, bro. Calm
too
down.
early for this.
I mean, we haven't passed midday here yet. Like, calm down. What's going on?
There's a lot going on there, but I'm gonna get into the second game here. We'll forget that happened, but
I can't forget that. But that's gonna be ingrained. Ugh, it's the one kind of ingrained. I didn't want to see that. It's Sunday morning, bro. Damn.
I woke up like 2 hours ago, man. But either way, getting to the second game right now. Again, Sin just. I think when Yoshi has no sword, he just becomes a bit of a huge threat. But nice 3-1 there. That was a whip punish there.
That was a great whip punish.
Into the root of evil, and there's another 3-1. See, this is something you see Lily players do quite a lot, is that 3-1, especially when they're in heat, just looking for the heat dash. And standing 3 by itself has a lot of tracking against the wall as well. That combo, dominant here, one more hit would do it. If Sin makes this comeback, he's not going to do it. It's the 1-2.
But as you mentioned, the tracking, so when I was testing out certain things, I hit at the spin, standing 3 was one of them when if you tried to spin out of like a really plus situation, it caught on both sides. Okay, 3 blocked, or maybe it was a hard call out on the spin there.
But the thing with 3-1 though is you can actually, so characters with parries can actually parry the second hit, and evasive options actually work to interrupt the string as well. I wonder if Yoshi's spin is an option there that will interrupt if it Lily does go for 3, just 3-1 a tiny spin, because Huang can use Flamingo Step to beat it. And obviously with Yoshi's spin having even more evasion in it, but doesn't matter right now because the flash, they should be the round there for Sin. That was a bit spooky there. Didn't know if that one was going to kill.
I mean, the amount of times he kind of spun him in the combo and he kind of stayed in the same position.
One thing we're seeing, Lancelot's punishment doing a lot to be decided.
Yes.
I have to say, Sin doing a lot of unsafe moves and, you know, oh my goodness, Yoshi's Hopney. Another atrocity added to the list.
That's going to get out. It's going to be so much damage and get some health back from that as well.
Yeah, but the full crouch sweep there. This is looking very good right now for Sin. But back to that's one thing I learned from playing against Sin is how much you can really delay the back to. But down forward 1 catches the hop kick with the right combo. This should be the round, and Sin now sitting on set points, moving to a winners final against Pikah.
Looking extremely comfortable. Are we going to have the first EU won by Yoshi?
I mean, we might end up having a Yoshi mirror match for winners final.
Yeah, well, I think
no one tell Kane and Trench about that one. He's not going to like hearing about that.
Here goes the mix up. Nice. Okay, gets the whiff punish there. 3-1. Going to get something started, but needs to be kind of very careful.
I was going to ask, can Yoshi spin in between that? And we just learned that, yes, he can. I was wondering if that would have worked. A nice block on the sweep. There we go. Mentioned very hard combo there from Lancelot. Goes to the full crouch option. Okay,
feisty rabbit stuff, but then let it rip.
Still has heat to spend. Are we going to see it from Lancelot? Is it going to be a 3? No, gets nothing. I think the heat's about to run out. Nice work from there from Sin to get the heat to disappear. I think he tried to sidestep there, but got duck. And just like that, down forward 1 is going to be fine around in the second game.
Why would you sidestep there? You got to spin, bro.
That's true.
That's your button. Nice. Catches the low. You get full combo.
Now, so we're going to see the heat spent. Yes, we are. Forward 3 into the feisty rabbit.
Nice. Still got a heat. Something to think about.
And there's the heat smash back turn mix. Goes low. Nice block there from Sin.
Okay, what's he going to do? That needs to be very careful. Going to get punished there.
There we go. And I think it's interesting that mentioned early on in that set, Lancelot's punishment leaving a lot to be desired. But the punishment is really what ended up giving Lancelot the game there. And also going to get more more coaching from Kicking Machine there. Really brings down Sin. If I was Sin, I'd start the game. I'll be honest. If I'm Sin, I'm just starting the game.
I think they got like a minute. That's the ruling.
I don't care. No, but like I just lost. Like I'm not. If I'm Sin, I'm starting the game now. Like you won the game. You're standing up. You're getting. No, I'm starting the game. I feel like surely in the rules say something about the loser getting coaching, right? If that was me, I'm starting the game. I'm starting the game.
Fair enough.
Like I'm the one that lost it. I don't. Why are you getting more words when you won? No, I'm starting the game.
Something that needs to be looked at. So I actually just looked into it. So yeah, 3-1 is actually 15 frames. So I think he was doing the incorrect punish on the. I think it's crouch dash too.
That's minus 14.
14.
Right?
Yeah.
Could just be lack of knowledge, or could just be maybe he doesn't even know it's unsafe and he's just like, okay, I'm gonna. It's my turn 3-1 time, right? I don't know.
Oh, talking about my turn and gets the the full crouch option. Well, that is like you said, that is hard to do. Gonna go to the wall. Yep, he get the bound.
And this
combo.
is gonna put Sin in the corner. Feisty Rabbit jumps over, but nice option there. Lily does have one of the best back turn. I think that back turn 2 is the option. I think it's 8 frames. Very fast back turn option there for Lily.
Okay, voila.
This is looking really good right now for Lancelot. The spin takes away some health. 3-1 again. One more hit. The down one. I think he tried to hop knee.
Yes.
The evasion was not enough this time, and just like that, Lancelot coming alive in this set.
Yeah, it's really kind of like flipped it around. Now we're seeing a lot more small Tekken, and I liked it at the end of that round. He just went for the downfall. One lovely whiff punish there with a hop kick. So the magic kits were whiffing.
And the heat burst is going to connect. No, it's not. But Sin still flirting with the corner there, and another hop kick from Lancelot. This is not looking good at all for Sin. Tried to get the wall blast, didn't get a nice use of Feisty Rabbit, and the Feisty Rabbit low is homing, and Lancelot moves on to set point, trying to move Sin down to losers. Briscoe sweep to start off the round. This is looking like a troubled situation for Sin.
Maybe all that tongue movement just took too
Yeah,
much.
it took everything out of him. He wasn't ready, but I'd never count out Sin, especially with how well he's played already today.
Yeah, he seems to be quite consistent making these top 8s, but lovely sidestep, hop kick. Okay, we're going to get the little adjustment of the combo. Going to go for heat.
Yes, we
you are.
Takes it to the back one. No, the second it doesn't get. Tried to get a whiff punish there. Didn't work out.
Bad situation. Tried to get out there. Sword sweep. I love it because the combo was probably going to mess up there.
Yeah, that was a very good heat burst there from Sin. Oh my goodness, full combo there. Now Lancelot has to spend the heat somehow. That was a 3-1 opportunity that's gone by the wayside. Full crouch sweep, and just like that, Sin gets around the board. He is not done yet, Bubsy.
That was definitely something that Lancelot could have worked on a little bit more. He had the opportunities to 100% to close it out. Okay, kip up again. Something like I need to see people start challenging these kip ups. He's done it once or twice. Maybe just dash up down for 1, catch it. Dude, this is definitely going to go to the wall. This is a huge situation for Sin.
I think he wanted the wall blast there, but wasn't close to it, but gets it this time. And just like they're going to get the 3 wall splats, looking really good. Big combo right now for Sin. Huge combo. Gets some health back as well. Should get the proper adjustment here, and that might take it to a final round, Bubsy.
I love it, because we see Lancelot panicking at the wall, and it seems that Sin just really catching onto this. Lancelot just needs to be a little bit more patient.
I feel like it's starting to slip again. That's a huge step, but no punish. I feel like it's starting to slip for Lancelot. Not the best matter. Another wall blast for Sin. Are we going to see the heat burst? Yes, we are.
Here we go. Gets the spin. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of mixing up.
Neither do I now. Lancelot gets the count hit. This should have done an instant tornado. Tries the Matterhorn. Doesn't work. This is trouble right now for Lancelot. New tactics. Back 1. What can you do?
And that is it. Goes to the low there. And I just felt the whole thing of that game, as soon as Lancelot was backed against the wall, he was just like panic stations. He needed to kind of get out. He's doing everything and anything to get out, but it just seemed like Sin had all the answers. And then he like you said, he was in a good position. He had the wall splat as well. Instant, he didn't even need to do the instant tornado. He could have gone for the heat burst as well, because he did have heat. He died with the heat there, just to kind of like get some breathing room, kind of like readjust your combo thing. That's one of the good things about doing heat burst in the combo, is when it's in like a really awkward situation, you literally have to freeze and then the hit. You have like a good 5 seconds to think, okay, this is the situation I'm in. What is the best and most optimal way? And in that thing, I guess, his final rounds were probably feeling the nerves. It just didn't come to his head.
Yeah, I think as well what that ended up being was a case of, I mean, in that first round, in the first game, well, not, I think it was like the second round, you know, we saw Lance was back to the wall. Peak had a huge life deficit, but sat there and waited because he was expecting Lance to panic, do an option, throw something out. Did the hop kick, 1-1 with no sword, got the wall splat, does the combo, waited again, down forward one, floated was it up forward, for the huge jump, right? And then got the combo from there. Lancelot, when he was back to wall, he was panicking quite a lot. He just wasn't, you know, sitting still. And, you know, Sin was really, even with a life deficit, still had the foresight to be patient, knew what to expect, and that's all it closed out in those games. I feel like the second round, we had a bigger stage, we had an open stage. We didn't get to see those situations as much. Lancelot's back wasn't to the wall as much. Then we go back to that third game. Even when Lancelot had the huge, like 2 rounds to the good, was working on that third round as well. But again, I feel like the demons came back to haunt him, back to the wall, was able to take it. And just like that, this is what our top 8 looks like now. Our winners final will be Pikah versus Sin, and the losers cause got Lancelot versus Ginga, and Tibetano versus Lain. That's a bit of an El Spanish Classico, though.
I mean, that's number 1 and 2 on their leaderboard, so that's got some big standing there. One can kind of like gatekeep the other. Looking like we're going to have a definite all Yoshimitsu in grand final, and then Lancelot, you know, dropping down. They're going to fight against probably the Eddie, that Ginga. So we can have Lily versus Eddie, probably Elisa versus Asuka, and then double Yoshi. So good game.
Yoshi mirror match. I feel like that's something I've not seen really in this game. You know.
No.
But we're not going to see it yet, because we're going to go down to our loser side, and it's going to be Tibetano versus Lain. So again, expecting, this is one thing I found interesting, is the fact that he's just seemed to commit to the Asuka, really. You know, he's been doing it for like around the second half of this year, for even Asuka over Claudia, which again, not saying Asuka's weak, I felt Claudia is much stronger. And if you go back to the winners final against Pikah, the winners semi-final against Pikah, like Claudia is a character that kind of destroys Yoshi, a character that Yoshi main say is one of his worst matches. I think Claudia and Jin, the 2 characters Yoshi players really say is one of the worst matchups for the character. So I'm interested as to why he just seems to not look at not even think about the character anymore. It's Asuka all the way there. It's just like, you know, just true confidence in the Asuka.
It may be a thing. I think Jerry Fury once kind of like mentioned it like earlier on, because people are questioning like why you staying with Jack, why you play Paul. I guess maybe he just felt like, I'm putting all this time into Asuka. It's the first year. This is what I'm more comfortable with now. I don't really want to kind of like chop and change. Like the game's new. We're still learning a lot. Let me just stick with this. Maybe just one. And probably just felt maybe a lot more comfortable with Asuka. It would be interesting to actually ask him, like, what is the reasoning? Maybe this is something that we don't know and that he's discovered with this character. It can sometimes be like, so for example, Dragunov, if I'm talking about me, Dragunov is a very aggressive kind of character. Even though the character's super good, it's just not kind of like my style, so it doesn't mesh with me. Maybe just the Asuka having those panic kind of moves and the weird kind of playstyle that Tibetano has, it just works with him. It's like, okay, cool. Maybe the Claudio doesn't really.
I mean, sometimes at the end of the day, it's just that simple. It's not about the matchups, it's not about this, it's just preference.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and Tibetano starting off, got the 91 Gusto, Lain trying to get out of the corner and does it successfully, but regular throw not broken. Huge trouble right now for Lain.
Good Oki, back one. What are you going to do?
Goes slow.
Yeah, that's a big whiff.
Well, only the first hit of the hot kick there. Goes low. I mean, this is a big life lead right now for Tibetano, but doesn't seem to be ready to close out the round. One more hit should do it. Just down for one. Keeping, again, I was just down for just keeping the poke as simple as possible just to close it out, taking as minimal risk as he needed to.
And I feel like that's the Tibetano's definitely changed the way he's played. And I'm sure that Tibetano and Lain have played each other a bunch of times. And, you know, we normally see Tibetano going a little bit crazier, but it seems like he's just going, okay, let me just keep it with a small pulse. And that was really unfortunate. That's something that I do. Like, when I see the first hit, if I try to whiff punish, I need to be a little bit more patient.
Yeah. And just like Tibetano in trouble now. Both of them have their heat spent. Sidestep 2, maybe? No, he was flirting with it. We saw the sidestep. Down back 3. Heat smash spent. Close.
Okay, that's mad plus frames. Running 1+2. Plus frames again. No duck on the second hit. Nice duck.
That was an early duck. Big call out there from Tibetano.
Down back 3. Both in rage. I love that sidestep block.
Okay, forward 1.
Plus
dash
frames.
up into duck. 15 seconds left to go.
It's playing very, very tentative. No one wants to make a... Ow.
Oh, he held it. He held it even longer, and with 7 seconds left to go, Lain dashes in and ties up the round count.
And he saw it as well, but still just like a flame to fly to the
like
flame.
A moth to the flame.
Yeah, gonna get the guaranteed hit here. And it's really just these two have been playing a lot of poking games. And he's talking about Tibetano usually using the side step too. I really feel like in this match, these two are playing like they played each other a lot. So maybe they're trying to kind of switch it up from the way he usually plays. But one thing that hasn't changed is that hop kick from Lain. Some things just remain.
Lain special right now. Oh, those were bars right there. On purpose.
Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I just talk.
Alright, heat smash there. This is trouble down by 3 again. Tibetano 2 rounds to 1. One more round to take the first game.
Yes, this is definitely a player versus player match.
Again, when you have that experience against someone over and over again, because we're talking about, like again, mentioned the side step too, I'm talking about an option he normally does. I have that knowledge. Of course, Lain, you know, someone they play against, of course, he will have that knowledge as well.
And even you saw with the while standing 3, so him letting it rip to other guys earlier on, but now it's just like, I'm going to cancel it because I guess Tibetano knows, and that's going to hit heat burst in a bad position, but using the running 1+2 to kind of push away, gets counter hit.
No, down back 1 there. This is trouble now for Tibetano. He's going to walk back, no, just shy, but the boot stance hell sweep takes to a final round in this first game.
Okay, so you just try to fish up with a back dash down forward to Tibetano, now just attacking those legs. Okay, this time lets it rip, guaranteed.
Oh my goodness, goes straight in with the mid there. This is trouble right now for Lain. Goes low, forward 2, down by 3, spins away. Forward 1+2, one more hit does it right now, but Lain getting some health back, but nice sidestep there. Tibetano taking the first game.
I love it, you know, it's at the end, just keeping it nice and simple, using that lateral move, and knew that Lain had to really push the aggression and push something to make it happen. Even he had to be aggressive because if you have, you know, that little bit of life, and got some great life, to get that life back is to be aggressive. But like I said, Tibetano, just sometimes he's just a well-trained veteran, you know. But at this point, he's seen him traveling a lot, had that experience to know that, you know, in this situation, let me just use this lateral movement here. I'm not going to press any buttons there. I know I'm going to make you whiff.
I mean, a former World Tour finals as well.
Yeah, I mean that year as well. He made like the craziest runs.
He went everywhere.
He went to in that Puerto Rico or something.
He
won a tournament out there.
Somewhere in South America, I remember.
That's the second time that's Swift. Interesting. I wonder if it may be a character thing, but nice duck. This time goes mid. I thought he was going to go low again. He's gone low like every single time.
Even Tibetano switches it up sometimes. Damn, if he gets the count hit. This is a nice life lead right now, but might change with the heat engage. Okay. Goes low.
Running 2 pressure.
The throw not going to get the wall, but I think that will be guaranteed. Tibetano taking the first round of the second game.
Like I said, this could have some huge standing on the leaderboard. This is 1 and 2 for the Iberica region.
And yeah, big win here for Tibetano as well. Like this just sort of establishes the lead and moves him further and further again. Lain the one here trying to play catch up. Let's get another heat engagement. He tried to can, probably expecting the destroyer low again. I think with Alyssa, her post-heat engage situation, one of the strongest in the game, because she can always just do the mid-destroyer option, which will launch if she spends the heat dash. Does a huge amount of cheap damage and is plus on block.
I love this combo adjust. Okay, okay, look at all this cancel.
Oh my goodness.
Lovely throw break. Lane's showing that he's still aware. He's awake at this time. He's playing very, very slow again, bro. Playing very tentative. You don't want to make it. That was a counter hit. Could have let it rock. 1 and 2 pressure.
There's a Tibetano rage out right there. And now this might even up the life bar. It might even give Tibetano the life lead, in fact.
Yeah, probably, because he's going to get some life. Going to recover that grey health.
Yeah, the recovery there is life lead now for Tibetano. Down back 3.
Okay,
here come the chainsaws. Nice sidestep there from Tibetano. Now moves on to set point to eliminate Lain from the tournament.
That's a little bit of deja vu there again at the end of a round. Tibetano just knowing that you need to press the aggression here. I'm just going to use this lateral move, and I'm not going to really take a big risk. Wonder if something that Lane's going to pick up on. Okay, now that's going to be a big whiff, but cancels it. Ooh, Lain probably could have get something nice in the back. Standing 4, goes low, shiny shoe. Chainsaws are now out. What are you going to do? Can't
parry those.
I don't want to try parry a chainsaw anyway. Okay, running 1+2. Lovely. Using those plus frames.
That was a perfect use there. Now, is he going to get a clean wall splat hit?
He does.
Yes, he is. Not enough to kill, but one more hit's going to do it. And a special get out for Lain.
Guaranteed hit as well.
This could be his chance. Nice duck there from Tibetano. Knowledge of the character, knowledge of the player, and with that he will move into our losers semi-final. A guaranteed top 4 finish here from Tibetano, but Lain, his story is done.
I mean, you know, that's just like you said. This is 1 versus 2 on the leaderboard, and now Tibetano's probably going to establish a little bit more, going to make that point gap. And looking like he's going to probably qualify out that region a little bit. I can't remember how many more majors we have. I think it's about maybe 1 more, right?
I think there's like 3. Or did I just make? I think I just made that.
Yeah,
number.
I was about to say.
I think I just made that.
I know
number
there's definitely
up.
France,
There's the France major.
Italy.
We've already had the Greece major. Do we have the Italian major? We'll check later. For
Yes,
you guys.
we will.
We'll check later. We'll give
But
you this.
we're definitely whittling down to the ends of the majors. I can tell
Yeah.
you that because I think France is the last one, I believe.
And obviously there'll be the LCQ as well.
Yes.
We'll
Oh
forget
yeah.
that last.
Oh yes, it
So
is just
there
France.
are
and
2
Italy.
left. There's just France. So 3 wasn't that bad, to be fair. 3 wasn't a bad guess because there's 2 left. Say it. It wasn't a bad guess.
I mean,
Say it.
no. I can't say it. I can't.
Okay.
I
but
refuse.
either way, with 2 majors left, just France and Italy. So I feel like that's going to be good for the Iberica region players as well. Like
Yes.
Spain, Italy, not too hard to travel. So Lain will 7 have a chance to get a lot of major points on the board. But our next losers quarterfinal match will be Lancelot versus Ginga. That's the one that will be happening next. Expecting Lily versus Eddie in that one.
I mean, that's a match where
Never seen that.
we're being treated. So you don't really see many Eddie players. I don't think I said this before. I don't think there's many Eddie mains. I think there's only like real 1, 2. We have Eddie players, but as Eddie mains, don't really have many of them. It's not really a character you see unless you really see John Ding really on the main stage. I still feel like it's a very, we said this before, I stand by it, he's a very explosive character. He is like 50-50. I'm going to have to take a real big risk here. Lily, how well does Lily deal with Eddie?
I imagine her movement is quite the will be quite the thorn in Eddie's side. Getting around 4-4-3.
But we saw it earlier on, the way Ginga, like, he knows this. He's able to like kind of, he knows that because we saw, who did he play earlier on? Fakepotter, and Fakepotter was trying to utilize that side step left, side walk left, but he's able to see, okay, cool, this is, you're coming into this game plan, I'm gonna really mess up the timing, I'm gonna delay it, I'm gonna dash up to realign it. So it'll be interesting to see how he's gonna deal with, as you said before, Lily has a lot, the movement is a lot better, the lateral movement. So let's see how he's gonna approach this.
Like, one thing I wonder is if Lily would be able to move around the heat smash to the left. That's something I'm not too sure. And again, if that was the case, I think that's quite interesting because that's sort of the main mix-up when Eddie is in heat. It's between that 4-4-3 and the heat smash. If you want to step the 4-4-3, go to the left. If you want to step the heat smash, you go to the right. If Lily can sort of make that down to just one side, I think that'd be really huge for the matchup. But again, one thing we did see from Ginga was a lot of the dash-up realignment, so he should be aware of that.
Yeah, that's a huge and that's a big point. And also, I guess Lily, you can't really, she's got like the hop kicks or any of like the bat 3-3 shenanigans and all that's going to get a strong punish. So we will see. Time will tell.
We're going to get into this game between these two. Again, these are players as well. You don't very often see, perform getting out there in the big stages.
I believe this is Lancelot's first actual major on the EU tour this season. I think he's got all his, I think it's about 220 points.
All from dojos.
From dojos. Okay. So definitely going to get net all of the points here from wherever he does finish, which is really going to be huge on that French leaderboard. If he said, like, everyone's kind of like chasing Jod down at the minute, so it's kind of like a battle for second place. But if he can really make a stake and make a claim here to, differentiate himself on the rest of the French leaderboard, he can be in huge contention to make it later on in the year.
And again, I want to see from this game, I want to see Lancelot sort of press the issue and keep his foot on the gas, really. I feel like that game against Pikah was definitely winnable, but it just came down to... Sorry, not Pikah, getting against Sin. I'm getting my Yoshi players confused. The game against Sin was definitely winnable. 2 rounds to the good in the final game and kind of just let it slip, right? I kind of want to see that front foot Tekken, but not really got a chance to play on the front foot. Ginga really starting off very well in this first game.
And there's one thing from before, the punishment is... that was a nice side step there. But one thing we're saying about Lancelot before is that his punishment wasn't really there. And against it, I'm a bit scared against Eddie because it's one of the characters you don't really see as much. So is he really prepared? But
I do wonder if that was just a case of first game of the day. Because as the game went on, we did see the punishment. We did see the improvements there. So whenever that's just the first game of the day, Jizz a bit early morning. Nice low parry there on the back turn. Sweet.
Here we go. What's your combo like? You going to go for heat? No, okay.
Doesn't want to use it just yet. Nice. While sending 4 there.
Has a big whiff and a big whiff punish there.
Combo drop there.
That wasn't a combo drop because I was never going to combo, bro. Combo's going to... Nice sidewalk.
Side step while sending 4-4. I did not know that.
I think that may be a Lily exclusive thing. I've never... I've seen people duck it, but never sidewalk it.
And down forward 1, just like that. Ginga 2 rounds to the good in this first game.
I'm going to call that an accidental sidestep, because if you'd done it so intentionally, you would have been ready to punish.
Yeah.
You definitely would have been ready to punish. Okay,
but that's knowledge to take with you for the future.
Now, yeah, now we all know. Okay, down
Watch
forward 3.
when only Lily can do it.
Is it? I wouldn't be surprised. Go heat smash. What's the mix up here? Goes mid this time.
Back 3-3. Very nice confirm there. Now, this isn't going to be dead, but it's going to be a very bad situation here for Lancelot.
Got the installs as well. I think that was a big, definitely whiff, but no whiff punish.
3-1 again, just kind of throws it out. Not the best usage of heat, but it's working out so far. Nice break on the back turn, though.
Yes, needs to be very careful. Both in rage. That was a lovely whiff punish there. It seems like Lancelot was just... He gets to these kind of situations where I think he panics a little bit too much. He kind of swings, and he just didn't need to press the aggression there, especially from a range where, you know, learn your ranges.
I mean, I think you can definitely learn a lot about a person by how fast they use and burn their heat. You know, I think if you're entering heat from that situation and just instantly going for your heat dash, I feel like that's a sign that you're panicked, you're not ready, and especially with a move like Lily, because we saw a lot of the 3-1 against Sin as well, and again, we know now Yoshi can spin in between there. There are a lot of characters that can option select the 3-1 there, but I feel like Lancelot just kind of, you know, a bit of a step behind right now, sort of panicking. Maybe again, you mentioned this is the first major for Lancelot on the ETC. So it could just be that nerves, the jitters of the big stage.
And the thing is also, you're talking about using the heat. Like Lily, when she's in heat with a feisty rabbit, is so it's strong and oppressive. We've seen my mind's gone blank.
Chicken.
Yeah, Chicken, that's it. Yeah, when Evo using that, so I think he needs to really utilize the strengths of his character. Just don't burn it straight away. Use it for Okazemi situations. Put him in a 50-50 after your combos.
I mean, one of the biggest notes I sort of give people, and I give myself sometimes watching games back, is just enjoy your time in heat. Use your heat, right? Like, don't just spend it straight away, because it's you can get such strong situations with it. Again, you mentioned the Spicy Rabbit. Like, that's how you should really be using the heat. Generally in this game, I feel like, again, there are times you just spend it, you know, put them on a mix-up. You want a heat dash, you know, a round-ending mix-up. But again, I'm just throwing out the 3-1. They're unsafe when she doesn't use the heat, but nice hop kick with punish there for Lancelot.
A little bit too much wall carry. Didn't know where the wall was, and again, these little situations really putting him in a bad spot, and that's gonna cost him the round. You know, like you said, he had the launch, he had it, but it's just miscalculation. Yeah. I'm gonna put this down to nerves. It seems like a bit of a nervous play. Goes into handstand. What's the mix-up? Goes low again this time.
I think Lancelot gets wrong in almost all the situations there when it comes to Negativa stance.
Maybe he's going to get something started. Needs to make something happen as well, but has a good life lead. Doesn't want to whiff. Doesn't want to press the aggression, but no break on the throw. This is, I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this. Got a feeling in my stomach here. I got a bad feeling.
Engage, goes mid with a 3+4. Tries to jump out of it. Gets caught, and this is real trouble right now for Lancelot. Is he about to go home? Jumps over again. And yeah, I just think it was just a sign of panicked gameplay, and Ginga taking a sigh of relief. I think it's just a sign of the panicked gameplay there, really and truly, right? Like, not taking the time to just block, think about the option. I think the way Ginga was using the Negativa stance was really causing issues for Lancelot, and he just got tired of having to guess over and over again. It's like, can I jump out of this? And didn't work out there. With a 2-0 win there, Lancelot will be going home with a 5th place finish.
Well, he's definitely going to net a lot of points. Like you said before, he's only had dojo placement, so all the points he nets here is going to go straight onto his leaderboard, and it's probably potentially put him into second. But I feel if one of the things that I really want him to, like you said before, about he really should watch this back and even listen to what we were saying, because I really feel in, like, one, he was nervous, and two, in the situations where when it comes to on the defense, he's I know, like, I've always said sometimes active defense, but I feel like there's still a part to play in this game where you just have to hold back, because it always seemed like he was trying to do something, and it seems like the way these opponents were playing, they were always shutting it down. It seemed like, you know, like the flip over the wall. He tried to do it twice, and once it didn't work, he got caught in the air, then he done it again, went underneath and got punished, and ended the round. And it's just like, you know, sometimes you need to just, you know, hold back. Don't
I feel like there was... Again, I think it was the same thing we saw in the Sin game. Is back to we just saw a lot of panicking from Lancelot, and I feel like Eddie is a character that can also invite that panic as well with the so many Negativa stance mix-up situations, the forward 3. You know, really was a lot of times wasn't guessing correctly, and I think, you know, that plays on you, especially the longer a set goes on. That plays on you, and they have to guess this and guess this and guess this, and looks like we're going straight into the losers semi-final match. Which again, I think this creates an interesting situation. I wonder if we'll have a break after this or after the winners final. Because again, if we do this game into winners final, that means the loser of the winners final have to play immediately after losing. So I wonder how this one's going to play out.
I don't know, but you're going to see Tibetano here going up against Ginga at the Eddie. So, you know, he's kind of hot on the heels. How do you feel about something I was going to ask you, not about this, it's like a 2-day tournament. Do you prefer to like play straight away when you're like hot on the trail, or would you like kind of like the day rest so you can kind of like look at your opponent, look at your buff, and kind of re-strategize?
I generally like to know who I'm playing.
Okay.
You know, I feel like that's really important. I think one thing I like to do is I haven't done this for a lot of tournaments, but the one tournament I did this before was CEO. Is I have notes on what my path will look like generally.
Okay.
Like if I keep winning, you know, if I end up losing a game, like all that gets thrown out the window, right? But like generally what my winner's path will look like, and generally the players I'll have to play, right? Like I still have the notes on my phone now. It's got like notes for the people I have to play, like so it's Anakin, Sona Siente, Owl, Trizzy the rapper. Like it's a list of all the players I potentially have to play, and I have notes on all the characters as well, and like the matchup specifics as well to look out for. And I feel like just having that kind of thing there is really big, right? But once I get into top 8, I kind of throw it away from there, because in top 8, anything can really happen. Like that path becomes less and less viable the longer it goes on. So again, I feel like I'd like to have that second day to sort of repair my notes and then prepare for the top 8. But you know, as I speak, Tibetano kind of steamrolling through this first game, and Ginga gone for the Dragunov, actually.
Yeah, and this, you know, this is an all-Spanish affair. And it seems like, you know, maybe it's just Tibetano just has these guys' numbers and is trying to pull something out. We've seen in even with the Lain match, it was kind of like a different kind of style that you used to see both of these players playing. So it's probably like, you know, let me try something new. Let me bring this Dragunov to the table and see how you deal with it. Okay, he has been bursted.
No, Dragunov for 2-1. Going to be heat engager next season for 1+2. Maybe not a heat engager next season. Who knows?
We'll see. Only time will tell.
Maybe that's what they're doing. But nice back 4-3 NC. The wall is right there.
I love the
right
combo
I think that was a low wall splat though, so it might not get all the hits in the. Yeah, it was a low wall splat. Wake up, regular throw.
What's the Okazumi here? Went for the back 3. Or was it back 4?
Oh, nice step there from Ginga. Excellent movement. 1 round apiece in this first game.
Yes, down 4-2 just start off. Lovely punish with the 2-3.
Nice step in the strength. Should take this one to the wall. Yes, he does. There's a heat burst spent. 3-ring circus.
I always thought I had 4 hits in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 3 or 4 hits?
I just know it's called 3-ring circus.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure it's like 4 hits.
I've never counted the hits.
We'll count next time.
But nice down 4-2. Good launch there from Tibetano as he takes this round. 1 round away from taking this first game in this loser's semi-final affair.
It's lovely catching him coming in. Probably maybe we're trying to do a running two. Like I said before, when you're holding forward, you're not blocking. You can scout these out. Just clip these guys with down 4-2.
2, 3, 4.
It is 4 hits. Yeah. I know it's called 3-ring circus, but I was always thinking.
Oh my goodness.
There's the loot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, just look at the great health. Oh my god. That was such a big call out as well.
Oh, but drops it there. Ooh, this is
everything's going off.
Oh, this is not beautiful Tekken.
But still has a lot.
Oh, but that was
big
beautiful.
read.
Excellent call out there from Ginga. Takes this to the wall.
Okay.
Gets the full combo this time. Tibetano back in the corner. I feel like he's called out that.
Start. Okay.
Nah,
that
was a charge.
Oh everything was going on there.
Oh, okay.
We still got around though.
You know, this is very Spanish Tekken, I have to say. I think the Spanish Tekken players are a very like aggressive, interesting way of playing. I was seeing a lot of it here today. That was very Tekken Spain right there. But the down 4-2 launch should take this to the wall. Yes. Still has the tornado, and with the 3-ring circus.
That's just 4 hits. 3-ring circus was 4 hits.
Should we call it 4-ring circus then?
No, I don't want to get told off.
Okay.
Maybe it's just 3-ring before you get to the last hit, because you got the mid and low.
I guess so, because it's the mix-up, right?
Yeah, so maybe the 3-ring circus
is before.
3-ring
circus. There's
plus mid.
Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3. Then it's like, that's what the circus is. Either way, that was some Spanish Tekken for your morning. I feel like everything that could have gone interesting there went.
Didn't something similar happen before with Tibetano and Winners when he played Pikah, where it's the same kind of rage out situation, and then once it kind of got sidestepped and blocked, everything just went.
So Pikah, like there's a time he did rage out fully charged that Pikah spun away.
Yeah, that's the one.
But he didn't punish it. Then there was the second time we did rage out full charge, and Pikah didn't spin. But that time there, that wasn't a. You will notice if it's a full charge because it has like explosion effect on.
Doesn't it like push you back as well, like crazy? Have like a pushback?
I'm just aware of these. I'm not sure.
I think it has a pushback.
But that's the biggest one. Ginga gone for the Eddie. I feel like it's the right pick. Eddie got you this far. You know, but again, this isn't all Spanish affair. This could be like knowledge. I think Tibetano might be the boogeyman of the Spanish scene, right? and I feel like he's I can't play Eddie. I have to go for a top 1 Dragunov, right? But I feel like stick to your roots, and that is going to be blocked and punished. Goes for the wall blast. Not going to kill because of the wall blast.
Yeah, I was about to say, I disagree with that combo choice.
But I don't think it's going to really matter. No. Tibetano closed out with a perfect down back 3. Down back 3 again, just kicks his body across the floor. Nice dash into low parry. I think the boogeyman is awake. He's the Baba Yaga of the Spanish Tekken scene, man.
Oh gosh, are we gonna loop in this again?
Here we go again, man. He smashed, breaking the armor of the power crash. Finishes the string. We have 2 perfect back-to-back. Ginga, you gotta make something happen now. No.
Please, not like this, Ginga.
I'm not gonna call it. I'm not gonna say what might happen.
Like this, Ginga.
There's the splat. Ooh, he stays down.
Not like this, Ginga.
Oh my goodness, he still has heat. Spends it. He still has the nanny walk. Oh my god, we're going.
No.
No,
not like this. Just keep saying.
But he can get that health back. He can get. He did it! It's a god match. He did it! Oh no, Tibetano. And he smiles at him. He's like, you see that? But
I guess there's a reason why I didn't pick the Eddie.
Yeah. To anyone who might be wondering, why did he not pick Eddie? What reason would he have to not pick?
Right there, into the camera.
The Eddie. I mean, I don't even think that was like an Eddie matchup specifically. I just think Tibetano is just the boogeyman of the Spanish
scene. You kept saying it's the boogeyman.
Because I don't know, man. Like the way he bit Lain, he looked like he really shut him down, and Ginga got turbo shut down. It was a god match.
That was just meant to happen. I don't think there's anything that Ginga could have done to stop that. I think that was just destiny. That was just meant to happen. Even when we saw it, it was like this is gonna happen, right?
Yeah. And
then what was that instance? He went for the punch with the down for 3, and it was the wrong punish.
He did while sending 3, and then Ginga did the.
Was it how minus while sending 3? Is it
like minus 18 or something?
Well, Asuka's one.
Yeah. It's like
it's
at least minus 16 because Horan can back 3.
Oh, so he just done it too slow then.
Yeah.
And it just
and then Tibetano then launched that, and then
and then got the side wall splat, and then it just kept on going, and then you got the heat burst. It was like, okay, you got a little bit.
He's the boogeyman of the Spanish scene, man. That's his new nickname. Gaming Gladiators Boogeyman Tibetano. But that does mean we should be leading into our winners final. Should be Pikah versus Sin, but. I mean,
what do you say after that?
Let's take a second to just decompress and we'll look at the bracket and think about it. Because again, the only Spanish flag left in there is Tibetano, and I feel that's not surprising, really.
No.
Yeah, I think he's really over the past 2-3 years at least, he's been really set himself forward as the best player in Spain. Interesting as well because all the characters he played in Tekken 7 are now gone. He did play Asuka and Claudio a bit in 7, but he was playing Geese and Ganryu the most. Yeah. Those were especially towards the end. He qualified to the final with the Ganryu, right? And we don't have those characters anymore. I think for Pikah as well is interesting because the characters he plays are gone. He was a Geese main. Geese is now gone and still competing at a high level, but he's been playing Nina and Yoshi, so I feel like he's doing what you should do to win, really and truly. And you see Sin there as well. I think he's been a Yoshi player since 7, keeping with the character. And it's going to be our winners final. Will be those 2 in a verse to 3 Yoshi mirror match. I don't think I've seen this year.
I mean, the last Yoshi mirror match that I saw was
Kane
versus fighting. Yeah, that was well, I say set scene, but I didn't.
It happened.
I'm just looking at the stances they're both taking. Like he's just sitting there.
Sin trying to look nonchalant, man.
I mean, so if you saw before, we was talking about the last Yoshi mirror was Sin actually taking out Kane and Trench. Now Kane and Trench he's always kind of like been that go-to Yoshimitsu, I guess, if you're born out, I'm a musician. But you know, it was kind of like a shock when people found out that he lost to Sin. People were like, what? Because he made that dumb statement. I'm like, yeah, I said it as a dumb statement before. Like he said before, he's never lost a Yoshi mirror.
You don't say that.
And then he lost 2 on the bounce, right? He lost the one there, then he lost the one at EWC against the Pakistani Yoshimitsu. And it's just like Sajawa, yeah. And it was just like,
yeah,
bruh.
you don't say that really and truly. Because you know what's crazy? Same thing happened to me at Eva. Before I played Speaks, I didn't tweet, I didn't say anything publicly about it. But I remember talking to jokers like, how do you feel? I was like, well, I've never lost a Huari mirror. Then what happened? I lost a Huari mirror. So, you know, it's like you never say it. Just don't say it. Just live with it. You know, just understand that's the way things are. But just, you know, you don't want to put that energy onto the world, man, because there's a first time for everything. Anything can and will happen in this lifetime, in this life that we live. As Pikah skips to his chair and almost falls over. He's now thrusting his way forward. Sin is bouncing.
These are very animated for this time.
What's going on? Is this what Yoshi players get up to, man? Is this what Yoshi Mirror does?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not Yoshi guy. We have to ask Kane and Trench on that one.
Yeah.
Kane and Trench will be able to verify if Yoshi mains do Yoshi stuff before a Yoshi mirror match.
I don't know. Sin is now playing with the headset, checking that it works properly, shaking his head. Pikah pulls out his phone.
He's probably messaging us.
You know what's so crazy? What I thought was insane. At the Tekken World Tour Finals this year, I think it was when the John was playing versus Edge. The John had his like phone out and like he was putting it to his ear, and you could see on the camera he was on a call. I thought that was so interesting when I saw that.
New age coaching, man.
I was like, he was on a call. Like I couldn't tell it was what someone did. He was on a call, and I reminds me when I played. I think it was Evo, I think it was last year Evo. I was playing against Kaiser. I remember he was on the phone when we played on stream. Like I feel like I won a game and he was just on the phone, like just yeah. And I could hear him just going yeah. And I'm just like, bro, just play the game on the phone, man. Like, what are you doing on the phone? Like
new age coaching.
You know, I feel like that's something that I think that. Because I don't really have too much opinion on how coaching things. I think it can really interrupt the flow a little bit. But I feel like that's something that we should be looked into as regulated, right?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree.
Who knows what they could be looking at, man? They could be watching like a main man suite 8-minute how to play against guides in the middle of the set, man.
Was it speed it on? Was it 2 speed on YouTube because you got a minute? Just to go through it all.
Just put it on 2 times speed and then just like Lancelot to start playing with the character, man. But either way, we have a Yoshimitsu mirror match. Don't think I've seen one of these in Tekken, eh?
Nope. Apart from EWC, that's the only one I saw.
Besides those. Actually, yeah, so I've seen it a few times, actually. I'm a liar. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to, but Pikah is going to be in the Tekken 8. Yoshi fit P2. And Sin is in the Tekken 7. Interesting. I feel fitting as well because Sin did play Yoshi in Tekken 7. Pikah did not.
There you go. They probably have ruling to who can use what.
It's like you can't use this one, man.
Kane and Trench has ruling over overall. I can play any. Nice. And one thing I guess we're going to see a lot in this match is very familiarity with how to deal with certain things and what to punish with. I already seen like some perfect punishment as well, but that was not perfect. Why would you spin and turn yourself back to the wall? But it doesn't matter. Okay, going to get the low hit as well. No, mixes it up. I have not seen that. Bringing out some new Yoshi tech. Gets a sweep though. Huge damage incoming.
This is a big life deficit to work with as well. Can spend the heat. I mean, Yoshi, the character, gets a lot of health back fast, and it's with the heat popped, gets health back even faster. Health, heat. I'm tripping over my words as Sin. 2 rounds to get in this first game, and whoa! What was that?
Oh, interesting.
Why is he standing up like that? Why is people like, what's going on? What is okay? I have no idea what that was.
But I'm sure we're gonna get
because it looked like someone just pushed the button, but on PS5 you just push the button, it just pulls up the menu.
Yeah, so someone
right. You have to hold it to go to that screen, but then it says you can't use because of the license. Maybe they need to reconnect to the internet. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something I'm sure the guys out there will overtune it, but let's get back to what we have here. We're talking about the Yoshi mirror.
And I feel like what we end up doing in this situation is because it might not end up being anyone's fault. They're probably just going to replay the rounds, so give 2 rounds to Sin.
Sin,
and then just go from there, really and truly. Because it was because this actually happened in Tekken World Tour finals. You know, we had Disconnect Rangchu versus Atif in the grand finals. Like Rangchu's levelers must have disconnected, so he had to end up giving up that. Even though he was up in the round, he had to give up that round because technically it's his own fault. And what's funny is that was the only game Rangchu ended up losing. You know, was the one where his snapbox had disconnected, then came back.
I mean, even just talking about that Tekken World Tour finals, man. Just big shout outs to everyone that went there. Just big shout outs to the teams that commentated and everything. It was a great fun. I did try to catch a lot of it. You know, it was a
Time zone was harsh.
I mean, big shout out to you, bro, because like, every time I was waking up or going throughout the night doing that night feeds and whatnot, I'd be like, oh, Kobe's doing this thing. I was like, all right, cool. Wake up in the morning. I mean, you was doing your thing, right?
Time zone was harsh.
You was doing your thing. I mean, I woke up. I think one morning when you was restreaming, I went to the dentist. I was in like I had who told me to do a 9 o'clock dentist appointment? I don't know, but I was like, oh, okay, this is streaming. Let's watch it. I was like watching it in the dentist waiting in the waiting room. I was like,
was the dentist watching too? Or
nah. She was mad talking, man. It wasn't my normal one. She was talking to me, bro. You didn't talk to me when I had the thing in my mouth. Like, how are we having a conversation? It doesn't work like that. She had the proper like, I'm gonna talking to me, asking me what I do. Like, it was a new one, so I guess she wants to break the ice, but you can't break the ice with the vacuum thing in my mouth. It don't make no sense. We are going so far away from what we're talking about. But so yeah, Yoshimura's. This is what it does to us. It scrambles the brain.
Sin versus Pikah. I mean, again, what's interesting, I feel like, when you sort of look at the bracket beforehand, I think you could call Sin getting to this point. Really and truly.
Yeah, I mean, Sin, like, to be honest, I really feel like he's risen up through, like, Tekken 8, because you said he started in Tekken 7, and not really someone you kind of saw, like, consistently place, and it's only, like, in Tekken 8, and, like, even just more so now, like, I've seen, like, a huge, it looks like his Yoshimitsu's been a huge improvement, like, very, very solid, and now I see him a lot more in these top 8s, and he seems to be now starting to get what I feel like something that Jod always has, like that consistency now, where you always see when you see his name, you're like, Sin's in the bracket, okay, he's probably gonna make now the top 8, and that's one thing that's a testament to him, and it's really great to actually see.
I think Yoshimitsu has really improved in Tekken 8. You know,
you're bad, you know. You're saying something without saying something.
No,
but I love it,
players
bro.
have really improved in Tekken 8, man.
I love it.
Don't you agree? That's what you just said, though.
You're a politician.
That's what you just said, though.
No, I said
you said he's improved a lot.
Yeah, he's improved a lot.
Yeah, Yoshi players have improved a lot in Tekken 8.
Alright, so you just twisted everything I just said.
Those are your words, not mine. Yoshimitsu players have really improved in Tekken 8. I think Lily players have got so good in Tekken 8 as well. Yoshimitsu and Lily players have really, really risen up.
I mean, I don't want to start no wars, bro. I'm just here to commentate Kumbaya. It's Sunday, bro.
I'm just saying they've improved a lot in this game.
No,
we have a Yoshi mirror match. We never had that in Tekken 7.
Yeah, so no one really played him, did they? It's one of those ones.
Yeah, well, we got a Yoshi mirror match now.
I mean, power to the character. It's good that we've seen. He's been in this game for how long? Like, he needs to get some shine. You know, we've had every character desire. You know, get that shine. Maybe one day Harang will get his top 1 shine. You know, maybe
we had Edge go crazy at the finals.
Yeah, I need to. Honestly, I need to. Like I said, the time zone was a bit harsh, and life for me is kind of a bit harsh. I need to actually rework. I'm slowly working my way back through matches. I definitely want to see Ed. I did see the LCQ stuff there, but I want to see the actual when he got into the top.
Nah, Edge played amazing.
The match against Arsenal Nash, I think I heard people talking about. Right, it's starting to watch.
He run an insane gauntlet.
Nah, I would definitely watch it.
Absolutely insane gauntlet.
I mean, talking about insane gauntlets, we had the Europeans out there. Joker didn't do as well as he could have or should have, and then but Daniel Marder, I saw him. Speaking about it earlier on, I mentioned his mindset. And you can sort of see when he went into matches, he came with a plan. Even talking about, I think the first match off the top of my head was against Fear of Silence, where he kind of like, normally my whole philosophy when you fight against Dragunov would be just to kind of like rush him down and kind of like really disrespect, but he kind of like adopted this, I'm gonna step at this kind of range and then duck, to kind of cover the options of the homing moves, 4-4-3, back 3, and I think, is it back 1-2 or something like that, where the home, it's like a mid home move, but it's like slow, it was like kind of fuzzy, and so he was like really negating that, and it seemed like it really caused a lot of trouble for Fear of Silence. So it's good to see the way these European guys are really improving, because I remember years before where you didn't really see Europeans on a big stage.
I mean, there used to be a time when only be Super Kuma, really. 2017 world finals. There was regional finals, right? So who went? It was it Kuiper, Fergus, and Super Superman Kane?
I really can't remember that far.
No, it was Blackbeard.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
no, yeah, Blackbeard. Oh yeah, that's the one we done the laugh.
Blackbeard, Fergus, Superman Kane.
Kane, yeah.
2017.
No, I remember him
20,
playing
and
Anakin.
2018 was Fergus and Super Akuma, and Galanda winning the LCQ. Then 2019 was just Super Akuma that year. Then we didn't get another one until 2022, and that was me, Joker, and Galanda, and Jod from the LCQ. And then last year we had Daniel Mado, Joker, Tibetano, and this year we had Joker, and Daniel Mado, and Jod. So like, I feel like it's been a lot. We've seen a lot more European representation at the highest level as well. And again, I feel like part of that is the reason I mentioned earlier, being able to have that high level practice against all of these guys. Like I could play online one day and play against Joker, Sephi, Jod, etc. You'd be able to do that all the time, and like the iron sharp.
But I really feel also is that with the EU level, it's like kind of like risen to where now, like no disrespect to like generations before us, but it's like when you used to see like maybe like if this was like maybe Tekken 6 or Tekken Tag 2, if you saw like a Daniel Mado going up against Keisuke, you'll be like, we're rooting for the underdog here. Come on, Daniel Mado. But now it's just like, oh, this guy can make. It's like when you see these matches, these guys are capable of winning. Like, so it's a testament to how far the actual level of everyone. Even you got the NA region. You saw Shadow do amazing. And it's just like now everyone's kind of like pipped to a level where you can go to these tournaments and these high
Trizzy
stakes.
the rapper at Convoy almost being Arslan. He ended up beating Nia Evo. You had Rhythm. I think he finished 9th at Evo.
That's
I think
Jerry
Rhythm,
Crusher's brother.
Yeah. I think Rhythm finished 9th. He was either 9th or 13th at Evo. Trizzy was also super high as well. Fear was like 17th. And I feel like in NA we're really seeing like the newer players, the young blood are the ones that really seem to step up in this game. Joe Crash is someone who started to do good at the 10 and Tekken 7. I think he's hit the ground running in this game. I mentioned Trizzy the rapper with the Yoshimitsu, Fear of Silences. I feel like earlier in the year, if you asked me the best player in NA was, I would have said Fear of Silence. I think he was just doing so as well.
Yeah, I think I've heard someone else say that as well.
He was like winning so much. I feel like early in the year, I would have said Fear of Silence is the best. Obviously, I think Shadow is still keeping up. His form is kind of always he'll always be in the discussion. And I feel like that's come down to, I think one thing we've had a lot in this game is sort of the interest from bigger orgs. You have Team Liquid who came in towards the end of 7, picking up Shadow, and they picked up Kudan start this year as well. I think Shadow being able to travel everywhere.
Yeah, I think it was the first time. Like, one of those things where you just kind of like always know someone, but you never really like spoke with them. And it's like the first time I met this guy was in Italy. Like I'm not Italian. He's like, we just met both on the neutral ground there. And it's just like, well, let me get chopped up there. But yeah,
everywhere this year. South America, Europe, Asia. And I feel like just being able to have that ability, that support from a huge team has been really important for him as well. So interesting, we see more of that for Tekken moving forward as well, with Esports World Cup being such an important thing for these orgs want to get into the game, join new games, join new scenes. I feel like some of them really embrace the scenes as well. Team Liquid with the Kudan pickup as well. They seem to really care about these players. So wondering what that means for the future of this game. We love to see it. Having Tekken World Tours, they're saying the next one will be the biggest Tekken World Tour ever. Obviously, that might just be marketing, but who knows what that means? That could mean Pew's prize pool. Maybe we'll start matching, Capcom the 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 10 million. It's going to be Bobsy. It's going to be a 10 million. I'm joking.
I'm about to say, right? I was like looking over. Somebody's supposed to red button right now.
before there's going to be like a big, hook that's just going to take me off in a second. But yeah, I think we're in such a good spot, for Tekken 8. We're getting popular guest characters added to the game. I feel like it's such a good time to be a Tekken fan. We've got Season 2 on the horizon. We're finishing up European Tekken Cup. There's so many things happening, and when you get down to it, it's a good time to be a Tekken fan.
Yeah, like I think you mentioned this earlier on. Like normally, once the World Tour kind of finishes, it's like a little bit of an off period where no one's like. It's like, let's just kind of relax. But it's like, no, the game's still coming out with content. Like you say, you've got Clive coming out next week, I believe. Maybe
tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Was it the
Check your
It's the
region.
16th and 17th, depending on your region.
So you know, there's that excitement of a whole brand. When I say a whole brand new character, that character looks brand new, something that you know you never seen before. So it's gonna be interesting to go
people
into
saying
that.
that Noctis 2.0 is like, from the stuff I've seen from them, I'm gonna sit down and full watch the dev tour today. This is more than just a Noctis 2.0, I have to say. But he's done it. He's done it again. He's done it again. He's the last time he did that, he lost that game.
Yeah, and he's 2 rounds out. If he gets the reverse sweep right now,
we figured out the curse. If that's what it is.
I mean, gift and a curse. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, talking about it's an amazing time to be a Tekken fan. You know, we got the characters coming out. You got these events. These you know, shout outs to all the guys that are organising the EU Cup. You know, that's gonna run until the finals. I believe it's February. I can't remember the exact date. That's gonna be out in Gamescom at Germany. You know, if you don't qualify through your regional leaderboards, there's still that big chance you're gonna have that LCQ there. You know, where you get 2 places going through. You know how good LCQs are, so we got that to look forward to. And then I guess straight after that, I know obviously it's not been announced, but I'm sure soon after that we're gonna get like the season 2, and then we're gonna get the whole thing's gonna start again. So it's
it's year cycle. 2 of Tekken is because again we still not had a full year of the game really and truly.
No, technically
not had that 365 days. These two sit down. They're preparing to get into the Yoshi mirror match. I'm assuming we're just gonna reset the stage back towards the celebration of the Saint. It's gonna be 2 rounds to Sin, I imagine, because it didn't like the issue was any of their fault. I'm scared of the camera being on Sin because he might do something interesting again, but they quickly cut away. Before he noticed, they were able to cut away. And yeah, I'm interested to see what I imagine it's just gonna be 2 rounds to Sin. They'll play from there. Because again, it's not the worst thing in the world. It is still first of 3 action. So a loss of the game here for Pikah. Because again, I feel like the biggest thing here is sort of this might affect Sin more than anything, because this is just a huge loss of momentum, really.
Yeah, we spoke about earlier on about what you kind of like prefer, like winning. And sometimes you just don't want that cool off. You don't want that cool off period. You know, you're in your zone. I think I remember not in this game. It was in a Street Fighter. I remember the biggest cool off when I think there was a power cut in the venue. And it was Pax versus Xian, and this is when Xian was on top of the world. Okay, we're going straight into 2 rounds, and literally a power cut happened. Pax was in the lead, and then just after like 10-15 minutes cooldown, he lost. He seemed like he would have won.
Actually, I think it was last year, the year before Brussels Challenge. I think it was Kane and Trench versus HK. It was Kane and Trench versus HK Jr. Kane and Trench was up, then a power cut happened in the entire venue. It came back on and HK just destroyed him after that.
I think I vaguely remember that. But speaking of
just that Pikah gets his first round as well.
I mean, could it be the cooldown? Could it be too much energy exerted with that tongue movement? Who knows at this point? We don't know. We'll find out.
On 1.
Seriously, he can't lose because it would be too booky to have that happen.
It's like maybe the tongue is everything.
Oh, he got a big punish there, but spun out down forward 2. It's going to be a funny wall spat, but uses the heat burst. Got some time to think about what you're going to do in the combo.
Okay, not the worst thing. The throw might connect. Yes, it does.
It does. I want to see a lot more people challenging these heat activations with the throw. And that should be the round.
I feel like that was an early heat dash. And the block, but no launch, though. Look at the range. Okay, and the down forward before close out. Sin taking the first game again. Everyone needs to reset. Reapply and the hand clap. What's good? We have 3.
This is too many Yoshi bits on the screen.
So many Yoshi players on my screen right now.
We're gonna see Kane and Trench just like do the helicopter from the sky.
Sin's doing more things. He's doing more things. Was that the wall? I've never heard you make that noise in my life. I
squealed.
I've never heard you make that noise in my life.
What was? Hey, I'm too old for this. What was he doing?
I don't know.
Is that some young boy dance?
I think but either way, we're gonna get to our second game.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what I just done either.
It's too early for this. Either way, nice down forward 2 for the down forward 2 there.
That's a nice swift punish. We can get to the wall. Okay. No stall stance still. I love this pressure. But I like him, backing up. There is a flash of the threat of flash.
The flash of threat. Yeah.
But okay, gonna get the sidewalk. So okay, nice.
We're gonna break the balcony. No,
No.
we're not. But this is a huge life to run out for Sin. Spends the heat smash. Very smart, because if it connects, it wins. If it doesn't, it'll be one mix-up away from the victory. And oh my goodness, the delay on the back two should take this to the wall. Yes, he does. Keeps it clean.
Heat first as well. What's the mix-up here? Goes into back turn. Okay, Heat first doesn't want to deal with anything with crouch dash 2. Gets a count here as well.
I think he was looking for a high crush there. And goes for the sweep. That might be dead. No, it's one more hit down forward for a perfect. Sin is rolling right now.
Definitely rolling. That's a cheat perfect, because he got the life back as well. Just hop knee at the beginning.
Sin is really feeling himself right now. I don't want that camera to switch
I
to
don't.
him.
That's why I'm kind of scared.
What will he do next? Okay, nice duck and punish there from Pikah.
It's the twin pistons. Gonna get some life back as well. What are we gonna do? Gonna burst heat? Yes,
it is. He's trying to push Sin into that corner.
Nice spin. Oh, he gets clapped.
Yeah, didn't duck there. Interesting combo. Don't see those very often. Sin really styling and profiling right now. Nice break on the throw.
Break. Okay, big counter here. Where's that wall? Please do not go
It's close. It's close. There it is. Nice use to fit the flash in there as well. Spins away.
I don't know what's going on.
I
spun out flash.
Full crouch sweep. Oh my goodness, the back turn low. Pikah getting around on the board.
I feel like these two are having too much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, slash kick.
But that's what Tekken's all about. Fun.
Yeah, okay, didn't get a full punch on the kick, but
down forward 2 for the down forward 2 there.
That's the second time this has happened. Okay, what's over? Because then we go to Indian stance, goes to the low.
Goodness. Goes mid, doesn't finish the second hit. Is that a punish? Is that minus 14?
I'm going to say yeah, because he's done that so confidently.
Yeah. Like he didn't delay it at all, he just did it.
Oh,
nice. Spins out the unblockable and the heat smash to punish. Good work there from Pikah. Takes it to a final round, second game.
Let's see if Pikah can equalize the score. It kind of looked like it was all Sin, but Pikah just... I think Sin was partying just a little bit too hard, and that's a trait that some Yoshi mixes get. Okay, gets counter hit as well. What are you pressing, bro? You should know this character.
Heat burst, take this to the wall.
That's definitely get to the wall. What's the... Oh, because they're going to go for damage and life back as well.
That was a good read on the Ukemi, but doesn't get the heat smash to punish it. Spin away, taking the life. Okay. Nice break on the throw.
No rainbow drops there.
Nice block, and he launches it this time with the correct combo. This should be dead.
I hate that we have to say with, because you know we're kind of like so cautious about first and now.
And we've seen these players drop combos before. So
that's just 3 buttons. You shouldn't drop it. It's 3. Is it 3, 2, 1?
I don't know, man. But it looks like Pikah's preparing to do something. What's he doing? There's too many shenanigans between these two. Why is he looking at him? He's waving at him. They're having too much fun.
Sin looks a bit salty, you know. he likes when he's winning, but he doesn't look like he likes when he's losing.
And it's kind of ironic because it's like this is the stuff you're doing to other people, man. Get a taste of your own medicine.
It's like, I remember I was saying this to the guys at the EU Cup before when they were fighting against Sona. I said, you don't need to do it back. He's getting into your head. I don't think he's able to hold it. We're talking about hold these punches, going towards the wall. Yep, keeps it. No, he breaks it. I don't think he wanted to.
But sets up for the unblockable sword sweep. The first round goes to Sin in a perfect.
Yeah, maybe he actually wanted that. That was a setup. Yoshi have these crazy tech setups. I don't know.
I feel like a Yoshi player knows when they want to delay the last hit to keep the break or not. So
nice, goes to the mid option there. Okay.
Full crouch sweep and the down forward 2. I think that was a counter hit there from Pikah.
Finding a lot of success with these down forward 2s over there, like with punishments or just catching him coming in. Get the reroll spot as well. Spins out of the low kicks.
He smash spent. Oh, the jab there, beating the spirited away throw.
Okay, 2-2 punch goes low this time. This is a bad situation for Pikah to be in.
Nice. Dark combo? Yes, he does. And did he teabag before? I think he did a little teabag before the rage out there.
That was a smidget of tea, but that was just like
a tiny modicum of disrespect.
Yeah, that wouldn't flavor the water teabag. Yeah. What am I saying?
No, it's too early for this.
Okay, no punish on the
flash.
Man, he done jab, down forward 2, flash, all on block.
This is Yoshi players. I think that's actually a flash punish there for Yoshi.
Yeah. When you do something so confidently, I just believe in it.
It has to be running 3. Nice use of the spin, but no duck there from Sin. Did he step it? Yes, he did, and this should be the round.
7 golden letters as well. Perfect.
In fact, Sin's working on a get a god match right now because he has perfects, but he hasn't won. Oh, he's breathing. No, they lost the Wi-Fi connection.
No punish on the flash. You need to start punishing these flashes on whiff. I know they're a bit fast recovery, but if you're baiting them out, punish them.
For 1+2, the wall setting for nice patience there from Pikah. Didn't want to get caught. Nice throw, but he's still going to be in the corner here. Sin, nice block, nice punish. Is he going to spend a heat dash to make sure he kills here? I think that's going to be it with a Manji kick. Sin 2-1 right now. But again, this is the winner's final. It's going to be first to 3 action. There's going to be still more Tekken to play. And I couldn't see where Pikah.
I mean, that was instant translation. I just saw. I was looking at Korshmit and I was looking at Sin.
just saw the chair spinning and I was like, where did he go?
Shout out to the cameraman. They know that. Oh, God. We're back to Sin.
He's not doing anything just yet.
You said just, yeah.
You're just smiling at him. You're still having too much fun, man. Just play the game. Back in my day, you weren't talking to your opponent. You were playing the game, focused, locked in. Man, let me take. You know what I mean? Back in my day, we didn't used to do.
I find it interesting that Korshmit is making Pikah come to him to coach. That's what I'm finding.
I think all the coaches have done that. To be fair.
Oh.
Is this the same venue that the European Tech Cup finals were at as well last year? I feel like it is. I recognize the stage, and it's in Madrid as well.
I'm gonna plead the fifth now. I don't know.
I think it's the same venue. I recognize it.
There we go. I recognize into subconscious.
Oh my goodness, the backdashing. Just want to stay close. That's a leveless backdash right there. Oh my goodness, ET2 going under. It is a true high crush.
Yeah, I thought maybe just duck instead, but he was showing that, okay, cool, I want to do
I think he tried to do it again and it didn't work.
I mean, you just keep it simple, mate, sometimes. 1-1 block.
All try to 1-1 right back.
Out.
This is such a Yoshimitsu mirror match. This is really and truly a Yoshimitsu mirror match. Right,
that was a nice duck in the helicopter while standing for, able to make the conversion there. Pikah looking to equalize this somehow. Okay, using that jab. We'll try to catch him with the down 4-2 and keep her guaranteed for 1+2. Goes low. I love it.
Going to be out of the air, so not going to get a true wall splat there.
But has a commendable life lead. Doesn't really need to take that much risk. And as I said, I guess this. 1-1 into 1-1, spins out. Spins out
of the spin. This is so hard to track sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And this could be about to okay. Stays. Oh, that's sort
of no. The heat dash was on the ground, so we'll not get an actual follow up there.
And just like that, man. It seemed like Pikah had that round. It just kind of spun away from him. No pun.
No, I thought that was intentional, man.
It kind of was, but I kind of tried to make it sound cool, like I didn't.
No, it's fine.
Backing up, putting that bad breath, Sunday morning breath out here.
Okay, now just spread away, but yeah, the floor wasn't lava just yet, so. But now if he does that again, we are going to get the floor break, and did he? Yeah. I understand why he cancelled it there, thinking it looked like he stepped it.
Yeah. We go nasty. Okay, delays it. Goes low, nice. But I don't like that punish.
Yeah, a lot of questionable punishes from Pikah in this set.
Something happened and something traded and cancelled out. Another kip up.
This is such a. This is.
We need Kane entrenched in here right now. Someone fly him in.
Either way, it's going to be the round 1 right there for Sin. He's now sitting on set point. Winner's final point to move himself to the grand finals. Drops the down 2, but doesn't matter.
Picks it back up.
Should take this to the wall as well. That floor is still active. Are we going to see it? Yes, we are.
I was surprised he done it in that point of the combo. There's not really much he can get from here.
I mean, he's going to take this in the next wall, though. There's going to be too many hits to really get a good combo. Yeah, there it is. Heat burst interrupting there. We're going to punish. This is such a bad situation. Full launch when you're in that situation. The wall breaks the floor again. Pikah. He has some time to think. What's he going to do here for 1+2? And the down forward 4. Sin closes it out in a perfect. He has a little pop off there. He enjoyed that win. He really did. Oh, no handshake as well. Okay, no, they wanted to hug. What is it? No handshakes, all hugs. Laughs between the teams. Little pranksters, these little tricksters.
I mean, this is your generation, bro, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No.
I believe so.
No, it's not.
It is.
I don't know those guys.
Yeah, but
There's
it's
no
still
relation.
the generation, bro. Oh, I saw something crazy on Oxford Street. I'll tell you after, bro. I actually had to say to a crowd, "This is the new generation, guys." There's two people doing a TikTok video, and it's like outside the station where people, you know, at Oxford Circle sometimes it gets a bit mad and they don't let people in. They're making a mad TikTok video shouting, and I shouted to the people, and the crowd like, "This is the new generation. This is what." But anyway. That's a side tangent there, so we're gonna go. So
You've turned into an old man, Bobsy.
I definitely have. So Pikah's gonna drop down into the losers. He's gonna go up against Tibetano, which is actually a rematch we saw in the winners semi. So that's gonna be interesting because Pikah actually did take it over Tibetano. You can see right there the tail of the tape. So Tibetano, you know, fighting as the last remaining Spaniard in the Iberica region in Madrid. Find it out, so it'll be interesting to see how this match is gonna go. I reckon we're not gonna see anything different. I reckon we're gonna see both these guys just going ham, slugging it out. The first match was literally just, I'm gonna press more buttons. I'm gonna see my attack beats your attack. What do you call it? The immovable force meets the.
It's normally the unstoppable force beats the immovable object, but they're both just unstoppable
forces.
Unstoppable forces. They're both just like no one wants to really hold back when you see those two play, right? And again, would have been a geese mirror in Tekken 7, so I'm not surprised to see the sort of game plans on display between these two. And then the winner goes up to play against Sin, seeing that in the grand finals. Again, so I was talking about this earlier, like, again, when you looked through the brackets, you could kind of like expect, I think, you're kind of like looking at Sin, Tibetano, those are the players I'd kind of sort of say, like, these are probably the players we're going to see in our top 4. I think Pikah's one that's a bit about out of left field, really and truly. Like, you know, he's not really had the best year to say. Like 100%. he's had some very high highs, but you know, he's had some lower moments. Not really been consistent at all. So not really someone with a peg to be making it to this far as well. But you know, Tibetano, Sin, their years have been, you know, very well documented.
And talking about Sin as well, I think we saw it before. His placings in the majors was 2nd and 17th, so he's definitely guaranteed. He's definitely going to look pretty on the Benelux leaderboard. And it's kind of like on Pikah now to kind of keep up, because I believe Pikah is still 2nd, even though he hasn't had the best kind of like performances. We're just talking about throughout the year. He can still, you know, get a huge chunk of points if he beats Tibetano here and is able to kind of just keep up with Sin, even though I think on that leaderboard, just looking at Sin's going to be the one.
He's going to be pushing, you know, quite far away from the rest of the pack at this point. So, again, I think that Pikah, again, with a 2nd place, with a 3rd place guaranteed here, will be looking to cement his 2nd place as well. But again, there's a strong region, the Benelux region as well. You know, got players like Draconis in there as well. I feel like both years it has been Pikah and Draconis that have qualified for ETC as well. So
both back to back. It's funny, I haven't really seen Draconis. Is Draconis playing the Heihachi?
He's been mainly the Heihachi, really.
Okay,
you know, he's been committed to the Heihachi. Not really been gone back to the Reina since then. You know, that's been his commitment. But for you know, Pikah here, it's a case of like, you know, he's trying to keep that 3-peat, keep that his sort of status as the top 2 in Benelux. But for Draconis, it's like, you know, Sin is the one kind of taking the spot right there. A bit of trouble for him.
I mean, you know, there's that LCQ at the end, so he could kind of make it back in. I want to see more Heihachi. I don't really recollect seeing much Heihachi's. Yeah, I guess, you know, he's still a relatively new character. Interesting characters, one that I kind of like enjoyed what they've done with him, but nothing has no bearing on what's going to happen next. We're going to have the Asuka versus Yoshimitsu. I'm sure that's going to be the matchup again, like you said before. Oh no!
I was going to say I would like to see Tibetano try the Claudio here, because again, even if he's more comfortable with the Asuka, so first to 3, you have time to play the character, and this is a character that a lot of Yoshimitsu say really puts a pin in Yoshimitsu's efforts. So I like to see it.
Okay, gonna get the punch there to go. Okay, mix it up. I thought he was gonna go low. I thought. Just backing out. Oh, just runs into it. That is very active. Yeah,
because Pikah wasn't ready to get the pick up there, so not the worst thing in the world for Tibetano. He bursts on both sides.
Oh, that looked like counting. It looked like he's gonna go both hits. Okay, spends it. I love the patience. They're probably expecting a flash.
Ooh, the hop kick randomly. I mean, a lot of Yoshimitsu do to down 4-2 into duck. Could have been a hard call out on that. And
I'm talking about hard call outs. That was
That's a Tibetano rager right there.
That was like whiff into rager. I respect it though. Even though I would, if I was playing against it, I wouldn't respect it. But I respect the kind of like mindset.
Respect it as a spectator. No, you respectator
I'm just
it.
being polite, but I don't like that. I don't like that.
That was a Tibetano rager right there, if I've ever seen one.
Okay, gonna spend the heat. Knew the heat was running out. Has Starburst available. Running 2 pressure counter hit. This is all guaranteed. Okay, while standing free. I mean, standing free. Using that full pressure against the wall. Heat burst out. How is he gonna make it? Okay, pushes out. Didn't get to use heat.
Okay, back 1 and 1 more hit will do it. Run into the down 3, the Scorpion Sting.
Done the name of the move.
One character has a move that looks like that. That's called Scorpion Sting.
That's what it goes
So they're all Scorpion Stings to me.
Okay, using that. Okay, I thought he was gonna throw him out a bit. Did he sidestep in time? No, he didn't.
Yeah, but the sidestep 1 should take this to the wall. Just combo symbol, flip over, gets up immediately, full crouch sweeps, looking like a lot of damage right now. Back 4-2 does catch the spin, but on block, and Pikah with the heat smash is going to be 2 rounds to 1 in this first game.
Yeah, is it gonna go the same way? But I guess this is the first 3, so he actually has like that one kind of wiggle room to maybe try the Claudio here. Okay, heat burst as well. Both are in heat. Heat is active.
4-4.
Doesn't fully charge it. Okay,
wow.
Down back 1+2. I love it.
Yeehaw should take this to just before the wall. Running 1+2, sidestep 4, the down forward 4, Tibetano forcing a final round in this first game.
Yeah, and I like it. So Tibetano is also like, that was a beautiful punish. That kind of had that kind of like move back as well. So it's harder to punish.
But good work there for Pikah to get it regardless. Oh, it's only 1-2. Pikah trying to interrupt. Has the Starburst as well. Looking very good right now for Tibetano. But his back is to the wall. Goes mid, gets the wall splat.
This could come. No.
No flash.
Could've got a bigger punish.
And the Tibetano Rager. You can't stop him from doing it. And he will take the first game with it. The Claudio looking like it could be the right option here, Bobsy.
I don't know. I just feel like it came down to just these are just still slugging it out. I just don't think it's a character thing anymore. Like, yeah, the character does better, but I just feel like this is just these two slugging it out. I feel like the first match, it came down to this, well, someone has to win it eventually if you keep pushing the buttons. You know, and it came down to, at the end, just a rage art. So, I don't feel like the match has gone different from with the Asuka, but
they're doing the exact same thing. It's just a different character.
A different character. So, let's see. Let's see if Tibetano can kind of control it a little bit more. Okay, nice block. No punish though. Interesting
decision there from Pikah. Forward 3 gets sorted out the air of the 1-1.
Could have let that rip.
Yeah. Nice duck. Hard duck there on the running 2. Should take this to the wall. It is right there. Heat burst.
Here we go. What's your mix up? Okay, goes for damage and recoverable health. Love it. Just not letting Tibetano get up, get anything. That was a nice little flash duck there. Back 1.
Side step 4 into the heat burst.
Let's see where it gets dangerous. Nice spin out.
Spin. Good work there from Pikah. Good knowledge. He can spin out of the string there while sending 1-2.
You can even sidestep left, bro.
Yeah.
Good
punch parry. It's weird because in Tekken 7, he didn't have while sending 1-2. He had down 1-2. He sidestepped to the right? But like, they just changed it in this game. Now you go to the left now.
I mean, there's quite a few things like that they've changed.
Lars is Sen.
Lars, don't get me started on that character, bro. I have to relearn everything.
Had to go to the right, now you go to the left.
Cha-cha slide.
Take it back now.
I'm going to carry on. We're going to the wall. This is where we're going to. He spends it, heat burst. Okay, what's the mix up?
Looking really bad right now for Tibetano. Back 4-2 just spends the heat, gets his back away from the wall.
And that's going to hit, and that's going to be the round there. Pikah looking to equalize the set just as quick as he lost it. Quick rounds.
Okay, nice wood punish there. Tibetano looking a bit desperate with his options.
Is that punish? I'm gonna guess that's a punish. Okay, forward 4.
Nobody knows.
Back 10 loose. That's gonna evolve. Yeah, that is a
heat burst. The heat burst. Back 4-2.
I love it. It's just being very patient, expecting a flash, but it seems like Pikah's catching on to this and not flashing at all. Down back 1+2 in a bad position.
Wow, that was a knee to the face. It was seeing an Indian stance. Forward 4. Tibetano getting around the board in this second game. This could be the start.
Puts us all the way, no sword stance. Okay, side step 4.
Punish that 1-1 with no sword stance is so much damage. Gonna heat burst the heat burst.
That's the second. So I'm telling you, these guys are just doing it, bro. Down
just
for 1.
Pure vibes Tekken right now. Nice down jab, but no, the while saying 2, he was floated.
Yeah.
He smashed very nice. Wanted to spend his heat some way, somehow. So there's the Starburst. Spends it really fast. Nice break on the throw.
Back into this kind of range.
Back one.
No break on the
this
throw.
time.
Good Okazemi, I love it.
Dashing the duck is really making Pikah think about the option. Now, big life lead right now for Tibetano. Pikah has no heat to play with.
He has no
Punish that, yeah. Pikah, big risk there, but again, you have to dare to dream as we now go to the final round of the second game. Tibetano working on a reverse sweep, trying to claw this one all the way back with the Claudio.
Get down forward one.
Slice it four again, back 4-2. Down 1+2. Wow, forms who catches him.
This is going to be a huge conversion. Going to get a lot of life back as well. Real life. All the great life is spent. I mean, not spent. It's all recovered.
Yeah, and gets even more right back in now. Tech rolls into the sword sweep. Is he going to tech roll again? It might be exactly what Pikah wants. No, he stays down for the Manji kicks. They go blocks it this time, but goes to Indian stance side step 4. Oh, the second hit whiffing, but does it again. Pikah just clinging on by the skin of his teeth, one game apiece.
That's one of the things with Yoshimitsu.
I liked the way they just formed into the frame there. Like, it looked like that was choreographed.
Yeah, and it was a thing where that last round, it really, it's the same. Yeah, I just saw that. It really felt like Tibetano had that last round, but it's just one of those things where Yoshimitsu, where he's strung at, is like Okazemi, taking into the sword sweep, and then all of a sudden it was just like, you've eaten 2 combos, full combos, and with the ability for him to actually gain real life back in the combo, you saw the flash, it's just like, it just really turned the tide of that game. Pikah looking like, he could be the one to take this, but Tibetano, it'd be interesting if he's going to stick with the Claudio. Okay, he does stick with the Claudio.
Yeah. I think there's no reason to switch at this point, right? You're able to force a final round in an almost reverse sweep. Taking the first game looking pretty good.
So let's see what he can change. He is a veteran. He's traveled well traveled. Let's see if we can make these adjustments. What is he going to do? I like it because he is putting gaps in his to try and bait the flash, but it's just not coming. So I wonder if he can maybe press the aggression just a little bit more. But talking about pressing the aggression, side step 1.
Get launched for that. Gonna push him closer and closer to that corner. Full combo. Not the best look here for Tibetano, but the heat smash all grounded.
I like the option though, using the 1 and 2, but throw broken in a bad position. Down back 1+2. I love the jabs to peel him off the wall, make the combo nice.
He wasn't ready, but it was an awkward situation. That's gonna be enough to kill with the heat smash. Tibetano taking the first run in the 3rd game here.
That's a great start. They're gonna get a punish 1-1. So it goes mid, doesn't go low this time. Okay, break on the rainbow drop throw. This range. He's spinning out, doesn't get any punish on it though.
Nice duck. Good call out there from Tibetano. Not best punish, but something is better than nothing. Down forward 2, gets the launch and take this to the wall.
Bad situation being what's that? Okay, then he goes to the low sword sweep, and this is where Yoshimitsu is so scary. That forward 1+2 at the wall where it flips you over, it just puts you in such a bad predicament.
Just don't know the best way to wake up against the character.
I still don't think anyone's discovered how to get out of that fully charged thing where he stabs you on the
I
ground.
don't think you can.
I think someone said roll forward is the best option. But I don't know how. You can't really trust Tekken to it sometimes. They just be putting out some stuff.
Just a read up.
That'll probably work as well. Kids backing up. Hop kick from downtown. And when I see that, I'm just like, oh, is he panicking a bit as he kind of run out of ideas?
No punish there on the side step 2. There's a heat smash. Spend goes mid. Tibetano, he wanted to spend his heat there. Does back 4-2 again.
Gonna get a punish here. 2-1. I don't really like that punish.
Yeah.
Especially as Starburst, you could have gone 4-2. That does so much damage, but really telegraphed. And that's going to be the round, most definitely.
With the rage up.
And that's one of those things there where, if he was playing with the Asuka, I'm sure he would have got the full proper punish there.
Yeah.
2-1 was not the one. I believe it's 4-2 when you got the Starburst. It does chunks of damage.
Would have got the wall splat.
Here we go, though. Pikah looking pretty. Okay, that's the first flash. And flash again.
Flashes again.
It's like them London buses. They just both come at the same time. You ain't seen them all for a while.
Oh, there's the heat burst. But again, this is still trouble for Tibetano. He needs to back off away the wall. And I like that. The running 2, down 1+2, completely reset the wall pressure that he had.
he uses forward 1+2 game with the heat just to kind of push away, so we're back into that central stage. Just look at Pikah really pressing those buttons up close, down forward 2, really trying to fish for it.
Pikah, Tibetano is responding to every down forward 2 on block with a sidestep 4. And I feel like this is something. Oh, punish.
Yeah, 4-2-2.
Must be punished, man.
Starburst as well.
Last 1-2. One more hit will do it. Goes for the mid forward 4. Final round again. This time in the 3rd game. These two keeping it as close as can be.
Okay, down 4 into heat burst. Is that new meta now?
Yeah, he's probably about to spend his heat as fast as we're going to see it. Wow, the spin out of running 2.
Nice start.
Oh, but he
needs
did
the while standing 4.
Yeah, if the while standing 4, wait until he hits the ground again. Tibetano punishing too early. Looks like it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things in this round. The jab stuff in the back. Again, the duck.
Okay, while standing 1, yeah. I was going to say while standing 1 too, just to instantly screw. But it doesn't matter. Gets it anyway. I love it, learning on the fly. They knew that the while standing 2 was not working the second time. So, I'm going to try this out. Boom.
Yeah, just a great adjustment there from Tibetano. We saw it on the fly there.
Damn, it's like I said, these two are really slugging it back and forth. He said, fine. It seems like I'm even thinking the first game between these two was final round, everything. Like I said,
it's all been final round so far, so just coming down to those clutch decisions is now Tibetano 1 game away from beating the person he put him into loser side and then trying to make a claim at the entire tournament itself.
Well, guess what? He's going to have another Yoshimitsu to go through. Okay, back 1. Back 1 again. I love it. Dash up, back 1. Dash up. Running 2 as well.
And Tibetano again trying to defend home turf. That's the I was going to say, I said soil and turf. I tried to home toif.
Oh, some toif. Doesn't catch it though.
Heat burst a challenge, but lively for Tibetano, but Yoshi can really make that disappear in a heartbeat. Okay, 4-2 just spends it, and a 4-1+2.
No. This is going to get some real health back off this as well. Going to have a great life to kind of get back, but you don't want to give Pikah any sort of chance to come back here.
The red 13 seconds left to go sidestep 4. We're at the wall on Yakashima, Bobsy. We're there.
I think this is the second time it's happened with me and you've been commentating.
Yeah.
Are we the chosen ones to see the edge of the stage?
I think that's the 7th time I've seen it the entirety of the games come out that way. I played the game or watching the game.
Bro, I'll be in practice mode and I still don't find the rules on this stage.
I'm still not sure it exists. Nice back 3-3.
4-4, gonna spend it. Nice,
nice step there from Tibetano. Back 4-2. That was a good option as well because hop kick would have given an off-axis combo. There should be enough to kill with a running 2. Tibetano now on set point.
Like you said, that's one of the things about using the heat, engaging and cancelling them. Like you said, it always realigns. So great call out there from Tibetano.
And Tibetano 1 round away from getting to the grand finals here at Ender Zone Evolution 4, defending home Toif.
While standing for puts the sword away, wants to make something shenanigans happen. Need to be careful of the flash line because he's going to get back some real life. Even the 1-1, you just need to be very careful. Just that. Just raw your.
I
don't know. I need Kaden Trent to do it. He does it the best.
Yoshi players. What a special breed. Okay, back 1. Sidestep 4 again. The down back 4. We're seeing so many pokes right now for Tibetano. The heat burst stuffing him before he can do the bad breath. 1+2, the heat dash, running 3 more plus frames. Back 4-2 spends it +5.
Again, like you said, I hate the man for the down back 1+2.
Running 2, nice start, but no late, but gets hit anyway. Tibetano attacks into the string. Not going to be enough to kill, but with 2 seconds, the only thing he can do is rage out, and I don't think Pikah is going to give that to him. Was that punish?
I don't think
How
so.
fast is the 4-4-2?
Unless, I don't know, he's on a hitbox. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a hitbox hitbox exclusive punish is what I'm trying to say. I'm starting to mix up my words.
Either way, it's looking very good right now for Pikah, working on this comeback, working on potentially getting a reverse sweep. Can he get it done?
He definitely needs to save his tournament life. Talking about saving it. Nice low parry.
4-1+2 hits him. This is looking so good right now for Pikah. Heat burst.
In the back. Okay. Probably going to spend the heat burst there.
The side step 4 whiffing that time. Forward 1+2 for the whiff punch. We go to a final round again, Bobsy.
I'm telling you, every single round, this is Tekken where someone just has to win because of the round counts.
It's written in the stars.
Let's get a double KO.
I feel like we could see it between us.
Oh, 100. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Pikah down 4-2. Lets it rock.
1-1.
Spins out. A bit too slow to punish though.
Good down jab though, stuffing the pressure. 1-3, still has Starburst available. We're going to see some Yeehaw. Are we going to see it? There it is.
Was
down
that
back
aerial
1+2.
though?
Yeah, but it was he was airborne, so not the best. Gets a full combo. Nice stuck on spiritual way, but again does the while sending 2. Not the right option there. But the forward, but no, that is not the correct one. Hold on, there from Tibetano.
Not like this, Tibetano. You had it. 4-2-2 is all you needed to do.
And
I'm
Pikah
not sure.
got some health back, so I don't know if this is going to be enough to
unsure.
kill. It's not. That is a magical pixel. Tibetano, you have a lifeline to close this out. Running 3, mid. And the forward 2-2. And just like that, we're going to a final game between these two. Had to be a final round, didn't it? There's Koshmir. There's Lain. And I have to say, that's such a...
That's a heartbreaking one. That's like literally like fumbling.
There's so much that went wrong there for Tibetano, but again, he was the architect of his own demise. You know, ducking the Spirited away from doing while sending 2 instead of like he showed earlier when he was ducking, did while sending 1. It was a different move, but the same situation. You know, while sending 1 that probably would have killed. Had the forward 4 counter hit, forward 2-2 probably would have been enough to kill, but just did back 3, which was just an interesting decision of what he had 4-2-2, he had 4-3 he could have done. But the back 3 by itself and Pikah running backstage. I don't know what's happening there. He's gonna go grab a steel chair. Oh no, he's getting water for the both. Oh, that's nice.
That's a gentleman right there.
Getting water for the both. I would have just gone for myself. I would have just grabbed one for myself.
Maybe it's a tactic to distract him.
Maybe he's poisoned.
Ooh, that's a new meta. Handed him the poisoned water.
That's why he ran back there. He didn't.
He's tying up his shoelace. I'm confused. What happened?
He didn't let it get done in the light. But now, Tibetano versus Pikah losers final. 1 game to decide who will be matching Sin in the grand finals. Can Tibetano defend home serve?
Home serve?
What? I don't know. I don't know why I can't say turf or soil. I just have to mix them both. Either way, can he defend home Toif? Let's find out.
That was a nice back 2-2 with punish. So that side step 4.
We're gonna throw. Piece of jab simple. Nice. Down at 1+2. Good whiff punish there on the flash. Should take this to the wall, and he does. Spadici. That's it.
So much damage as well. I love it. Pikah's heat ran out. Side step 4.
Simple roll. Back 1. One more hit. One more big hit will do it here for Tibetano.
I feel like it's going to be a back 1. Just dash up back 1. Okay, you just whiffed it though.
14 seconds left to go. Neither want to overextend here. Don't want to give anything new. Tactics goes mid. Down to 1. Oh my goodness.
Away from him. It seemed like at the end there, Tibetano just didn't know how to close it out. He saw so many whiffed back 1s. It's like he didn't know how to get in.
One thing I feel about Tekken 8 is a game where you really have to finish off your opponent.
Yeah.
You have to.
And you have to punish as well.
You have to like flash on spring kicks is like Yoshi 101. That's the first thing they teach you in Yoshi school. I feel like in this game you have to go for the finish. You can't just let them try and kill themselves off. Because especially character like Yoshi, you can get so much health back, you know, from so many different moves. I feel like it's important to finish him off when you're given that opportunity, and we just saw there why it's so important.
I know back 1 is kind of like a weird move to whiff punish because he has that kind of pushback. But
yeah, the way he saw that
Tibetano really just throwing it out. Ranges where it's just not going to hit. Keep out back 1, you know.
Should take this to the wall. Gonna spend, oh my god, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. And look at the time left to go. I don't know, even if that didn't kill, there'd be enough time for Tibetano to make this comeback. And now Pikah sitting on loser's final point. Is this gonna be our first game that's not a final round as well, Bubsy?
Yeah, it's looking that way. Back 2-2, got heat as well. Okay. Heat burst, well, both, and he down back 1+2.
No punish. He was expecting the heat dash though.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the heat smash back to the wall.
Goes mid. Catches him. Oh, this is not a good situation for Tibetano to be in, but does have Starburst.
Spring kick again.
Pikah just kind of took away a lot of his own life there.
I think that was unsafe there. Oh, spirited away. This is trouble right now for Tibetano. Are we going to see the Tibetano rage out though? This might be the time. If there's any time, it's now. Running to.
Oh, trying to figure out.
Oh,
Oh,
he didn't confirm.
No,
He didn't confirm. Sidestep 4 and the trade and the down 4 and the flash. Tibetano stays alive.
This guy is hanging on loose string, a thread at this minute. He should have lost that so many times.
But Tibetano can't be defeated, and that's going to fly him out of the air to the wall. Has Starburst. Has he dropped Spadici? Too many hits. Yeah, it was too many hits. And now the situation completely flipped. This is exactly what Peak wants. And also got no more heat for Tibetano as well. This might be a huge miscalculation on his part.
Stand back one. I was about to say, I thought I would have done.
Just need to do something to alleviate the pressure. But no Starburst, no heat, no rage just yet for Tibetano.
Hop kick,
punished. Oh, just out of range.
Yes, that was very, very fortunate there for Tibetano.
Excellent break as well. Out of range again, floated out of the air. I don't think this is enough to kill Bubsy unless the sidewall comes into play, but it's not enough. The block, no punish, running two. Back one! No. This isn't enough to kill, but the back one gets the wall splat. Now, Tibetano will get some health back with here as well. This might be one mix-up away from death, but I feel like Pikah's going to have something sneaky up his sleeve. It's a jab!
What's up these sleeves?
It's a jab on the running two. It's going to float him. And with that, Pikah. It's our first game that's not a firing around, by the way, between these two. Pikah is going to take it 3-2. And what's he doing? Where's he gone? Oh,
just run off the stage.
Is it was something? I could see like sparks or something. Were there like sparks flying, or am I going absolutely crazy?
I think maybe crazy. But Tibetano, man, he's got my heart racing because there's so many opportunities he had there. And we mentioned this actually earlier on. I said it seemed like he doesn't know how to kind of close out the rounds with the Claudio. And in that situation, I know it's easier me just sitting on the couch and saying this. I don't think running two was the option to go for. I just think that move, you know, you're running. Like I said, when you're pressing forward, you're not blocking. Like, people can just float you out of it. I just don't think that was a correct decision to make, especially when you had that little bit of a life lead. Time was on your side. Pikah needs to make the press there. I just don't think the running two is an option.
Especially with a player like Pikah who is so
always going to do
active,
something.
right?
Yeah,
he's so active. And I feel like it could have been a situation where he was trying to try and get to like a meteor into where he had to wake up and block it. But
I don't think he even gets that meteor for that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was possible there. But either way, Pikah's going to take it and going to move back into the grand final. So we're going to have a true top three here potentially, right? Because, you know, Tibetano's lost to Pikah, and Pikah might finish second or first, and Tibetano's going to, and then, you know, with this Sin and Pikah goes, going to be first and second. So it's like a true top three, you know, happening right now. But yeah, you know, congratulations to Pikah in that one. Commiserations to Tibetano, but we're not done yet. We still have our grand finals play. It's going to be Pikah. It's going to be Sin. It's going to be Yoshi mirror match grand finals. What do you think about that?
Just to back on that, it's actually both from the Benelux region as well. We've got a double Benelux in the finals. So we mentioned before Sin in #1 place. So it could be good for, like you said, Pikah to kind of pull away from the pack as well. But we got, again, the Yoshi mirror match. And if it's anything that we've seen from the mirror match before, we had gimmicks and antics in-game, gimmicks and antics outside game. It's going to be something that's going to probably fry our brains. I think we need to call Kane and Trench in here right now to...
Imagine if we just had him ready to go.
I'm sure you'll probably just spin around that corner. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's ready to go, but no, we're not gonna have Kane and Trench. That'd be too much. That's too much Yoshi. Because at one point we had what? Pikah, Koshmir, Sin, and Kane. That'd be 4 Yoshis in one room.
Don't they have that tournament in Japan where they all play the same player?
The team tournament. With each characters. Yeah.
Is there a Yoshi team out there?
I hope not.
Let's hope not. You know, just hope.
Let's not see that. But yeah, so they'll be setting up for our grand finals. That's going to be Sin versus Pikah, another Yoshi mirror match, and I feel like Sin was quite comfortable.
He was in that. It just seemed like he just partied a little bit. We've seen him so many times with these Yoshimitsus where they just party sometimes a little bit too hard. But then when it came down to like, okay, I need to actually win this, he's just kind of like, like this. There's the analogy when you just kind of like tighten a screw in your gameplay, and you're just like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I just need to tighten stuff in the gameplay and just make sure everything's kind of tight. I'm just reacting to things. That's what I felt like he'd done. He just like, it's like a switch. You could turn it on and off when he needed to. So I feel like it's definitely gonna be on Pikah to kind of like make Sin uncomfortable, but it just seems like Sin's really kind of like gelled with the character. We saw combos and stuff and setups that I had not seen from a Yoshimitsu. It seems like he's really specialized with this character and gone into depth with it. I don't think Pikah's quite there just yet with the character. And that's my pickup. So we'll see though. Maybe, you know, Pikah's on a hot streak at the minute, you know, coming in from a huge win over Tibetano. Maybe he just can ride that momentum. You know, Sin's kind of had that cool down time. See what happens.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, that was just the main thing to me, just he looked comfortable. You know, I feel like when it comes down to the mirror match, I think we've seen Sin do amazing things, you know, beating, you know, Kane Trench. I feel like he just seems comfortable in the mirror match. I feel like probably plays a bit more than Pikah does as well. So, you know, when it comes down to it, this is really really important for, I think, Pikah to sort of try to do things he's not seen before. You know, try and bring something to the table, because I think it's like the moments where Sin was really losing was when what came down to was when, like you mentioned, he was partying too hard. I think that's probably Sin's biggest enemy, in my opinion, is himself, because I feel like he can get ahead of himself and start, you know, celebrating a bit too early. We're seeing him, you know, doing all these antics on stage, but obviously it's for their friends on the stage. But you know, it does happen sometimes in other matches where he get a bit ahead of himself. You know, oh, I'm winning, I'm up, and start, you know, partying too hard, trying to be a bit too fancy on stage, and that might come back to bite him one day. But as it looks right now, he's looking really cool, calm, collected. You know, I think he's looking comfortable. I think the biggest trouble he was in was against Lancelot. You know, 2 rounds down in the final game, but kept his head on straight. Forced Lancelot to be the one to panic, even though he was up. Lancelot was up in the set. I feel like this grand finals pressure is something that Sin should be used to by now.
I mean, talking about grand final pressure, you know, he had the second place in already, but also he's had a big win this I can't remember the tournament when he beat Kokoma. Crossover, that's what it was. Yeah, when he beat Kokoma in grand finals. So, you know, I really feel this could be a huge like success for his 2024 year, picking up 2 huge wins. And you know, these tournaments nowadays are just getting harder and harder to make a win. Like, it's actually a great accolade to be like, okay, no, I've won this tournament. I won this tournament against a Crossover where I had these sort of guys. I've won a EU major, and I feel like sometimes what it takes with players is to just win that one big major, and it kind of like gives you the confidence to know that you can believe in. And I've seen going into next year, it could be proper interesting to see how he's gonna go into Tekken 8 Season 2. That's if they keep Yoshimitsu the same.
God, I hope not. But anyway, those are they're getting ready on the stage right now, preparing another Yoshimitsu mirror match. It was the same as last time. We had Pikah in the P2 Tekken 8 Yoshi, and Sin was using the Tekken 7 Yoshi outfit.
Hopefully they keep it the same and they don't mix it up, because
they better not.
Yeah, all the spinning, and like you said, it's kind of
got hard to
keep track of who's spinning where. And
okay, no, so that's the preset 4, and then we also have the Tekken. I'm gonna assume Pikah's on the preset 4, and then Sin, because Sin is Sin on the P2 side, so I'm assuming that's how things are going right now. And here it is now, the Yoshimitsu mirror match once again. Please tell me the names of them. Because Pikah was sitting on the P1 side. Please tell me the names the wrong way around.
We will get confirmation soon, I guess.
But down 4-2.
Someone's winning. Let's just say that. Someone
down
4-2.
Takes it. The Yoshimitsu player takes it to the wall. He bursts. The flip over. 4-1+2 again.
Nice, avoiding the puddle. Okay, spins out of that. I've never seen that before. Okay, yeah, the days were wrong. I'm about to say
they just got rid of them. They made it even harder. Alright, nice sweep there from Sin.
I'm about to say, because Pikah was looking bad comfortable there.
Nice punish on the down for 1-3. Oh, the spin.
Wow, it's a single spin as well. Nice. It just seems like he's really prepared for this match as well. There we go.
Exactly what we saw the first time round.
Okay, what's the mix up? Nice spins out. We're going to see a lot of spinning out of stuff.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, what's the mix up? Goes to the back one.
There's another spin. There's another spin. 4-1+2 again there. The spin from, I was going to say spin from Sin, but actually the spin from Pikah. Down 4-2.
Nice. That kind of looked like it caught the start of the spin.
Maybe a sideball, but nice.
That's what I'm saying. I like it. He uses the heat burst just to kind of like see what he can do in the combo to kind of extend it. It really, like I said, it seems very comfortable, but talking about very comfortable, don't want to take his shoes off just yet. Side step down forward two, gonna get a wall splat as well. What's the mix up?
You already see the 4-1+2 whiff due to lateral movement. Watson Tuba did not believe in it.
Sometimes you gotta believe, and you can achieve whiff from the flash, no punish from Sin though.
Oh, gets caught by the sword stun, the sword sweep.
They just spinning out.
Goes low, heat burst. Back 2-2, very nice, but no heat, so nothing comes with running 3. There's the jab down for 1, spins out of it. There's the heat smash. Pikah getting around on the board in this first game, but Sin's still looking very comfortable, I have to say.
Yeah, it's like I said, it seems okay. Now Pikah's just
moving. He's moving.
But you got spin, you don't need to move anyway. You just press 2 buttons, bro. Stop showing off.
Movement there, but nice 3-2 punish that.
Punish.
You're actually not the best while standing punishment, so not the worst single, but nice step, but the flip gets flipped there. But doesn't matter because of the hop knee. Launch into launch. Sin taking the first game. And
Man's on the phone and talking to Koshmir as well.
Koshmir was up, and he's doing it again. He's doing it.
I'm not gonna squid. The thing is, the way he was doing it, I expected to see the crowd like pop it, like, you know, they were just like, they're probably just watching him as well.
He's
like we're
shaking.
watching.
He's bobbleheading. He's laughing. He isn't enjoying himself.
Yeah, I mean, who am I to say don't enjoy yourself, Sin? I don't know what to say anymore. Interesting. He looks kind of animated. Do you think Pikah may have changed character? Because he did play a Nina at one point.
He did play a Nina. The only characters I've seen him play in this game are Nina and the Yoshi, so is that what he has gone with here? I'm not too sure.
I mean, in this kind of situation, it's like you said, he's looking very, very comfortable. It looks like when he's losing, it's like he's losing on his terms. So maybe trying something out, maybe because Sin just looks too familiar with the options.
Well, here's the thing, it's a longer set, so I feel like he was going to play the Nina.
He should have done it first.
Yeah, you try it, right? I've not seen him play the Nina in a while to it. It has been all Yoshimitsu from Pikah from what I've seen, so no, it's going to be the Nina. It's going to try the Nina here.
It's like I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
But again, so is this going to be a commitment for the rest of the set? Is he just trying to see if he can steal a game? It's going to be interesting to see, because even if he does win this, he does have to reset the bracket as well. And I think we're seeing a bit of rustiness from the Nina early. Oh my goodness, but maybe not.
Nice with punish. Will we go into that wall? But I feel like I feel like it's something that he had to do at this kind of point, because it was just looking way too comfortable for Sin.
Break on the regular throw though. Over the blonde bomber, it's going to be a launcher because he did float out of the air. First round goes to Pikah with a surprise Nina pick.
That was a huge start. That's something that you want to get underneath your belt to get some kind of momentum, especially with the character pick.
Yeah, I feel like once you switch characters, that's exactly the kind of start you have to have. You don't want to be questioning, should I have stuck with Yoshi? Should I switch? You know, having a start like that can really be exactly what you want to do, regardless of how the rest of the set goes.
Okay, that was interesting. I'm surprised he didn't do the upward one to get the guaranteed hit after, but he's Yoshi main, not me.
Nice jab there from Pikah.
Okay, it's going to be all recoverable health, so
there's the heat burst. Guns to get to the wall. Too much wall carry. They can't even split enough from the
screen. Need to hire a new cameraman basically for that one. Interesting combo.
Yeah, this might be max damage, you know. Because if he takes us to the wall, this is going to be dead. Wow, didn't even need the max damage 3-1 combo just like that. Sin ties up the round count.
I mean, Yoshimitsu is kind of good, you know.
Just a bit.
Yeah, nice lunge kicks, goes in mid as well. Nice start. Not too many times on the door, gets a counter hit trade.
Just flash, it doesn't work out. Nice pick up there from Pikah. Should take this to the wall. Okay, there's the heat burst. Wow, trying to get something in the back there, but oh no.
No, that did not work out for him. Tried to go for something a little bit too fancy using the blonde bomb.
That was good awareness there from Sin. And the flash is going to beat out any follow-up there. And I don't think this will be enough to kill, but he has heat dash. He can still rage up, but if he drops the combo, it's not going to be enough. Forward 1+2 being the spring kick, but he didn't heat dash it. But just like that, another one. I was on forward 1+2s there, but enough to kill.
That's the thing with that forward 1+2, when you staying grounded, it.
Yeah, it's going to hit you.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, going to get a jab, yeah. What's your combo like?
Keeps it very simple. Might be a sidewall here if he can get in. No, doesn't even touch it. Oh, wow. Out there. Probably could have converted to a full combo there. Wasn't ready for it. Last one going to shoot the gun's going to be enough for a wall splat.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's just unlucky.
I don't agree with that spin there. I think the spin was what left him in that one-hit kill situation.
I mean, sometimes when you're so used to living by the sword, you die by the sword. That's it. 1-1 punish.
It's simple. That's down forward 2 for the down forward 2.
I like it. That's something I've noticed a lot from Pikah. He's been punishing down forward 2s and down forward 2s quite a lot. He's just aware and ready.
Okay, Sin struggling to wake up now. Bob tries to hop lead, but the throw catches him. And just like that, one game apiece, the Nina switch working out exactly as Pikah hoped to would in Sin. He stopped all that dancing now.
Like I said, whenever he loses, he looks like he wants to lock in.
No more dancing, man. He's had enough.
Serious time. I mean, this is exactly what Pikah needed to get some kind of like momentum back on his side. Definitely, like we saw before, the Yoshimitsu pick was not working one bit. So it's now on Sin, because it looked like Pikah definitely is showing great signs of life. Like now he's looking like he's actually contending in this set, because before, no chance.
He should take this to the wall.
Nice, I like the kips on the wall as well. Okay.
Burst.
I love this continued pressure as well. I wonder if we're going to start seeing a lot more flashes from Sin, because you know Nina's a really sticky character once she gets her aggression going, but it doesn't look like he's actually brought out the flash attempt, and Pikah looking like a new man now.
Yeah, it's looking like Nina's really worked out for me. Again, I'm not saying really play the Nina much, but I think it's a good time to do it. Sin just looks so comfortable with the Yoshi mirror match. Struggling a bit more against the Nina.
Okay, nice break on the throw. Nice, goes
slide.
underneath. Okay, he's got the options here. Gonna get the launch punish as well. This is all looking Pikah at the minute.
Now, there shouldn't be enough to kill, but it's going to be very close. Doesn't get the wall break, but wipe the floor. 2 rounds to nothing in this game here. The Nina switch really looking like the right decision for Pikah.
I mean, he's definitely wiping the floor with Sin at this moment. Sin needs to really stop the bleeding. It looks like now he's totally uncomfortable.
Maybe he needs to start dancing again.
No. he does not. We don't see any of these outgame antics. Big whiff, no duck. Back 2. Okay,
He didn't believe in it.
Yeah, it even seems like Sin's now doubting himself.
Yeah. Oh, 4-4-3.
Okay, gets a follow up as well. Down for 1. I think he stepped on.
Whoa, Nina's does have a bit of extra tracking.
That's an extra large slice of tracking.
Oh man. Alright, but the get up for Sin has something to say about this game, but it's not running away from just yet.
Gonna get a punish. Nice. Okay, full crowd sweep. Go low. 4-1 2. Right now he's just bullying him, pushing Pikah towards the wall.
Nice dark, but a bit too late on the punish. Pikah gonna take full advantage of that. And the hard wall break already has 1 hit on it. Are we gonna see a second one? Yes, we are.
But I don't kind of agree with that. Is he gonna get to the second wall?
I mean, he would have.
I mean,
if the camera let him, he would have.
He needs to hire a new cameraman.
But there's the heat smash trouble right now for Sin.
Doesn't get out. Still has the heat. Needs to be careful.
1+2. Nice punish on there while sending 2. Gets the counter hit. Looking very good right now for Sin. Goes low. 1 more hit's going to do it. Down forward 4. And the down for final round here in this 3rd game.
Damn it. It kind of looked all Pikah at the beginning of this, but Sin, you know, showing that he still has life in the tank.
Really adapted very well during the set, you know. Like, he has to adjust to a new character, adjusted this playstyle with the character.
Yeah, nice break on the rainbow drop throw. Get down forward 1. I like it.
Nice dark.
I love it. Where's that wall?
It's very close. Are we going to see it? No, just out. Whoa. Okay, nice conversion there from Pikah.
Gonna get a heat. We are. He's not engaged. Nice
slide keeps the combo very simple. Blonde bomb. Flips him over with the shut up.
I love this pressure.
Back to the wall, but flips over. Can't get anything before 3. Recover too fast. Looking for something, and this is so much pressure right now from Sin. The duck, but no punish.
Spins on out of there. Full crowd sweep. What's going to go down forward 4? Just backing off now.
13 seconds left to go. Heat burst for Sin. Spins away. Counter hit. 1 more hit's going to do it. Nice patience from Sin. Heat smash. What's the mix? Goes mid. Down forward 4, 3 seconds.
Nice.
And what a block from Pikah.
Crucial block there. I was a bit scared it was going to run away from Pikah because he was getting to, oh no, he don't look happy. He went from dancing to hand on the hip slash chair.
You know when the hand's on the hip. That's when it's serious time.
He's shaking his head now. All the antics have stopped.
Yeah, over and done with this. We now get into the 4th game, and this is with this win here we could see a reset with the Nina. And again, you know, we questioned it from the beginning, like even if he does win with the Nina, whether it's close, does he think about going back to the Yoshi? But it looks like Nina is very clearly the port of call here for Pikah.
It just seems to, you know, it's like you said before, he was too comfortable. It's really put a wrench in what Sin wants to do. Now he's starting to doubt himself, not getting the punishes as clean as he was before, letting things go as well. Nice, I like this pressure that I keep no punish. Okay, no duck on a 4-3.
I feel like 4-3 is hardest duck in this game. I don't know why. I feel like it was easier in 7. I don't know why I feel that way.
Oh, I found it always hard, but it's just one of those weird moves. Okay, nice block on the rainbow drop throw, using that bad breath for keeper as well, just dashing heat burst activated. Nice.
AD2 staying alive. And get some health back in this combo as well.
He stays down. I need to really lab that, see what the best option is, but talking about labbing it doesn't matter. This should be the round. Yeah, it keeps the combo nice and simple. Sin showing that he's still life, doesn't want this bracket reset.
Again, it's kind of the worst case scenario for the guy on the winner side, right? He was playing so well in the Yoshimirika, was comfortable. Nina switch kind of coming out of left field. 1-1, second it, yeah. Sora's waste was a full counter hit launcher. We're probably going to see the heat burst there. See the way he sets up the combo there. This might even be enough to kill Bobsy.
Yes, I think that is dead. How is that dead? Why is that dead? But looking at the combo, that looks super optimal. We saw him do it earlier on.
And there's the Fubuki knee. It's looking really good right now for Sin. This is the comfortability we're seeing against the Yoshi. Pikah doesn't really have the options. Nice Ukemi.
Back. Oh, that all kind of looked guaranteed. I don't know. Spins on out of there, down 4-2. What's your combo like? You dropped it before.
Nice. Keeps this one so simple. I think he's looking for a splat as well. Yes, he is. See one guaranteed for 1+2. Good spin. Nice duck there from Sin on the guns. If the first hit whiffs, you can duck those. And Sin now forced a final game in this set. Can he stop the reset again? All smiles, all laughs are gone between these two. They understand how serious this is. Probably both going to be, they're both definitely going to be leading the Benelux region by the end of this tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think Pikah will even take first place if he wins today, because like Sin is quite a way ahead with the points. But yeah, there's a lot on the line. There's extra prize pool. There's more points on the line. You really want to state your claim as the #1 in the Benelux region.
Even just pride, you know, Sin maybe not one of the leaderboard, but you can be like, well, I beat you in this tournament, man.
So many things at play here between these two, but nice. Should take this to the wall. Nina's wall carry is something that is so special in this game.
Okay, spikes down. Interesting
simple combo, yeah. Spin away, back 1+2 whiffing though, but that is going to be enough. With the blonde bomb, catches him airborne, so it's going to be a full combo. What a nice combo that was.
I mean, I like the way, I really like that he was aware that that was aerial, so he would get the extended combo.
Making the nice starts off with the launch. That's where the Fleet 4 takes it to the full crowd sweep, takes this to the wall.
That's a big counter hit on that sweep. Okay, with the mix up though, keeps him grounded.
It just stays down. That's me. Guaranteed hit there. He smashed one more hit, should do it. Goes low, nice block there. Pikah risks everything. There's the heat burst. Nice dark. And again, he tried to launch that earlier, but that time kept it safe with the full crouch sweep. Very nice adjustment there from Sin.
Again, starts off with that full crouch. He's trying to catch probably a counter hit.
That's why I said 1-2. Wipe the floor.
Counter hit as well is going to be huge. Conversion. We're going to go for the heat. Yes, we are definitely going to go towards that wall.
And we're going to get it. No, just shy. Gets a little wall splat.
Again,
wipe the floor.
Sin,
you have to get up. You have to get up. And just like that, Pikah now on reset point. If Sin wants to win the tournament, he has to do it here and now. Don't want to be too little, too late.
This is looking like, that's
wow.
Just, yeah, that's the word for that. Wow. that was definitely wow. Back 2-2 with punish.
Very nice right there from Sin. Goes to the magic hits immediately. Nice step.
Look at this pressure from Pikah not letting Sin get anything started. That was grounded as well. Look at that combo. Gets the special with the wall.
Goes under, wipe the floor again. Gets the counter hit launch. And with the correct combo, we're going to keep playing the game. And then go into the reset with the win. Pikah's Nina really turning this set around. And he puts now what's he do? He looks like he's relaxing. And yeah, I was wondering if Sin was gonna ask for the rock paper scissors, because again, it is a completely new set.
Yeah.
It is replayed. They can redo the rock paper scissors because Sin does want that P1 side.
Did he really need to take his headphones off to play rock paper scissors?
That's both scissors. I can't even see who's winning. I don't know the score, but I just know Pikah did win at the end there. Oh, that camera angle. That camera angle changed everything, man.
We don't know what happened.
But we do know that it
Seriously, sorry to cut you off. Seriously, did you take your buds out to play rock paper?
I don't know, man. Maybe there's some like extra. No, they've gone right back into it.
That was quick. Shout out to the PS5.
Just no delay at all. They want to play again. They want to keep going.
Bracket has now been reset. This is a fresh set, first of 3. I don't know, if you're looking at how that last set went, it just seems like the Nina's just been the answer for Sin. Down forward 1, just keeping nice and mid and checked. Just sliding that in there. It seems like Sin needs to really find the answer here to just stop Pikah. Okay, we're spinning out. It just seems like all the spins, and we haven't actually seen a flash in a while.
Yeah.
Just
wipe the floor into wipe the floor and go straight into the down forward 1. Just the presence of those lows made that down forward 1 so strong. First round in the first game of the reset going to Pikah.
Yes, we've seen a lot of those wipe the floors.
No punish.
That looks kind of like he done it instantly as well. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Alright, 1-1 gets the wall spam, but Sin not going to take this one lying down.
7 golden letters needed to stop that bleeding. Even though the set's even, it just kind of seems like it's in Pikah's favor.
Yeah, the momentum clearly on Pikah's side, right?
Nice block on the full crouch. I think that's one of those things where the amount of time that Pikah swept him is swiping the floor. It's kind of enraged him to start doing those lows.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit in his head as well. But spins on out in a good position.
Bomb. Look at the 2 throw, and that's a chain throw, and he guessed wrong, and that's going to be it.
7 golden letters.
2 rounds to the good right now. Pikah. This Nina breathed new life into him here in this tournament.
Again, going for that full crouch sweep. Okay, gets caught. It's getting caught in between stuff. Okay, that is guaranteed counter hit as well. This is all looking back. Going to get a punish as well. Throw broken. Needed to break that throw.
Versus a trade though, not the worst thing in the world.
Okay, maybe that down 2 is guaranteed. Rainbow drop throw is going to be in the same position. Nice patience.
No duck this time. He tried to interrupt.
God, they're just swinging. This is swinging, and they're going to get a full conversion here. Should be the round. Keeps the combo nice and simple. Yes, goes for the rage art. And that is there, just equalizing the set. I felt like one too many mistakes there from Pikah's end.
I say sign there because there was a part of me that just felt like that wasn't going to kill, and I have no idea why. We get into this final round now between these two, and again, keeping it close as can be right now. The Nina pick really paying dividends for Pikah, but Nina's one of those characters that you just don't want to press into it all the time. It just happens so much. Every second or third hits a counter, and you have to be so careful, especially with how you try and punish there.
It seems like Sin's panicking just a little bit, pressing buttons. We should be pressing buttons, going for what's
another blonde bomb catch him out of the air. That's like the 3rd time that's happened in this set alone. To the breakable. Nice block again on the sweeping Pikah. Finally had the lead.
I mean, if I was Pikah right now, I'll start doing the Sin dance. But it just
start sticking out the tongue and all that.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
But it just seems like, the demeanor of both these players has changed so much. It was all singing and dancing.
Shifted.
Bro, these guys are serious now. Sin's not even looking into the crowd. He's looking straight into that monitor. He's looking through the monitor.
He's looking at Pikah.
Basically through both monitors. But Sin needs to make something happen here. Pikah now, for the first time in the lead on this set. Okay, nice block. No, gets hit.
Nice punish there, yeah. Gets something.
Yeah, showing that he does have the knowledge, but it's not working. Nice side step. Gonna get a combo, keeps it nice and simple this time. I love the little slice. They're gonna go for up forward one. Guaranteed hit. Yeah, forward 1+2.
Does it again. Well, no punish. He was expecting the heat dash. He just does it again anyway, even though there was no heat.
Sometimes you just need to really keep an eye on the bar. Sometimes when you're just so engulfed in a match, you don't get a kick up there.
Nice block on the slab and no launch.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. Not the worst thing in the world.
Down forward two, just trying to catch Sin. He's using that lateral movement a lot now. Just using, I love it. He's going back to just using single jabs. Just really trying to lock Pikah down.
Yeah, I think Sin has really turned a very basic game plan. We've seen jab, jab, down, forward, forward. Just simple pokes, trying to play with a life lead. And then big duck there on the throw. This should be the round with the rage up.
Keeps it nice and simple. Doesn't want any combos up. And like you said there, it seems like he's really dialed it back. That's why I like to say sometimes, you know, we can overcomplicate this game when we play Tekken, and it's just sometimes you just need to keep it simple. Use that usage of the jab. Jab probably, like, you know, that's the core in any fight. Even if you're a boxer, jab, that's the move. Jab.
And that's launch there from Pikah. Still has his heat burst. I'm not going to spend this time. Pikah's been spending his heat burst very early in his combos, I noticed, but that was not the time he did. Just as I say it as well, it's very...
He's probably could build up in confidence now. He's like, okay, cool, I feel a little bit more confident.
Lively right now for Sin. Nice orbital going over the sweep this time.
Yeah, I feel like Sin's done one too many sweeps.
Yes, really come back to bite him this set.
Maybe this is going to get to the wall.
Yes, it is very clean. Still has the heat to play with. Nice step there in the...
Using 3-1 to kind of realign it. Goes low this time. We're going to do all this pressure. Bomb wants to push out of it as well. Goes to that forward one.
Again, 15 seconds. No duck on the third hit.
Spins it out of there. Oh!
Had the count here, but was not enough. But dashed in and closed it out. Pikah staying alive.
Definitely staying alive there. Did like a bit of a panic here. Gets into his back. No, doesn't get anything guaranteed.
Punish on side step 2.
1-1. Duck again with the 4-3-3. Something he needs to really be aware of. The power crush.
Down force a trade.
He's in now. Sin just really dialing it back. That was a big whiff.
But lively right now for Sin. But Nina, a character that can really whittle those down, poke those down, take it away from you, especially if he wants to pop heat at any moment. Running 3.
Gets a follow up as well. That's gonna.
No! He stepped it, but it was not enough. A little bit of a reline, no break on the throw, 1+2.
This is not looking good. Last chance saloon. What's he gonna do? Just
dash down for final round, and then Pikah wins this. That's 2 games to none. Sin really needs this round to stay alive.
Yes, it's looking at Pikah taking all the momentum. Just looking at his pressure to get, okay, 1-1 with punish down 4-2, but that is the combo. Unfortunate. I don't know how that dropped.
The down 2 is very consistent.
Yeah. Okay, no duck there on the 3-1.
Oh, blonde bomb.
Blonde bomb again for your trouble. Gets one after.
Burst, but the wipe the floor to challenge. Now, I don't think this combo is dead. It will be if the wall comes into play, but can't get it. Slide, one more hit. Does it, and it's the jab. Pikah now 2 games up. Post reset over Sin, the person that put him in the losers bracket.
I mean, the thing is, I like the way Pikah's playing, because we saw the success of the wipe and the floor in the earlier set, and it seemed like he just, you know, calmed off of it. He was like, okay, cool, I'm not going to use it. And he brought it out there, got the counter hit, and it changed it. He put him 2 in the lead now, so it's now all on Sin. Sin needs to make this happen. This is such a contrast from how this set started. Even the set prior when they played, it was all Sin, but now it's just looking Pikah. And again, wiping the floor is bringing them back out. It seems to be like a weakness, a crux in Sin's armor.
And I tried to go back too, but the sword sweep will go under. Gets a full launch here. That wall blast is looming. Are we going to see it? Yes, we are. Great conversion there from Sin.
Okay, not too many hits though. It seems like Sin's just another wipe the floor.
Wipe the floor again, but now Pikah, I think maybe getting ahead of a bit too much. Still has his tornado available.
Gonna go for the okay,
flip over and then sweep right back. Sin. Almost like revenge gameplay right now. You sweep me, it gets blocked. I'm gonna do it right back and does it again.
I'm telling you, it seems like Pikah, the way Pikah's playing is getting into his head. Nice.
Step on the orbital.
Yeah. The up forward one.
Yeah, we're gonna spike here.
Nice, guaranteed. 1+2.
Goes mid this time, but can he pick up? Wow.
What a
See how
conversion.
consistent that down 2 is again with pickups.
That's why I was confused when it kind of dropped off the down forward too, but hey.
Nice block. Wasn't ready for the punish though, but the low parry. Now Pikah needs to squeeze every bit of life he can out of this combo, but doesn't get. Oh my god, he's just barely. Oh my, what a sidewalk there from Sin. Just barely alive on the down forward 4 there.
That was crazy. Spins him out there after the Fabukini and attacking those legs again. They're both just going low, attacking the legs.
Heat burst is going to be out of the air. Yes, it is. Should take this to the wall.
There's that wall. Nice.
It is keeping the combo very simple.
Still has heat as well. So tries to spin him out there. Gets counter hit. Now this could potentially be the correct combo.
Potentially, if the universe wants to agree, and it doesn't today. No break on the throw. It was a
damage.
Punish throw. Oh, and the unblockable there. Expecting the delayed wake up from Pikah. Sin finally gets a game on the board post reset, but still we are not seeing any dancing. We're not seeing any smiles. We're not seeing any tongue action. Is keeping it very, very locked in right now, Bubsy.
This is crazy. Sin, can he stop the bleeding? It's all moment. These guys are going straight back in. No rest, no nothing. I've noticed the coaches are not even coming up anymore. You're not seeing.
They don't have time to.
I guess Koshmir can't really coach him. Pikah, he's playing them. He's playing Nina.
It's true, actually. It's like Koshmir's like, I don't know what to say anymore.
This coach Sin, isn't it? Yoshi gang. Using that one jab. Just I like it. But, counter
hit, yeah. Should take this to the wall.
Yep, there's that heat. Gonna spin right there on the wall. Gets the spike. He tried to go for something fancy there. Should have just went for the wall combo.
Oh, nice. The running 1+2. This should be enough to kill potentially if the universe wants to align, but it doesn't. But either way, Pikah gets the round anyway. First round, potential final game.
Sin needs to make it happen now.
Heat burst. This is early heat burst activation from the two of them. Scrambly gameplay right now.
This is definitely scrambly, but back 2-2, gonna get full conversion. Gonna get the wall as well. What's the mix up? Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You need to get up.
How do you wake up here, Pikah? Nice break on the regular throw. Down for 1, catches the float.
Catches him out, but avoiding the puddle.
Well, I don't like the usage of heat there. He did get the wall, but there was still so much left on his heat timer. But nice hit confirm there. The up forward 2-1.
There we go. Gonna get a side wall splat.
Ooh, drops the.
But is in a bad position. Back against all, needs to find a way to get out though. All these plus frames, spike down.
Straight into the rage out. They're getting as much damage as he can out of this. Probably gonna have the life lead after this because Sin will recover health as well. Yeah, life lead right now for Sin. Pikah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he should have done the full combo. I don't know what the jab rage out there was. Yeah. I feel like he should have done the full combo. This is not going to be enough to kill.
Definitely not going to be enough. He definitely could have killed if he'd done the full combo. And
if he loses this round, that's going to be a big heartbreak. And the 1-2 running 3 on the slow-mo. I don't know how I feel. Like, was that a panic from Pikah? Was he not expecting the float?
Did he think it would kill? Because I think it's very odd to just do a jab straight into Rage Art. That is
maybe he was like trying to do jab on block into Rage Art. He wasn't expecting that. I don't know. But either way, it's looking like it's not phased him at all. Has the life lead here. There's the heat smash. He gets a perfect answer right back. And Sin did a little T back there. So that was perfect for his troubles.
And that is tournament point now, potentially for Pikah. One more round. Sin needs to make something happen right now.
Big whiff. No punish.
Okay, a heat burst. Like I said, these early heat activations. Goes to the source. He actually ducked into it. Probably thought it was a full crouch. Down forward 4. Gonna go to the wall. Okay, he's bursting down. What's the mix? Okay, forward 1+2. You're gonna have to get up. What you're gonna do?
Sin really trying to stay alive for an Ender Zone Evolution 4. Nice block on the sweep.
Whoa, flash punish. Okay, get some life back from that flash punish as well.
Yeah, this is looking really bad right now for Pikah. The spring kick. 1-2-1, no duck on it.
No duck there as well. Goes low. No duck there.
Oh my
again.
goodness, they're
both
going
on.
No break counter hit though is not going to be enough to kill, but one more hit does it. The spring kick is going Sin staying alive at Ender Zone Evolution here.
Damn, man. Sin has so many opportunities to get gunshots now. Okay,
oh, I thought that was counter hit there, Bobsy.
Okay, went for the orbital.
Did he step it this time? He did.
It's going to be an awkward combo, a little bit off. Alright, going to spend the heat. No.
Yeah, with the way that she flipped over,
Yeah.
back 2-2, nice hit there. Full heat dash combo, but love this life is recoverable. We still have heat for Pikah.
Stays grounded, but needs to get. Oh, man, goes to the run. This is gonna go into her final game.
With the Spirited Away, it's going to final game between these two. Ender's Zone Evolution. We thought we thought it could have been over much sooner. There was the Yoshi mirror.
Ended.
There was the Yoshi mirror match. It looked like it was all Sin. Then the Nina came out, really shifted the gears. Looked like Pikah was going to run away with this one. He was up 2-0 post reset.
The weirdest thing is, it still seems like Pikah's running away. It's like somehow he's just clawing
Sin
on.
is just staying alive by the skin of his teeth.
Exactly, and you know this is what it comes down to, basically a first to one.
Nice block.
Yes, very, very risky play.
Should take this to the wall, and he does. Goes for the heat burst right after.
There you go.
Very
Pikah in a great
simple.
position, but no, spins on out of there.
Back two with a sword sweep.
Okay, what's your combo? No, gets the side wall splat though.
So much spring kicking from Pikah. There's the heat smash.
Oh,
wow!
That is such a big call out.
That is a huge call out there from Sin. Ducking, running, dash into the CD1. Takes it to the other wall as well. This is not looking good at all for Pikah.
Needs to get up.
Nice
block.
block.
Big read there from Pikah, gets the punish.
All of that hard work goes away in
mean-
one duck there from Pikah.
Yes, that's how cool and volatile the game is. He has now been engaged.
Oh my goodness, out of the air.
No conversion though, didn't get the full conversion.
He smashed all this chip damage and this flash.
But okay, gonna get some health back as well. Life bars. In Sin's favor, what's your combo like? Gets a little bit of a sidestep readjustment.
The wall blast is looming. Are we going to get to it? No, we're not, but it's going to be the helicopter. And now Sin, one round apiece. These two keeping it as close as can be in this final game.
I love he's not deterred from using that full crouch show.
Yeah.
Flash didn't get. Okay, gets the full conversion. I'm about to say he didn't get a punish there.
Keeps it simple. Should take this to the wall as well. Not going to get a clean wall splat though.
1-2 hits to get a full thing.
Oh, again, no. It's
duck.
been all the 3-1. No duck from Pikah.
Yeah.
Just so scared of the mid.
It's very patient. Now just running free. Wants to get something started. Spins and out. Doesn't have that much life to work with the
Wipe the
spin.
floor.
Oh gosh, we can see him one more. And now Pikah back on tournament point.
Can he close it out this time, Bubsy? Sin gonna scrap and claw and fight his way to a final round here. It's not looking like it could happen.
Okay,
If
please do not
I
use the wall
feel like he
blast.
should keep the wall blast. Yeah,
Yes.
use the pressure of it. But now
Oh
it might
gosh.
come back
Ah,
to
you should've
bite him.
used it. You
He should have
should've
used it.
Don't listen to us.
And, oh, 3-1 again. No duck, but gets away. Nice use of the blonde bomb just to alleviate the pressure. Wipe the floor. Are we going to see another one?
I don't think so. Try
Goes
to
mid.
fake it. Gets the
Nice
punish.
Nice block, and with that, Pikah is going to be your Ender's Zone Evolution 4 champion.
Wow, and like this is such a back and forth. It didn't look like it looked like Pikah was down out to be kind of like it wasn't gonna be his tournament to take, but you know, switch to that Nina. We kind of was questioning it. Maybe he should bring it out. He hasn't played it in a while, but damn, was that the answer right there? You know, but like you said, it wasn't. It seemed like it was going one way, but then Sin was just hanging on, just like Hayachi in Tekken, just hanging on, bro.
Like, I feel like when it went to the grand finals and we knew it was going to be Pikah versus Sin, expecting the Yoshi mirror match, we kind of expected it to go the one way.
Yeah.
And when the first game happened, it really looked like it was going to be that way. But I feel like the Nina switch was really everything that really changed it. From the moment he switched, he was looking dominant. It was a complete change and shift. And I feel like for Pikah, it's like, I think it's the best case scenario for him, right? Because he got to that point, he got to grand finals with the Yoshi, then switching to the Nina. It's like you have two characters at a very high level that you can switch between right now. I feel like that's something very nice to have at this point in the game. And again, they're both two top 5 characters, you know. Very nice to have at this point in the game. Getting the grand finals, resetting the bracket over the person that put him in the loser's side. Excellent showing there from Pikah.
I mean, just look at it. I'm just looking at his run there. He did not have a, you know, he didn't have it easy. He lost to Tibetano, was able to actually get the run back, and then, I mean, he didn't lose to Tibetano. He beat Tibetano. He lost to Sin, and then beat Tibetano again, which was a really back and forth. But then, you know, finals, like you said, able to reset the bracket. Was not an easy run. I think this is probably a big result in terms of their leaderboards. I think it kind of really puts Sin and Pikah really away from the pack there. So it's going to be a lot of work.
Buffalo Soldier was third as well, but like now let's have a little look. They're really going to establish their lead in the Benelux region.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffalo Soldier was in third place with 1-6. So Pikah, did he have major points before this?
He 5th and 13th.
Okay, so he will not get the full 550. He gets what, 510 points for this?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so he gets 500 plus points. He's definitely in that top 2. You know, Sin gets his second place points. I think he's not gonna overtake Sin.
No, because Sin's gonna. Oh, Sin's gonna get
but Sin will get 300 points.
So he's gonna be like in 700.
Yeah. So they're both gonna be 600 to 700 range, which is very far and ahead the rest of the players in the Benelux region. So very
basically Buffalo Soldier needs to win a major.
He needs to win, yeah. You know, if he wants to get there, right? But a great showing from everyone we had here today, right? You know, great to see Ginga pull out the Eddie. You know, Tibetano showing why he's the boogeyman of Spain. You know, getting the God match with the Asuka, with the Claude as well. Good to see that as well. You know, I feel like European Tekken is in a very good spot right now. Love to see it happen here at ETC, Bobsy.
Yes, and I'm just gonna have to echo what you said. European Tekken. I've always been a shout out for European, even from before. It's just the style that we play. I feel like we always bring the excitement. Like, you know, we said this before. It doesn't matter. You can have the same top 8. You can have, you know, this top 8 again, and I guarantee you probably Tibetano may take it this time. It's always like close back and forth, and that's what I feel makes it for an exciting spectacle, especially for the guys at home. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that top 8. I didn't, you know, watching that, it all looked like it was going one way. I genuinely thought it was a written story. This is Sin's comfortable, Sin's partying, he's his own downfall, but Pikah
was the dancing.
Oh yeah,
the dancing done him in.
I mean, too, you know, what was he doing?
He's dancing.
What was he doing?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Damn, I got foiled.
But if I'm not mistaken, that should be all from us here, from our coverage here of the European Tekken Major here in Spain. Congratulations to Pikah for his win. Yeah. Spanish-born players also technically Spain gets the win. But
I'm not going to get into those kind of politics. I don't know.
He does represent the Benelux region, but
it's actually big for him as well, because you were saying that he didn't really have a big performance this year, so this could be a huge confidence.
Yes, especially with the 2 characters as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be all from us. So thank you guys for watching. There's 2 more major events left for European Tekken Cup, so we'll be here 2 more times in France and Italy. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.